Yeah, I don't know about y'all. I tend to work in my backyard as much as I can. Not the 2 weeks that passed. It was way too hot, but before I was able to. Yep. You got to, man. You got to stay connected with the earth as much as you can.
Yo, Swazi, what's the vibes?
Yo, what up, Pig?
Ain't
Hold
shit,
on, bro.
man.
My bad. I
Shout
got
out
another
to the
call.
live.
I'm about to end it right now, though.
Nah,
Hold
you
on.
good, you good.
I'm gonna get somebody up here, though.
Shout out to the live, y'all.
Anybody could ride a law by himself. It's the great Pat. Everybody know that. Like, come on, out of here.
Shout out to Swazi. That's a fact. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Swazi. This shit been lit over here for the last week or so. I ain't gonna lie. I've been tuning in and out, in and out. I can't stay too long. Shit might flare something up in my house or something. You know? For real, I've been this shit been heated over here. For real, for real. Shout out to the live. They've been passionate about what they've been saying lately. Word. I can't even get in those arguments. That shit might really start something in my house. So I gotta be quiet and listen up. I be listening up to y'all. That should be funny as shit. And shout out to the Zeus nigga, because they be jumping the shit out that nigga. They be jumping that nigga.
Did
That
exactly.
nigga there,
Look, bro, he did exactly what he wanted to do. He
that nigga different.
came in, planted the seed, and spread that bitch around the whole around everybody. And every time we talk about that nigga, he just sit back.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Zeus.
For real.
Niggas
I
think
thought
they
I was one of the most hated on
no,
this shit. That nigga's hated. For real.
he get niggas that don't do shit hated. But I see what Suarez mean when he say he going into the school of Zeus. It's not about that. Trust me, I promise. I promise y'all, it's not about the shit that he said.
Yo,
Because if I had seen that time, I would have probably did some shit like that about it. I would have did that shit when I came out. Fuck it, I'm just gonna say some shit.
I'm gonna
As
be
long
honest, most of the times when I hopped in the live, it was the female speaking and he was trying to listen or whatever the case may be. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's bull crap.
do you
I
think?
just
Let me
know
ask you a
that when
question.
they was speaking on him, they was coming at him like he
Do
was
you
saying something wrong.
wait, Pat? Do you think that everything he's doing, he believes in wholeheartedly? Do you think he's doing some of this for
No,
the attention?
no, I don't feel like he's going about it as he's saying he is. Like,
Hmm.
I believe
So
it's a way
a
for
lot of it, because you got people paying attention, right?
exactly.
Hmm.
pay attention to the blueprint.
Pay attention, man. He ain't doing nothing wrong, and that's why I said any woman to take the anti-point right now of what every other woman is saying right now, and rode that boat through these lives, they would kick up the same type of energy. There'd be people chasing them like, "Yo, what's going on?" She said such and such. You know who that kind of similar to right now? JT Ryder. She's just doing it from a intellectual standpoint. You
Hmm.
understand? So anybody that knows who I'm talking about, you've seen her, right? And she's somebody, so she's got a different standpoint. You understand? People want to tune in. Now, if she added a little bit of rah-rah to it, forget about it.
Yeah,
And that's
touch
all
on
he
the
did.
points.
That's all he did. Put a little rah-rah to it,
Touch
and
on the police,
talking all
add some
fast.
detail.
And then he really angry. He really angry my twangers. All the twangers, they're like, "Oh, he talks so fucking fast."
It's just saying, at some point, when does integrity play a part? Like, is it just cool for people to show ignorance and everybody because they just want numbers? It should be accepted.
No,
Is that
it's
what we're
for
saying?
me. For me, I don't care about the numbers. I just want to engage the audience. I want the people to be
So
like
integrity
Zion.
doesn't play a
Zion,
part.
let me explain something.
Yes.
2,500 people came into the live. That ain't that's not even the part I care about. 2,900 commented. They are fully engaged. You understand? Fully engaged, Zion.
So I'm getting this correct. Integrity, it doesn't matter anymore. As long as we
Integrity,
get the numbers, it's fine.
I don't care about the numbers. I care about the provoking of thought. I want engagement.
Um, I hear what you are saying, but it doesn't make sense because, and still we're losing integrity. Like it's
But
okay for
no,
us
we're
to
not
just
losing
But
integrity.
deal with
oh no.
fuckery in order to,
All right.
engage people. Is
All
that
right. So
that's what
look,
I'm
we got
hearing?
12 people in here. I got 12 people in here right now. How many people feel like I've lost my integrity by having Zeus around?
Nah, hell no.
Keep it a
I
stat.
wasn't trying to say that you lost your integrity. I was talking about him and his antics. There's no integrity in that.
Yeah,
And
but
that's
that's okay,
cool
son.
because he's engaging people and he's getting people to comment and provoke thought off of ignorance. To me, where do we draw the line? Like, is it okay just to do that just because they're provoking thought? And then we already know people are misguided in this world and are lost. So even though you think it's just provoking thought, people are actually believing this bullshit. You
I
get what I'm
got a
saying?
question. I got a question. So could he be doing a good thing?
That's what
No,
my point is.
he could never be
No,
doing a
no, no,
good
no, no.
thing
Wait.
if
I'm gonna
he's.
tell you why I say this, Zion. Because out of all this shit that he's saying and all this, now guess what's happening? All these people is trying to figure out how we gonna come together to either stop him from saying this shit or what we need to
Shit
do
is
to change
crazy.
it. So
And
he's part
that's
of the
why
solution.
mission is accomplished, Zion. That's why I keep
Well,
telling them,
it
job
would
well
be
done.
Am I wrong?
different if y'all were actually talking about how to get this man to change it. That's not what y'all doing. Y'all
No,
talking about,
that's
No,
not
yeah,
our
he's
job. We
provoking
can't
thought.
change a man.
that's
But
how
you
he
can
feels.
help
That's
a
his
man.
opinion.
Each one teach one. Remember? Have we lost that? Have we lost any of that? We lost all the
Yeah,
old ways. The new
yes,
ways
but
is just let fuckery continue and just enjoy the ride. Because that's what I'm
no,
hearing.
we lead by example.
It'll
Some
be
people
So
are just passionate
it
in
would
what
it
they
would be
say and
different
shit
if
like
we, it would
that.
be different if we
Can't
was
can't
in what he
change
was
that.
saying, feeding the
like
shit back. Like,
it's
hey,
just
hey,
enjoy the ride. It's a fuck train, but just enjoy the fuckery. Just get on board. No. You gotta say enough is enough sometimes. You just can't just
what do you
let
think?
everything just.
So what are we doing? So what are we doing? And women
So
and y'all
what you
women and
not doing,
everybody.
because y'all are not saying anything positive about women. I haven't heard y'all come back and say, women, I hear what he's saying, but
Now we went over.
I don't think that black women
Women,
are least desirable. I don't
I didn't
think
never.
that, but y'all not doing that. So you're
Zion,
saying
can I
Yeah,
say
but
something
that's
real
what
Zion,
y'all are
fast?
he
gonna
used
do,
the
but y'all
statistic.
ain't
How
did it
could I
yet.
battle a
Hey,
statistic?
look, check
If
this
he
out.
A
said I went
statistic
to
on
dating
whose
website
account?
statistics.
He probably went that darn survey probably was done in Oklahoma with
That's
100
just like
white
you
All
get.
people.
right,
That's
so
just like
then
you
Of
get. That's
course,
so
just
we're
then
like you
least
getting
challenge the
somebody from
desirable.
numbers.
Harvard.
Challenge
That's
the
Of
just like,
numbers. Don't
of
challenge the
course,
thought.
of
bro. That's
course,
just
we're
like
least
get.
desirable. If he got the survey done in Oklahoma with
Hey,
100 white
hey,
people,
real quick. No, 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 no,
come on
no.
now.
And you're gonna say I'm bringing this up, but this is the perfect example. This is just like you getting the example from Harvard about black people.
No. I
Same
didn't get a
thing.
survey. I didn't get a survey about black people. I had got the survey
No.
about men.
And what did
Men.
I say? Hold on, wait. And what did I say? Why are we using Harvard? Because Harvard isn't even doing it about black people. We're not even
It,
talking about white people. We're talking about
but
black
it
people.
was just across the board. Well, we're not going back there again,
So
okay?
that's,
Because
you
we
see what
already did that,
I'm
and
saying?
that's
You see
why
what I'm
I
saying?
got
You see
the
what I'm saying?
numbers. It says that married men
Hey
live
yo,
longer
yo,
than
yo, yo.
unmarried men.
Go
Period.
get
Point
some
blank.
content from somewhere else, you bitch made
Yeah,
up.
get your ass sincere. Get your bitch ass out of here. Why niggas?
Fuck
Why?
yeah.
You,
Oh,
Go
y'all have a
pick up a
problem with
fucking
Sincere?
ebony or something.
No, let Sincere stay here.
Nah,
Sincere can
fuck
be
out of here. He
here.
only here to steal
No.
content. He a
Oh
content
no,
thief.
don't no. Let him be here. He's provoking
I don't
thought.
have no
Come on
problem with
now.
him being here
We
normally,
gotta
but
keep the fuckery train
when I keep
rolling.
seeing you riding my fucking coattail,
So
No.
so now you're mad about that, so I didn't make it make sense. Now
I'm
y'all ain't
making
mad
it make
about
sense.
Zeus and all this shit that he do to women, but you mad at Sincere stealing your content. Make it make
Yes.
sense.
I'm mad at him for stealing my
Really?
content and spending more time with you than I have. Yes. Anything else?
You know what, Swaz? You need to
Uh-huh.
stop it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm done. I ain't got
Yeah.
nothing else to say.
Yeah. Why they even shoot shots at me? Like, why me? Why I gotta get shot?
That's it.
Welcome to the live one, Cash. The queen has settled. Yeah, he a content thief. Yo, he come in here, he'll take your content in mid-live, he'll go start his live like, so, is it real what he said? Is he a black man really hating black women?
Yes. Nah. Nah. This is crazy.
Yo, I came in your live. Yo, Zion, you saw me trolling with his antics on Angela's live?
Yeah.
I was like, here you guys going again, bashing all the black men. You talk about Sinclair's ass.
I just think, he should be able to stay.
Man, get out of here because y'all talk all that shit. Oh, Swaz, you can't be with Sinclair Live. Don't do that with Sinclair. And then be up there clouting them up like usual. Oh, it's just Sincere. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the live, y'all. I'll be back.
Dope, Pat. Shout out to the fucking live, my dude. Shout out to the fucking live.
Shout out to the live. Mm-mm-mm.
All right, let's see. Who crazy to come up into this fire?
As long as it provokes thought. I don't know why Sincere couldn't stay. He was provoking thought.
No, Sincere is here to steal thoughts.
No, he was here provoking thought. Come on now,
Man,
you
Ben
guys.
Betty got me blocked.
You
You
gotta,
scared me, Nola.
hey, you gotta be fair across the board. Sincere provokes thought. I don't know why he can't
Sincere
stay.
provokes loss of brain cells.
He provokes thought, sir. I mean, come on now, you gotta
He
keep it
literally,
real.
anybody that he spoke to yesterday is his point for today.
Y'all not fair. Y'all want this man Zeus to be able to provoke thought by downgrading black women, but Sincere can't come and provoke thought and steal your content.
Wait, let me check. Let me check her homie. Hold on. Get up here. Ain't you his homie?
Who?
Nolan.
Who? Sincere?
No. Ben Petty ass.
She tired of his ass too. She cussed him out yesterday.
I miss you too, Cash. It's been a while, man. I'm gonna get you up here.
She cussed him out yesterday, y'all. She's not.
Nolan.
What I do?
Ain't that your boo? Ben Petty?
No.
Oh.
She
Cause
cussed
you
him
talk
out
about
yesterday.
get him up. You talk about get him in here.
Yeah, just down there talking shit.
Nah.
Fuck out of here.
You
Fuck
got
out.
me
What y'all
blocked.
say?
You got me
What y'all
blocked.
say? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I like that shit. Fuck out of here.
I don't know how you got me blocked.
He blocked you because Zion fucks with you. He blocked Wells because Wells fuck with me. Like, I mean, been ready block Coonies. Been ready block Angie. Been ready. Who else he got?
I was
blocked?
on his live for the mission. I went on the live to get to JT Mac. Watch the fucking play, young lady. Give a fuck about Sincere's live.
Every time I go on Nola live, ain't you over there? Why you ain't over there sucking Schwarz dick?
Yo, it's 11:11, y'all. It's 11, y'all. Yo, go make y'all wishes.
Yes, I wish that these men would stop hating black women, Lord. Please.
In silence, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
They don't make it that way.
I'm sorry.
Oh, E-Mac, you blocked too? Oh, Lord.
He
Y'all ain't block people for no reason.
He running? These niggas be running, Nola. I ain't met another group of running ass niggas in my life. Okay? Running.
Yeah, but that's y'all dog.
That's our fault?
No, that's y'all dog.
No, that ain't my dog. That's Zion people.
They ain't my peoples. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We cuss him out, but that's about all that he equates to it. You know what I'm saying?
My homeboy is Mr. Well. Bake. These niggas I fuck with Twan.
Oh hell no! That nigga still got some of my pages blocked.
Yeah, I still fuck with him. Still my homie.
Oh shit! I'm saying he's still mad about his wife leaving him.
Running where? How the fuck I ran? I've been on this side. I let all three of y'all sit in them
Hey,
squares.
man,
Y'all
please
could
leave me out.
win.
Y'all stop throwing me in shit, please. Stop adding me in shit.
Who said your name was?
He just put my name. Read the comments, Zion.
Oh, my comment stopped. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, Matt.
Oh, all right, y'all. I'm out of here.
All
Toodaloo, toodaloo,
right.
darlings.
Much love, though.
All right, Nola.
Hey, Cash Queen.
I thought that was Nola. It sound like yo. I'm excited up for Nola right there.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm still Zion. I'm still here.
I'm
I'm
gonna
still
turn it on
here.
myself later, y'all. Y'all ain't even gotta worry. What up, Cash?
Swazi,
What
Swazi,
Hey,
good
up?
morning,
Queen.
everybody.
Big up
Swazi,
yourself, Queen.
Swazi, I'm feeling jealous and I'm very upset with you
What the bum?
Mm.
Oh Lord, jealous pound what?
because sometimes I be just jumping in, but I only be want to say hi and I be like, hi, my baby, or whatever, and I don't hear you big me up.
I apologize. I'm not always tapped in like I should be. I just got in trouble for that. I'm gonna do better.
Please, because, you're one of my favorite people on the ground.
I appreciate that, and you were one of mine.
Thank you, my love. Okay, now that we done kissed and made up, what's up, Zion? My lion,
Hey, boo.
Zion.
How are you?
I love that
I'm
name,
good.
Lion Zion.
Yes, that was given to me by yours truly,
Ben
Per.
Petty. Yo, Swazi, that man is a sick individual.
Amy,
Mm-hmm.
This man called my phone
what? Wait, what?
and I was talking to the dude. No, listen,
Yes.
I was talking to the dude regular, like, cause thinking like he was a professional, cause I didn't really watch like all the lives with him on it. And I like his videos. He be finding the weirdest videos. So we just had a regular conversation, like we went on the gram. We were talking about 50-50, and the conversation ended. Then next thing I know, that man called me like 7 in the morning. I was sitting next to a guy that I was talking to, and I'm like, I can't talk right now. He's like, what? I'm like, I can't talk right now. And the man just went off on me as if we were in a relationship, and I had the next dude there. And then I had to call Zion because he was in my inbox going crazy. I'm like, Zion, can you please tell me a little bit about this guy? Because I'm confused what's going on.
And Zion, let's be real.
Yes.
Let's be real
Mm-hmm.
here. Since we're
Yes.
all dealing in moments of clarity today, aren't we?
Right, right. Yes, we are.
You can recall when I came at you and I said, Zion, you think it's just like somebody looking to spar, but he is sexually gratifying himself through these arguments. You thought I was playing.
No,
Yeah,
I
he's
actually
weird.
believed you. I know that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He does it
Mm.
because he'll say that it's us. Y'all just like to argue, but he'll come on to Nola's live and just start spazzing off, man, y'all bitches, blah 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 blah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, and
we
then you
ain't
want to
did
call people out
nothing.
their name because we was on a live together. Zion, please tell him how this man took the whole Sunday. He was so angry.
Yeah, he was
He
mad.
was
He
so
get mad when he
mad.
get rejected. He don't like to be rejected.
No, but he keep coming back for more. It's crazy. He love it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves it. He
Much as he
craves that
hates it, he
negative
loves
energy.
it. That's when I noticed. I'm like, yo, wait. Like
He's a
every time,
vampire.
it's like, oh shit, like I got a little bit of, I got a woman arguing with me. Like, oh man, I'm in heaven. He just start going.
Yeah, he's a vampire.
Yeah, definitely sucking the blood out of beautiful women. He
Yeah,
likes
he
to.
sure is.
Absolutely.
And we was on a live with this guy. He's a good looking guy, right? And you
Oh
know
no.
me, I'll give a compliment.
Go ahead. Tell it. I'm
And
sorry.
so we was just on the live. It's not like we were on the live like, damn nigga, you so fine. We was actually on the live having a topic. So Zion, she a troublemaker sometimes. So she saw his name and she was just like, XYZ. So then he started commenting weird, but he wanted to come up on the panel. So the dude wasn't accepting him on the panel. And he was like, I don't know, but you're not coming up here. So I was like, yeah, don't add him because he about to go back and forth with Zion and we don't want that vibe right now. Oh, who told me to say that? Jesus, Lord, come take the wheel. The man came in my inbox. He sent me some long ass paragraphs, like a book, and then he sent me like 2 voice notes, cursing my ass out, calling Zion a bitch, and talking about fuck you and fuck all y'all if y'all don't want me on the live, and who are y'all to be telling that y'all bandwagon. Then he was like, we hating. Now there was a picture going around. It was so crazy because I was on the phone with him. Right, we only spoke one time, people. And I was just scrolling on the gram while I was talking to him. And I seen the picture and I was like, oh my God, who the hell is this on the live with Zion? Look at his teeth. Not knowing it was him. And he was like, who? So I sent it to him. I was like, look at this dude. So when I found out it was him, I was like, whoops. I put my foot in my mouth. So I sent him back a voice note after he was there cursing me out. And I said, hate on who? Because there's nothing about you to hate on, motherfucker. Like, nigga, you a man, I'm a female. There's no comparison. There's nothing that you have that I'm going to be worried about. But anyway, the nigga was just weird. He was going the whole day. He was going on other people's lives talking about me and Zion, that we didn't want to let him on the live. And then I just thought about it, Swazi, and I'm like, he's a weird individual. He was really mad that he wasn't accepted on a social media live. Like, who we do this in real life?
Yes, it was Zilla.
Parasocial relationships.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the IG vampire, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what he does.
Mr. fucking Dracula. Ben fucking Dracula. Kirk the Dracula.
So, do I jump on you, Zion, for keeping him alive?
Yep, you
Zion.
can. I could be fair. I could be fair. You could jump on me and Nola, both of us. We
No.
Well, Lola loved his
found
ass
some
because when he was
agreement after
cursing
you
us
kept
out,
him.
Lola wouldn't even take him off the live. She was letting him go in on me and Zion.
So do y'all get mad at Nola when she does that to the women? Do y'all get mad at her?
No, because Nola be acting like she just don't give a fuck about nothing.
But
So you
Nola
can't even
does
hold it to.
defend. Nola does defend women when he does, come at. She'll come in and say
Yeah.
something. She won't
But
just let him just talk
But
crazy
Nola
about,
just be acting on
women.
nonchalant, so you can't even hold her response. I'm being honest. Nola don't make me feel like
thank you.
me and her gonna get into it. I swear to God, I be
Cash,
just loving Nola. Don't give a fuck attitude.
Cash. Don't be too real out here today.
At
You
all.
ain't allowed to be too real.
I'm just saying, she just be acting like she don't give a fuck, so I can't be mad with her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't think I could ever have a problem with Nola because Nola got that la da dee la da da.
But you do know there's 2 sides to her, right?
I've seen it. I've seen her go hard on children. I've seen her do her thing. It don't bother me because, see, this is what I've been saying. She's her own individual and she come on here to be who she want to be. So I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just like how she don't give a fuck. It's the people that want to come and disrespect you, rating like another grown up for no reason. Like she don't disrespect me, so I don't have a reason to disrespect her. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Talk about
She can have 10 fucking sides, but it really don't bother me. It don't bother me.
Who took accountability, Aaron? Who?
She don't bother me.
Me. She talking about me.
Oh, yeah, no,
Me.
Cash.
Moi.
Cash.
Moi.
That's how she talks. She talks, confronting herself first.
What happened?
What's funny, Wells? Why you keep
Well,
laughing
you
when I
said I
talk?
talk
What's going on,
confronting
Wells?
myself first.
Yeah, you confront yourself first.
No,
Like,
hold on. We
heard
have
you
a problem
talk.
here.
Like
We have a problem.
when you're talking, you deal with what you did wrong first, and then you deal with the issue.
Yeah. Because I got to tell you where it comes from, right? Where it stems from, my mentality. You got to hear my mentality before you want to listen to what I have to say about anything.
Mm.
That's how I feel. I don't know.
I think we have a problem here. It seems that every time that I say something and talk, Wells is laughing. I don't understand.
TV,
So
Zion.
shit, do you want Wells kicked out, removed, or blocked?
No, I need him to explain himself.
I'm watching TV, Zion. I'm not
Oh,
worried.
okay. My
I'm not
bad.
worried about you no more.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay, my bad. My
Lion,
bad. I'm
Zion.
sorry.
Well, that's cute too, Lion, Zion.
I just had to make sure, homie. That's all I had to do, homie.
All right, Zion. Now I'm
Checking
gonna
niggas since 1988.
laugh at this. Just so you think that it's gonna laugh at the fuck you talking about.
I'm sorry. I thought you was watching your program. I thought you were watching your program. Are you still watching TV or are you talking to me?
Multitask.
Oh, so now you're talking to me and watching TV?
I'm multitasking now because you interrupted my program because I was listening to the lady talk down.
I'm just trying to, figure it all out. That's all.
It wasn't about
Hi, Baked. How are you?
it's about you again. Hey,
Cash, what you been
Excuse you?
up to, man? What's up with the radio station? What's going on?
Oh, God. I've been through hell and back, and we finally about to get stuff up and running.
Good, good.
Yeah, because I still got the spot and everything is up now, but I went through hell with the computer engineer that had the laptop for the station and, was holding on to it. And it was just crazy. He still has it still,
Well, he has
but
all your
we about
content?
to get it. Huh?
He has all your content?
No, he has the computer, the system to run
Okay.
the station because he was supposed to put some softwares on it. And I heard he was going through divorce, and I heard he was on a cruise. Then I'm like, but nigga, give me my shit back. And then we got into it a couple days ago. So I'm supposed to be getting another friend of mine that's closer to him, supposed to go and pick it up for me. But it was just crazy.
Yeah, he sound like he out there hot boy summering.
Yeah, and then at the time, because financially I wasn't working at the time when me and my peoples broke up, so it was like I couldn't just go out and go buy me a brand new ass fucking
Wait.
system.
That's recent, right? Isn't that recent? That gotta be
Yeah, it
recent.
is. I'm single.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Cash Queen is beautiful. Somebody gonna
So
wipe.
somebody need to
Somebody,
put that in the ATM. That's a fact.
somebody gonna
Eh,
wipe you up.
I don't know, because you know what? If it was like 10 years ago, sorry, my phone was dying. If it was
Okay.
like 10 years ago, I probably would have been like, there's hope for me. But the dating world it sucks. It's like there's nobody here. It's like,
Wow. So
uh,
so you're actually experiencing the problem that I said is being caused. Ain't that something?
yeah,
I,
and
I
just
spoke
like
to a
what we were
certain
speaking
gentleman
about
last
on the
night
other live.
about,
You
how
remember,
this will
Zion, when you was
affect
telling me?
their family members. I spoke to a gentleman last night and I told him how this will soon affect his family members. And lo and behold, you're speaking on it. Go ahead, Cash Queen.
Zafira,
I
you say
love
you
to hear
never felt
perspective.
his energy? Are you talking about the
How you
nigga I
think?
was
You
with?
don't think men think the same way? That the dating shit is slim. Zion.
Hi, Rian O'Neal. Gaza, big up yourself.
It's
Yes,
like
I do. I do think that they
make
feel
sure
that way.
I said it to Wells. Don't say it's gentlemen. I'm right
Oh,
here. Are
oh,
you
oh,
done
my
that?
bad.
I
I'm sorry,
can't.
Wells. I
Cash
forgot you was
dating is
here.
absolutely trash out here,
I
for
thought you were
real.
watching TV. My bad. I'm
I
sorry,
am
Wells.
multitasking.
Oh, okay.
I can't understand this chemistry between y'all, but I need to understand what we talk about.
Ain't no chemistry.
Because we throwing shots on the low, on the high, on the low,
But shots.
and
I know
You
them subliminal messages. I'm trying to
yeah,
dodge because I don't want to
it's
get hit by accident.
it's all over your head, and you don't even know what's going on. I'm sorry, you're in the middle of a
I
slight
know.
war.
I feel like I'm in
it's all
between
the
a
point.
husband and wife talking shit while they have a guest over to the house here because you didn't pick them drawers up and but bitch, you put them on the ground. Well,
I'm
I'm
a
like, damn,
guest
are we
too.
gonna eat
Guest
dinner?
too.
Shit.
This ain't in my house. I'm a guest too.
Oh my. Yeah, Zafira, and he's a pastor that have my goddamn laptop. Then you want to get mad at me because I said I feel like I wasted my $400 employing him. He was mad
Mm.
at my ass, cursed me out too,
So, what
and
are
he
some of
got
the things that you are running into in this dating world now, Cash Queen, that you find that you didn't have an issue with, say, 10 years ago?
I don't know which age bracket to date.
Mm.
Uh-oh. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
No, seriously, because the younger dudes will rather lock down with you and take you serious, but their mind is not really ready. Even though they act mature, they could go really far, but they're just not fully there. And then the older dudes want to play around because now they feel in the middle age and now they feeling scared that they get old. So now they want to act younger than the younger nigga, and the younger niggas acting better than them. So it's weird. It's like they're supposed to be the perfect ones because they've been through what the young nigga been through and should be ready and mentally be ready, but they just fucked up too and they worse. And so it's like you're stuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. It sounds really, man.
Yeah, it's hurtful.
So I said to myself, I'm like, goodness. I mean, I'm in a relationship. I'm married, right? But I sit here, I'm like, I almost get like frightened or terrified thinking to myself, what happened if I come singing? You know how you have a phobia? Like if you were stuck in a closet, you'll hyperventilate. That's how I feel sometimes about this dating world. I'm like, oh my God, what happened if I'm
Mary,
single
why
again?
do you feel that way?
And you know
Because
what?
of
It's so
all of the
funny that you say
issues
that because a
that
lot of the women now are coming off like they're being crazy and psycho and aggressive, where they don't want to lose the dude. But it's because when they do find something, they're
Mhm,
afraid to lose it because they remember what it's like not having nothing.
exactly.
And the dudes take it like, oh, this bitch stalking me. She's calling me again.
And they ain't even like that. It's just like, damn, can we work this out?
Zafira said that's why our pussy will get cobweb. She said she about to get cobweb. And you know what's so funny? Last night my homeboy said to me, damn, Cat, you smoking all this weed, you drinking, you about to go home, you gonna want some
Hmm.
sex? I said, nigga, I'm about to be knocked the fuck out and go to my bed. I'm actually getting numb
Hmm.
because I'm not even feeling for nobody right now. Like I don't see anything. And the sad part is that I was never a female to have sex and not being in a relationship. And it's coming down to that, where you just want to have that one fuck buddy and just keep
Hmm.
working on you. And that's sad because that's what the world's. And it's crazy because I've always been in relationships, right? Long
Hmm.
relationships. And this last, and my marriage before was over 10 years, right? So look, I'll be on the radio and I'd be listening to females talking about, I don't want a man. I can't. And I'd be the first one to be like, what are you talking about? Of course you want a man. Don't curse yourself. Don't say that. And they'd be like, oh, there's no good men out here. There's no men for us. I'd be like, what are you talking about? There's good men out there. And now that I'm out here, I'm just like, damn, that's fucked up. I feel like all these chicks that was on the radio calling in.
Yeah, so I'd be like
For
hyperventilating. I promise you, I'd be like, so I'm over here like,
real.
I don't know. It's just crazy. It's
I
a
like the
crazy feeling.
22 is sounding like more and more like an option, Zion.
It might be, so I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
telling you. Like, I could go out there chasing waterfalls, but
Yes, baked. I can't. I don't know.
22
And
with
I
a
want
good,
somebody.
solid
I'm gonna be
leader,
honest with you. I
let's
want
go.
somebody. I don't want all y'all crazy people in my inbox because I'm saying that, but I want, especially like the been ready people that be
Right.
having a whole relationship with themselves. But I want somebody that I can really lean on. Like I was just on a live earlier. We were talking about everything that's going on in the world. People are now getting very depressed, insecure, and
Hmm.
because we're feeling the oppression, we're feeling the effect of the system. Like the
Right.
system is now really kicking in, this modern day slavery, this
Right.
mentality of everything, the war, the inflation, the lack of jobs, the lack of stability in the workforce, the lack of stability in income versus with the men and the women. And the men are getting stressed out, they're emotional, they're being withdrawn, and they're being picky, and then the women are being frustrated, and the women are now becoming feminists, and it's just crazy out here. So I really want to do that. If I'm going through something, I could cry on his chest, talk to him, and he could do the same, and we make
Hmm.
it together. And even I used to say like, oh, I want to do all the way like right. Fuck it, I just want a real man right now that I can help. and he can help me, and we can build together.
And
You know
there's
what I'm
But
nothing
saying?
wrong
women,
with you
you
wanting
would
that.
think, women, you can write anything with the right words. You can change a man's whole entire world. With the wrong words, you
Exactly,
can
and that's
screw
what
it
I'm
up quick.
realizing, that
F
the
the
men are
wall
good
is
men.
down.
They're just
F the
broken.
wall is down, Swazi. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Y'all
I'm
y'all
being
gotta
honest.
know,
Wait, wait,
just
wait,
like
wait, bro.
women, we have walls up. And
Oh,
men
men have a
also
lot
have
of
walls
walls,
up.
So
So
they
if the
withdrawn.
walls are
At
That's why
least
he
we
down,
will
withdrawn.
get.
then we
At least we'll
can
get upset, right, Zion? We'll get
yeah.
upset, cry and scream and say what we feel. They won't say shit, and you're sitting up there trying to be Miss Cleo, trying to become like some voodoo person, trying to
Because the
understand
last
what's
time,
going on in their head.
well,
Right.
when he tried and tell you something, you attacked him, made him feel less than, or belittled him, or said something. Because nine
No,
times out
when
of
they
ten,
become
people,
withdrawn is when they is shit really hurting them. Because I just went through that with a little fling, like a little thing after my breakup, like a rebound. And I will always love Shorty, I swear. Like I will always have mad love for him. But I just went through that, and they become real withdrawn and like sad, and
Hmm.
and they can't express
And
themselves. And
then
then
angry, and
if
then
they
it's
try to
all
express
women are the
themselves, then they become
issue.
angry. And if you can't understand, and sometimes they use words in places that don't even match how they feel. So how the hell are we supposed to understand? Like I literally tell you, men put words where and it doesn't describe how they really feel.
And I don't mean no harm. I know that people, say that women are the emotional and men think logical. But when you have
Nah, men
people
are
like
emotional.
Polly that's coming at women and women need to just bend over and take dick, and that's very
Oh hell
emotional.
no.
You get what I'm saying? That's very emotional. I don't care what nobody says. Like that to me is more emotion than any women that I've ever seen on here expressing herself about something.
I would love to be like, niggas just need to put their head in my pussy and let me ride off their face and just fuck me. I would
Right.
love to say that because I would love just a nigga to just be that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But how would that sound if we said that shit? Because I would really want that. I swear to God, like where am I right now? Fuck the money. Just hold me if I'm crying and listen, nigga. Just shut the fuck up and listen and just suck this pussy and fuck me, please, when I'm ready.
And just get
Like,
the fuck on. Like
yeah,
you're worthless after that. Just get out.
yeah, because after that, all the other shit, I just don't understand it. And I can't speak French. And I can't be, and I'm not psychic.
But you know
So,
what? Somebody said that's disgusting. Aaron, you said that's disgusting, but that's how the dudes be talking. So she just like putting it in reverse, and I get it wholeheartedly because you know what I'm
no,
saying?
you gonna
It's
have you
crazy.
know who in your DM. Yeah, Ben Petty. That crazy motherfucker. He probably gonna be like, so you I'm gonna do his voice. So he gonna be like this, Swazi. So you didn't want to talk to me, but you're on Swazi's live saying you're single.
No, hold on. You on Swaggy's live sucking his dick.
Yeah,
that's
sucking
what
his
he gonna say.
dick. Yeah. So you
Giving
uh
Swazi the clout, right? You giving Swazi the fucking clout. That's not
so
even the
you
real
didn't
guy.
want to fuck a real nigga. That's what's wrong with you bitches now.
Why
I'm
you
just
don't want to go
Girl,
speaking
get
the
you
the dick
got it
doing this
truth.
down pat.
abortion? This is the type of shit he be
I'm
on.
I, I'm just speaking the truth. Like you fucking hoes hate. You haters. You
Let's go
fucking
halvesies on the
haters.
plan B, mama. That's the type of shit he on.
Yeah, that
Yo,
nigga
you
is
got him
funny.
down pat, girl.
You
Let's
know,
go
I'm
halvesies.
a radio personality, so I could do the voices. So you already know. Once you speak to me, I got you in my head. And that's how that nigga was in my voicemail. Cash Queen, let me fucking tell you something. Don't tell me to get the fuck out your DM. You know why the fuck I'm mad. I'm like, what the fuck?
That was 100 cools later. That was 100 cool that day. He had smoked 4 packs.
I can't.
Oh, you want to listen to Zion? Lion Zion. That bitch don't fucking know. Like,
And the best is when he trying to make a point and it ain't no fucking point.
oh
Like
my
like
God,
when
that
he
is so
lost,
funny.
he be like, "You heard what
Yo,
I said." Like, nigga, nah.
Look, and then when he feel guilty for not having a life, he'd be like, because I be up here to let y'all motherfuckers know the truth. Cause y'all just dumb as fuck. And I gotta be honest. Yeah, nigga, you just admitted that you a piece of shit. He making excuses why you're a piece of shit. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
so
funny.
there you have it. Y'all haven't do you men have
Yes,
anything
he
to
be right.
add to why the dating scene is so difficult?
Yo, make
Who you
sense
at?
is dying. I know.
On the panel, the men on the panel.
Can I answer for Ben Ready, please? Just in case, like, he was
Sure,
up
go
here.
ahead. Answer.
Because you fucking hoes don't want to do shit. Y'all want to gold dig and take motherfuckers' money and want niggas to spend money, and y'all not trying to spend no fucking
And y'all
money.
ain't trying to give up no
And we're the
pussy.
fucking prize. You fucking hoes be trying to come and take niggas' money because I make all this money. I'm selling sneakers and shit and fucking cars,
And
and
I
bitches don't
gamble.
want to fucking do nothing, and they want a nigga to fucking spend their money. You know.
Okay, Swaz. How can
Go
you
ahead.
follow that, Swaz?
That's all you gotta do. Go ahead.
You about to go live for me.
How can you follow that, Swaz? Please explain. How can you follow that?
I would just say that it depends on what perspective, and if I'm coming from a woman's perspective, right,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing the world as it is right now, you gotta take into account everything, like where you are in life, what you're willing
Don't
to
use that
accept.
word, Swaz. Use a different word. Use a different word.
What word did I use?
Use accountable. Use a different word.
All right, but
Um.
you gotta understand
Jenny
where you
Sam
are.
selling
You
sneakers.
got you gotta understand where you are currently in life. Understand your role. I like what Cash just said when she was saying that, a lot of the different bars I set for men, I kind of eliminated those and realized that I'm looking for a mate that's going to be supportive and care about me and address, like, I think a lot of people need to take that advice. A
Mm,
lot of times we are shooting for things that ain't shooting for you.
Yep.
Simple.
Attaching ourselves to things we know won't work, instead of really trying to find somebody that we can become equally oak with. And this way, like, if it's not gonna work with you, let that nigga go so he can find that woman that it'll work with. And woman, let that man go so he can find that true woman. But we all paired up with the wrong people, and then we're angry, and then by the time we do find the person, we are so traumatized and abused mentally. And we're talking about both sex, okay? Because
mm-hmm.
to me, women are so nasty nowadays towards men.
Thank you. Say that part again. Shit.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
women are so
Oh
nasty
shoot! That
towards men
show
Are you?
that
nowadays.
show
Are you?
must not be a good. Well, are you heard that clear? Okay. Oh.
No, it's true. We
Damn,
are.
I like that.
But Wells, you may not like the fact that I'm gonna say men made us like this, but we should be smarter because
It's not that I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
we shouldn't allow the past abuse to affect somebody else's child. You know what I'm saying? The
That's what
same way.
scares men. That's what scares men
Yeah.
about dealing with more mature women is the
Yeah.
past hurt. And this is what women have to understand. Men know that y'all dealing with that pain. Like we
Yeah.
know. And so
Yeah,
one
but y'all
thing,
knowing that, but I don't mean to cut you off, but it's because that just hit up a nerve personal. Y'all keep saying that the whole fucking time during the relationship, pissing us off. Oh, I know you broken. I know
I
you
would
hurt,
never
so I'm
I
gonna
would
put
never say
this
that to you.
wall up.
Wait,
No,
look,
I'm
look,
just
look, Cash.
saying that's what y'all be
But that's your
saying
past
in y'all
experience. You see
heads.
what you just did? You just did it. That's
No,
the
but
past
that's what
experience
y'all be
with that
saying in
dude.
y'all heads, and then y'all behavior shows that.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all be like, you know what? I can't even let this wall down because I know this bitch Zion is hurting. I know it. I know she's still thinking about that last nigga. And that be not true. And it be
Mm-hmm.
because of y'all reservedness and y'all traumatization, kind of scared to get hurt, is why it don't ever work. And it's just on both sides. Like, people need to stop bringing their previous into the new. My mom always said since I was a young girl, never you talk about your past relationships, even though I've done it.
That's another problem women do. Another problem. Men
Hmm.
too. You
Men
can't
too. Don't say it because
you
men
can't
talk a lot.
you can't bring that stuff into the next relationship. Like it's one thing to iron that shit out, get an idea where you both stand from past
Right.
relationships, but when you are consistently
Yo,
bringing up that shit, oh
yo,
my god.
Nola is no joke, Zion. Look, Ben Ready's here. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead, Swazi. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was just saying, it's really detrimental to the next relationship when you consistently are talking about things that the partner did to you and all of that. And
Hmm.
another thing that I notice a lot of times when you are dealing with those type of people and they're constantly talking about that past, it's always about what was
Hmm.
done to them. It's never what they did wrong, how they could have improved the situation, where they went wrong, the fact that they made the choice, the fact that they allowed the person to stay in their life after they seen this flag, that flag, this. They don't talk about none of that shit. It's just consistently about what this person did, like as if it could change anything. The only thing that could change is you. The only
Yep.
thing.
I agree. I don't think that no one should do that either because the other person doesn't deserve that. So I do feel that people need to heal prior to going into another relationship.
Mm.
Tough
But
shit.
Zion, let me ask you something. What do you consider healing? Because before you answer that question, I want to say like how I feel about that. I
Hmm.
feel like no one can heal. Because it's
Hmm.
like if you've been raped, you don't heal. What you do is you learn how to deal with it. So you suppress it and you learn how to move forward.
Mm.
So for me, like if you've been hurt, all you could do is learn how to not pass that hurt on. Like it's
Hmm.
like when you going through it at your home, you can't you have to learn how to suppress that while you at work. You can't take it out on the boss or your colleagues. If you're a
I,
teacher, you can't come to work and take it out on the kids. So it's the same thing. Like you should learn that when you're in a new relationship, if you're not ready to learn how to suppress what you've been through, then don't move forward. But I don't know about that because how do
So,
you heal? Heal mean like the cut is healed, is gone, it's erased. I don't believe in that word because we
well,
can't erase what's
heal doesn't
mental.
mean heal doesn't mean that the scar is totally gone. Like you can heal and you still see the damage of the scar. All I'm saying is kind of what you're saying. You learn how
Hmm.
to suppress it and try to move forward past it. Not that you forget it and it's forever out of your mind. You're gonna always know, but you can't be so bitter and so angry and
Yeah,
mad that you take all of their emotions into a new situation and think you're gonna get good results. You're just not. So that's all I'm saying. You're not supposed to forget
yeah.
anything. You are supposed to take learning lessons from everything to make you be aware so that it won't happen again. However, but pushing that hurt and anger off on the next person, kind of like how we know people in this community do, aka Polly, how he's pushing all his anger
oh
for
no,
some
name
shit
drop.
that
Why
he
you
does
always
on
throwing
other
shots at
people.
Oh.
Polly?
Yeah,
Gotta
because he
crack
throws
me.
shot at me, so I had to throw a shot back
There
at
is
him.
a listen. There is obviously some sort of tension between Polly and Zion. It's been like this
Really?
for a while. Um, I
Yo,
feel like I feel like Zion
Swazi,
is
stop.
intrigued by men that like to argue.
That's
He's
true,
intrigued
Aaron. You got to.
because let me explain something. When I first met Zion, she was
Mm-hmm.
arguing with Truth, right? And anyone that knows Truth, Truth is the least argumentative brother I know.
Facts.
Well, why would I
But
want
he
to
will
argue
wait,
with
wait,
him?
wait. He will stand 10 toes down. He will, if need be. And once Zion realized that he was willing to stand 10 toes down, that was
She
it.
was ready.
That was it. Even to this
Uh,
day, if I were to bring them up on the live right now, it'd be a battle.
no, it's not. Me and Truth have been like cool as a fan. We had no issues for real. Nothing has been what it is. But I'm just saying that is
Because
what
you
it
ate his
looks
food.
like. I'm just telling you that's what it looks like when somebody is so hurt that they keep hold on stuff. And so I had to use an example that we knew, and that's the only reason why I
I
brung
can't
his name up.
stand you,
I
Zion.
don't
You
have
really
any
know how to
You
make them
name drop,
niggas.
Zion.
Yo, Zion, you can't bring her nowhere, I swear. You gotta
I'm
keep her at the
telling
crib.
you, I'm telling you.
She
And then blame me. She's like, yo, Swaz, I only name drop because you had me up there. What are you talking about?
I
What?
knew Zion was coming on my live with that bullshit. Like as soon as she saw Polly's name,
No,
I
he
said,
can't.
Zion, you about to
For
do it.
real,
And
you
she
know what?
sure
I
did.
for real, Cash Queen, wholeheartedly, I came on your live just to chill. In the mix of me
Mm,
being on your live, I got a DM from Polly.
mm.
Okay,
Oh,
that's how
while
it
you
went
was on the
down.
live, you got it?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I get it
So
now.
that's why I said what I said on your live. He had DM'd me.
Oh, I thought this was a DM like
Mm.
you had from
No,
prior.
that was just that morning. That was like all fresh. Like I was on your live and I got a DM. Literally.
Okay. But that was a stressful, that shit had me drinking. It had me eating. I was so stressed out like that.
When is
That was like
Zion
4 hours
wrong,
of
though, Big?
wow.
When
It
is
was
she
a
When it,
wrong?
lot.
say this again. Say this again. What you say? What is Zion? What? Mm-hmm.
Big says Zion is extremely argumentative, especially when she
Mm-hmm.
knows she's right. And I
That's
said,
fake sense.
when is she wrong?
I'm
Oh
wrong
shit.
sometimes, y'all. I was wrong yesterday. Didn't I take accountability today?
Yo, yo, as much as I want to make it an audio only type of situation, well, like, you can't. You just can't.
See, I like Zion because even when Zion be messing with people, she know that I know, but I don't judge her. I just let her do her because what I understand, just like with Nola, just what I understand, and a lot of people don't understand. This is IG. People come on here to entertain themselves. Sometimes they want to have a troll behavior. Sometimes they don't. But if as long as a person showing me respect, I won't disrespect the person. And I, like I said to Zion today, oh shit, Zion, don't do it. And Zion was like, I'm doing it. I was like, okay, go ahead, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? For me, like, just do you and be you. It's just don't disrespect people. Don't call people out their name if they're not calling you out your name, like Ben and Teddy. You know?
I agree with you
Oh
wholeheartedly.
yeah, just
You
make it work, Eric. Make it work for all of us,
And I
please.
don't like that weird ass Carl seafood. That was a real big, I don't know. That
thank
one
you,
was.
Aaron, but you know, I am just like many others.
What happened to
I'm
Mr.
imperfect.
Carl? Zion,
Nigga,
what happened to Carl,
Carl
the
was in there
pervert man?
yesterday. What, OG Carl?
Yeah,
Yeah, that man is a
he
pervert.
around.
Is he a pervert?
I wouldn't trust that man with my
I
kids. Like,
am a Scorpio for all who would like to know my zodiac.
oh, that's why I get along with you.
Yeah,
I like
we the
Scorpio
bomb.
women.
We the bomb.
Yeah, Scorpios and
Yeah,
Cancer women, they get along. I always get along with a Scorpio woman. I don't know why.
cause we cool and shit. Like it's no
Yeah.
denying.
And we deep. Cancers is deep and the Scorpio knows how to be deep with the Cancer.
And my mother's a Scorpio too. I mean, excuse me, a Cancer by the way. She's a Cancer. My mother's a Cancer, and I love that lady.
Yeah, we're very loving people and
Everything.
we're loyal to our loved ones.
Yes, you are. Oh my God, my mom is like everything. She will give you this draws off her ass if she wants
Yep,
to.
that's
She will.
me. And we always doing it for the wrong ass people.
That's how she do it too, and they just. Well, anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Mm.
So I want to ask y'all a question about this. What about when we heal or we go into a relationship needing healing, right? And we feel like we learned how to suppress, we've
Mm-hmm.
learned not how to take it out on the next person, but the next person has same traits as the previous motherfucker. So now they done took out a shovel, went in the backyard and dig the fucking skeletons up and brought them in the house and put them on the dining table. Now what do you do? Then he turn around and tell you, oh, you're broken. No, nigga, you just acting
No,
just like the last
Are
one.
you telling them that
it's
he
But
act
you that's
just like the
that's
last
what
one?
you attracted to. But go ahead, my bad.
No, it's not what I'm attracted to. I feel that we
Not what
need
you're
to now
attracted to. I
understand
said
that
what you
sometimes we come
attracted.
across the same type of person that we left,
Right,
and
right.
it's like
That's
we're glutton for
you're
punishment.
attracting them, Cash. That's what I'm saying. Not attracted to. You attracted. You
I mean,
Those
attracted.
type of individuals,
Yes.
exactly,
That's you. That's
exactly.
something. It's something you're putting out into the ether that's attracting that to you, right? It's attracting. It has nothing
Yeah,
to
but
do with
it's
them.
not even because sometimes these people are imposters, so they pretend not to be that person, and then all of a sudden we start seeing that person. So now we start trying to say, "Hey, hey, wait a minute, this seems familiar." Now, hey, buddy,
Well, there's no
I'm
time to
not gonna
play
be
now.
with somebody that's gonna do this, and then he's like, what?" Or she's like, "What?" And you're like, "Yeah, I don't think I can handle being with somebody that's gonna." You understand what I'm saying? And that other person blames you for being broken. It's not
Right.
that you're being broken. You already experienced it. You know what it looks like. You know what it smells like. You know what it tastes like. Everything. And you're just willing to back away when you see it.
So how long are you going? How long do you keep tasting that before you get tired of it?
No, I back away. I just told you. I just backed away.
Like immediately?
Immediately. It was only like 3 months. And I just said, I can't do this.
There you go. That's the only thing you
And
can
like
do.
I said, I love the individual. The sex was great because he was younger. Oh, Jesus, Lord God. Jesus, have
That,
strength.
what was that holding you around?
It was great.
So I'm asking, is that what kept you?
Sometimes that'll be it. I promise
That,
you. Sometimes that'll be it.
I'm
But I
telling
mean,
you,
that's the
sometimes
thing
that
with
be his
men,
eye.
though. Yeah,
but
I'm gonna tell you.
is that what was holding you around with that?
At not at first. At first, I thought I found something like I said I can lay on the chest and talk to and build with, but that person that had issues of their own, and I just didn't want to go through that because I was already, you know, going through mine, and then the argument started, and then the brokenness started to show, and then I just knew where that was gonna go, and I just had to back away.
That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as you see it going left, get out of there.
So
What
I
you
want to
said?
say you did the right thing. You did. You backed away. You saved yourself from a lifetime of heartache and pain,
But it
and that's
still
the only thing you
hurts.
can do. You
Well, at
know.
But
least
it
the next
hurts. You
two
know
and a
why
half
it
years,
hurts?
3 years,
You know
however long
why it
it's gonna
hurts,
be.
Zion? Because
Hmm.
you know, like the outbreak, like that would happen should you stay, and then it blows up. Hey, good morning. It didn't get to happen, so now I'm feeling like, did you make the right decision when you get lonely? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do? So it's kind of catch-22.
Well, let me ask, did you ever tell the dude that about the past relationship at all?
Oh yeah, I was doing that because he came right after that. That's the rebound. So that's where I messed up.
How
I should have
quick?
never did that.
I was just saying, how long did you give yourself for a
Accountability. You hear that, Swazi? She took accountability. Something y'all say women don't do.
Wait. I'm gonna pause that again and remind you. I've
We're talking
observed
to
this in
Cash
the,
Queen.
I've observed this in Cash way before this conversation. Yes.
uh,
Oh, okay. And the
What did
reason
you
why
say, Swazi?
and the reason why the observation was even made in the first place is because it stood out, Zion.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said.
I
You
just wanted
what?
to point
In
out. I have to point out every time I see a
Yeah,
woman
yeah.
taking
I know why you're
accountability.
pointing it out because it's rare.
Mhm.
Like a
that's why I
like
laughed.
like
It's
a,
not
like a
rare.
like a steak on a white
It
man's
just
plate.
That's
it's
why I
not
laughed.
It's
rare.
rare.
It just goes unnoticed. So I had to point it out.
Hmm.
It's a difference
Swazi,
between it
what did
being
you
rare and
say you
unnoticed.
observed of me? I didn't hear. I don't
I
know if you wanna.
observed your ability to take accountability, right?
Oh, I'm not
And
going nowhere. Yeah, I'm listening.
yeah, so what's going on is there's some past situation that Zion and I went through, and I felt like she was a little delayed in taking accountability. And so now she's using
Oh.
you as a springboard for all women that you guys are all accountable. Yeah.
Ah,
I'm
You
not
know
using
what?
you as a springboard, Cash.
That's
Don't let him
because if I
fool
left you
you.
up here for 5 hours, you would probably be accountable another 75 times because you're that good at it. And
I'm
then
gonna
she would
laugh 70
utilize that
more
next month.
times.
Yep, she would utilize
I
that up to
just
next month. Like,
feel,
well, Cash proved that being accountable is easy,
Cash.
right, Swaz? And you would
Cash,
do
I
that.
just feel that women's accountability goes unnoticed, and it's my job if I'm on the panel to point out accountability. That's my
That's
But
job.
this,
big house. The
but
other
I
this,
week
gave
she set,
me
yo,
that
the other
yeah,
title.
week she
point it
set a
up, you got
timer
to do
on everybody. She put a 1 minute timer on everyone. She said she had enough of everyone being long with it. Look, this is what I mean. This is what I deal with, y'all. She came on and said, enough, Squad. Everybody's fucking long winded. People need to have fucking timers. You know what she did, Cass? She proceeded to go over the timer every time it was set for her. Do you know that, Cass?
Yeah, I had to do that. That had to control that situation. That environment was very hostile, and people, felt they had the right to talk for 25 minutes. Mm-mm.
Congratulations. Just took accountability, Zion.
That's
Yeah.
there you go. Then
See,
that's what
thank you,
then
So
Wells.
that's
so
I
I'm gonna
appreciate that,
have
Wells.
to
Thank you.
walk right back, you guys. I got something important to do.
all right, Cash. Have a
Okay,
good one.
Cash. It's always a pleasure, boo.
Bye, my beautiful people.
Have a good
Hmm
one,
All
Cash.
right. And the
Okay, you
DM
too, love.
slide coming in 3, 2,
Thank you,
1.
Aaron. I am a blessing. Thank you. I appreciate that. They'll soon find out. I'm
The
sent some
DM
heaven.
cha-cha slide coming in 3, 2, 1. Cash, you should have never told
Okay. Cash is a
Zion.
beautiful woman. Hmm?
Yeah. Oh, Zion is approving.
Bake that.
Oh,
Hey,
we really get to
pin
this.
that shit.
What?
He's
Pin,
approving.
yeah, pin what Aaron said. Pin what Aaron said.
Now, pin what Bake said.
No, pin what Aaron said. Thank you, Zion.
No, I
We
want
can't
you to pin
these guys.
what Bake, the good guy that we shouted out, that she shouted out was a good man and all this. Make sure you pin that. Read that, Zion. You can know that I'm not the only one.
I'm sorry, I don't have my contacts in. I can't see it.
I'll read it for you. I'm good. I'm good at reading. I can read.
Thank
Zion,
God.
you need
Thank
to
God.
hold your be the standard. Well, as don't forget about yourself.
Hello, everyone.
Without accountability.
Hey, Aaron.
Pin your own comment,
I'm
Aaron.
here. What?
I said pin your own comment.
Excuse me?
You're up
What?
here, pin it. What do you have to say? Pin your comment.
I can pin my own comment?
Yes, you're up here. You can say whatever you want.
What? Let me write some more stuff real quick then. Hold on. I got more to say there if I can pin my own comment.
What do you say, Jesus? In any scenario where female is having sex with a man and he provides zero security, it will go against her mating strategy. Women aren't built to sport fuck. I agree.
The fuck?
I actually agree, Zeus.
I agree. I think if you even if you could deliver it in the same way you just wrote that, a lot of people would agree.
Hey, babe.
Hey, Nola, hey, that man got a celebration that I don't understand.
Hey, if he's not gonna say it like that, if it came up, if any scenario where females having sex with a man, he provides zero security,
It's
Take
too
a
You doing
what?
it
soon.
right
it will
there,
go
Wells.
against her mating
You're
strategy.
not.
Wells,
You
you
are
doing
not
it.
gonna do. You are
That's how
not
it's
gonna
done.
do EMAC like that. That's what you're not gonna do.
Wait,
Who?
what?
No, she said,
Is
he
that?
said,
Did you say
him.
EMAC?
No.
Oh,
See, that's
my
what I'm
bad.
saying.
I'm
Yo,
sorry.
what?
Hold on. Hold on.
She just took accountability again.
I
Applaud her,
apologize.
please.
I apologize, Wells.
Oh,
Accountability.
yo, Zion about to melt tonight. Yo, Zion gonna melt tonight, yo. Zion gonna go in
Well,
that
she's a real
bathtub
woman.
and just melt into the goddamn Calgon, yo. She going. She
Live
ain't
in
gonna
real
make it
life
tonight.
together.
She gonna go inside that mirror. She ain't gonna recognize herself tonight. Like, who was out of that? Who the fuck? I apologize to Wells. Apologize to Zion. She gonna wake up tomorrow like, yo, Wells, should we make a compilation of the Zion apology tour? Oh
Man, shit.
Excuse me, Wells?
Hey, Erin, how are you doing today? How's your day going? Hopefully
I'm really good
fabulous.
today. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm just up here
Yes.
vibing.
Yeah, just vibing, chilling, being
Zion, stay
ourselves.
locked and ready to explode.
Being ourselves.
Mm.
So what's the topic, guys?
Well, the topic for majority of the morning, if you really want to be honest, to pick a particular person.
The topic was accountability.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot.
So,
Yeah, but this
What Zion's been doing.
this is where it
Yes.
all stems from. This guy right here.
Yeah, what
So,
Zion's been
oh,
doing. I get it. Yeah.
exactly.
Makes sense now.
for
Damn it,
the
we was
topic.
doing so well, Swaz. We was just.
It all stems from this guy, doesn't it?
The one we're gonna take.
Tim.
All right, but my tenant is gonna be there's no tenants in there right
He's
now, so it's
doing
gonna be
business
empty.
right now,
So
guys.
when you guys call, you guys
We
gotta
was
call me.
doing so
Do you
well,
want to mute
Swaz.
the
Go
line?
ahead.
Wait, are you serious?
But
Okay.
the question is,
I got this.
the
Yeah,
old fridge
we don't want to hear
Why,
nothing about your
Swaz?
business, bro.
is in this
Why,
address,
Swaz?
Yes.
Why?
482, because they
Yeah,
have to
take
dig
him
it.
Okay,
down.
perfect. Okay, no
Can
worries.
I
Yeah.
ask you
This
why?
address 482.
Hang on. Tag team
Yeah,
back again.
yeah. Swaz, why Swaz?
I
Why?
thought you
Why
were ready
must
to be
you?
accountable. I was willing
For
to
what?
watch you work.
I, I don't. This man
I was
Are you
willing
being
to
is
watch
not
messy?
you
going
work.
to. You know, sometimes you have to protect your peace,
Mm-hmm.
Keep your
His
and
piece in
life,
its holster.
their
yeah,
lives.
you know, I just, you know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it.
What's not worth it?
I can't be up here with somebody who doesn't allow other people to talk,
Thank you.
who only thinks one way and everybody else is wrong and
All right.
refuses to let them talk about things like that. It's not a fair conversation with him. And that's where
I'm
I
just trying.
disagree with him.
No, I'm
I
just trying
agree
to.
with a lot of things that he says.
Wait,
I
wait,
agree
wait.
with
No,
some of
no,
the stuff that
Erin.
he
I
says.
want to
I'm not mad at him
introduce
about
this.
that.
I
It's
want to
his
introduce Zeus
deliverance.
the person. Though. Can I talk to Zeus the person?
You can.
Sure.
All right. So we're gonna get up. If Zeus goes any direction outside of Zeus the person, I'll calm him down.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I'm not.
Oh no, I'm not asking you to mute yourself. I'm just saying. Let's see if Zeus is as bad as we suspect. How about that?
He won't be to you because you're a man.
That part.
Unpart that part.
That
He talks
he's
to
not
men
gonna
differently
treat
than he does
you.
That
women.
would be
Yeah.
like you think a judge, like a divorce judge, is not going to be fair because he's a man?
Listen, the man said women are children.
As
You
he
please
screamed
tell
over.
me
You told
when
me you said I said that though. You
no, I
said I
did
said
not.
that.
No, I
You
didn't,
said Swaz,
Swazi.
you
I said,
agree that this
Swazi, do you agree that women are children? I asked you the question. I didn't say that you said it.
okay. Mr.
I know who
Wells
it
here.
came from. Now, I'm going to ask the question again. Do you agree that women are children?
No.
Okay.
They start out as children, like we all do.
Right, exactly. But as grown women, he said that they are children.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with everything. Like there's not gonna be anybody that speaks, I'm gonna just
I was.
oh damn, I agree with everything he said. Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, well, you gotta like, if it's a debating kind of vibe and it's your platform, I know that the host can be quiet and all that. But some things, if you really feel is like, egregious, you can just, say, hey, bro,
I
I
have
don't agree
seen
with that.
some of the behaviors from the more mature women replicated in the 7-year-old. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, we've seen it all. We're not
That's
saying
all I'm
people
gonna
are
say. I don't
perfect.
know who came first, the 7-year-old or the mature woman.
We're
So
not going to say both men or women make mistakes and are not perfect. So we can say that on both sides. Can we
no, no,
agree?
no, no. I'm not both siding right now. I'm on your
Oh,
ass.
okay. Okay. All right. See, this is where the problem comes in. Because it's like we know that we've seen men act like children just as well as women act like children. That doesn't mean that you agree all men are children
I didn't
or
say
all
y'all are
women are
children.
children.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Nor do I agree with
Okay.
that. I believe Wells said it all. You paid attention.
He put his hand up and then he calmed down. Is that what he was saying?
I think he raised his hand to talk. I'm not for sure though. He could. I think that's what it was.
Nah, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Fuck up,
Then calm down
bro.
and stay that way.
See, like what?
Well, she didn't stutter.
This is how they like to do. Look, they only like to be the victors, bro. You see how this
Oh
goes?
God.
They only
What?
like victory.
I'm not
But in
gonna
order
argue.
to be a true victor, you have to know how to lose.
I'm not gonna argue with it no more, fam. Because then I'm gonna be a woman hater and all that again, and putting
No.
that boat.
This
They
is
brought
playing
that
step
energy to you
I
too,
don't
Mr.
think I
Wells, huh?
called you. Did I
Nah, nah,
call you
nah,
a
nah.
woman hater?
I definitely
No,
got
he's a
put.
woman lover.
I
That's
definitely got put
Wells.
in the same boat
That's not.
as, as
Listen.
all the bad men because of
I did
because
put
of
you in the
my,
boat.
what?
Look at what happens to men.
what we was arguing about last night. This is what my whole
Yeah,
trial was about last night. Remember?
I said I did put you
Aaron,
in the boat. I agree.
why don't you jump on Mr. Wells' side? He just got lumped in with a bunch of men that he doesn't belong. You just got finished saying
But
well,
that
this
was
is
Hold on.
merely
a lover of
Bad
women.
Aaron.
Polly was up here, and I said, hey, I don't even agree with the shit that he say. Told him to his face. Zion was sitting right there. And look, I was guilty by association because
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
waiting for
sitting.
Aaron to step up for you right now, Mr. Wells. Hold on. I think she's
Hold
going to do
on,
it
hold
anyway.
on. Aaron, that was merely because yesterday he tried to say something that
What
man
does
said was
yesterday
a
have to do with today?
Okay, today all I said was I was going to calm down because I didn't want to be up here with Polly. You was like, hold on, I'm up
No,
here.
that's
I'm
not
up
what you
here.
said. That's not what you
No,
said.
I
Don't,
did say that.
Zion, don't
I
do that,
did
fam.
say that,
Don't do that,
Swaz.
She
Zion.
did.
Didn't I
She
say
did.
that?
I will.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
said that. And then you
She
said,
said,
what
I'm
do
not
I,
going to be cammed
I'm
up
up
here with
here.
y'all, with
No,
them.
I said
And then and
with
then I said, hey, I
Polly.
just told you I didn't, what's the name? You're guilty by association.
I
Nope.
said with Polly. You said, well, I'm up here. What I got to do with it? And then that's when I
I'm,
said, well, you're
Right.
guilty by association because you're on a panel with Polly. I
so
wanted to
again,
calm
that
down.
puts me in the same boat with people that I'm not agreeing with, right?
So, in all fairness, I said I
So
didn't
you're
want to
wrong
be up
again.
here with
You
Polly. That's what I said. Didn't I say
know
that?
you fucked up, right? You know you
Didn't I
fucked
say
up,
that?
right?
It's no different than when you guys say women or this and that. Is that you are, putting
Okay,
us in one.
when have you ever heard me say that?
Mm.
First of
I'm
all,
not saying
Swaz,
you.
didn't
Oh,
I
no.
say
It's when
You
Swaz
know
can
what?
end all of this?
Coincidentally, the same thing you just said, Zion and them say the same thing. I never heard you say that. So
Listen,
how am I in the same boat?
listen.
Mm.
Swaz can
Mm.
end all of this. Swaz, didn't I say I didn't want to be up here with Polly?
Mm. Mm.
Let's put it on Swaz.
Swaz.
Let's put it all on
You heard
Swaz.
me when I
what
said I
was
didn't want to be up
311?
here
What?
with Polly, right?
You said what now?
You
I was
remember
ready
when
for
I
He
said
was
I didn't want
gone.
to be up here when Polly was up here,
Oh yeah,
right?
you declined. You declined. That's a fact.
But before then, before he even got up there on the panel, I said I didn't want to be up here with Polly. And that's what I said. Wells didn't, obviously, he didn't hear me because he
I
wasn't
was
talking.
Lord, I
But
was
I
sitting
said I didn't
watching.
want to be
He might
up
have been
here
watching
with
TV at
Polly.
that time.
I
Right.
was
He
putting
probably was
I was
watching
putting my
TV.
clothes in my clothes in the washer.
And you
And
weren't paying attention
Zion
to
said,
everything that I said.
this is again. Y'all, you say he won't let nobody talk. Why I can't talk? Why you keep
Mm.
interrupting me?
I'm
When
not
the fact
interrupting you.
I want to
Mm-mm.
interrupt.
Wells ain't playing
That's
with y'all today.
like,
He had enough.
like,
He had enough.
sitting here, and she said, "Well, hey." I said, "Hey, I just told you. I told her this. This is exactly what I just told you. I just told him sitting here that I don't agree with what he said. How am I in the same boat with him? Are you guilty by association? Fuck out
No,
of
no,
here.
no, 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 no. That's not what happened. I said
What
I
the?
don't want to be up here with
Hey, I got to.
Polly.
Hey,
And then you said
Swaz. I got to stop smoking weed, fam. I got to
you
stop smoking
should.
weed.
You probably
Brain is
should.
fried.
You
Look.
probably
Then
should. I
Accountability.
agree with you. Yeah. Take
Accountability has
accountability,
started there.
Wells.
I've been taking
Accountability.
accountability. I
That's
want
good. You
That's
take
Zion to
good.
try to do
accountability.
that for a week straight. See how
I
long she
always take
lasts.
She's been
accountability,
doing
but
it.
Shit,
I can't help it. I
shit,
can't help it that you
shit.
misheard what I said. I can't
If
help
you
that.
didn't if you take accountability every time, you wouldn't even have to you wouldn't have to point it out every time it's done.
I
Just
will always and forever, as long as I'm living, will have to take accountability. So
you
that's
do it
never
all
gonna
the time
stop.
though. You don't do
I
it all
do
the
it
time.
all the time. I
No, you don't,
definitely do it all the
because
time.
you just have to be forced to take accountability
I didn't.
today.
I was not forced.
That's what that Swaz. What was the title of your first live?
I wasn't
Accountability.
forced.
And who did you have to have take accountability? You had to tell them. You didn't say. You said,
No.
and this is hold on,
Sometimes people have to
wait,
be.
Zion,
Listen. No.
Zion.
Listen.
Zion, wait.
Stop
Zion,
trying
wait.
to
Zion,
assassinate my
wait.
character. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. I'm
Put,
gonna go
put,
ahead.
I'm
put,
I'm gonna go
just
put,
ahead
telling
put,
and.
you what
put, put, put.
happened.
This is why you guys piss us off.
I'm telling you what happened. This is what happened. He said, hey, yeah, she said, yeah, I see, I took it. He said, yeah, but it wasn't given to me. It wasn't just done naturally. He basically had to ask you to do it. Right? Am I right, Swaz? Am I wrong?
Yes, but
Okay, then. Thank you. That's it. That's it.
but
I'm done with it.
but
Like,
she did. But you gotta keep it real. She did keep it. It's not like she fought it. Like some people,
she
there was no fight to take the accountability. Like
did she come in and do it automatically by herself, or
no, she
did she
didn't do
have to
that.
be
She
prompted
didn't do
into
that.
doing it? She had to be prompted into doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. It's not like me. Hey, you know what? Just like last night when they was talking to me, I told, hey, Ange, if I heard it wrong what he said, I apologize to him. If that's what you feel, but then I still got through under the bus the whole time. That's what I'm saying. Like, shit is sick.
No, she did take accountability on her own when you were joking around saying, "I blame you for keeping what's his name alive." And she's like, "Okay, I do take you know." She's like, "I do take, and it is my fault." You know, she wasn't prompted by it. It was brought up earlier in a conversation, and she said she wasn't going to, or you know, like you can't like make somebody do something like at that time. And a lot of times, us women don't take accountability right then and there, or as fast as you would like, because we are stubborn and we think that we're right, and because we're frustrated or whatever, but in time, like
Hold
it's
on, repeat that last
we
part
do.
after the
You
stubborn.
keeping it too
You
real.
heard
Be
me.
careful. Be careful out there.
You heard me. You deaf?
because no. I
Are
want
you
you to say
deaf?
it again.
You
I just want
crossing
you to
girl
say it
code
You
again.
heard
lines right
me.
now.
I'm agreeing with you. I
Okay.
want you to say it again though. That last part, because that's the part that I really want her to hear. Because she thinks she's right.
Because
That's why
we
she's
as women, I
arguing.
didn't say she. I said because us women think that
Okay.
we're right. Because when we argue, it's just that way sometimes, you know. And
Even
sometimes
when
it
you're
does take
wrong,
us a while to think about what
hold
was
on.
said. And
Yeah.
if you were wrong, we feel bad about it. And you know, but communication is really hard between men and women. So, and there's
Yeah, I don't know, Zion. She's letting out a little bit out of the bag right now.
no, us women are at fault just as much as men are. It's both sides. What?
Mm.
Zeus, you have kicked up a lot of dust, sir.
I see why this nigga be laughing
Yo,
all the time.
yeah, man. I said, yo, I was on a podcast for 5 hours last night, and it was a very high IQ conversation. But guess who agreed with me? A female black pastor, all things in the world. Um, she actually had zero disagreements with anything I said. Actually, like literally zero, which is crazy to me. That even if a black female pastor can agree with me, that just shows you that there's a level of delusion going on with women nowadays.
Mm.
That something is
Zeus,
wrong. That if a pastor can
So
identify
what
as a
we do for a job, what like so she's better than other people because she's of her job and
no,
of her color?
no. The thing is, y'all always say that only men agree with my shit and all that bullshit. There's a black female pastor who agrees with me, right? So, and all because y'all not say I'm fucking all kind of shit, right? But what I'm telling y'all is, if a black woman could agree with me, and she's a pastor, right? That tells you that what I'm saying is in line with, to some degree, it must make sense to some degree, right? If a female can identify with that,
Zeus,
as well as being somebody
Zeus,
who's
I'm gonna make it make more sense for you.
heard in the church.
Zeus, I'm gonna make it make more sense for you. A lot of the women that been up here talking shit, they agree with you. They just didn't like the way you delivered it. That's it.
They
That's
told you
it.
they
That was the
agree.
main thing. That's what I'm saying.
They
Like a
felt
lot of
like you. They felt like you used freaking DoorDash when they wanted you to deliver it yourself. Like that's how they felt. You understand? And I get it, but Zeus, I already told the live, like, I'm good on talking about these subjects with you. I'm trying to kick it with you for a second. Like, I feel like nobody knows you besides your ideologies, and that's feeling weird to me. I don't
Because
normally
he won't
just deal
answer
with.
the
Yeah,
questions
I don't
that you
normally
ask
just.
him.
No, I don't normally just deal with people on an ideology, like on an ideological basis. Like, that's not where I deal with people. Like, me personally. Now, others may only see an idea and make that so center about their focus of when dealing with a person that they can't get to nothing else. I don't think like that. You understand? I go into places most people won't go. It's just what I do. So now I'm gonna ask you, Zeus, who the fuck are you, bro? Who are you, man?
I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost, man. I'm a phantom. You know,
So are you doing this
I'm
on
a
some
deliver. I'm
superhero
a
shit?
deliverer of a message. I'm a deliverer of a message, man. I'm a vessel here to deliver a message in order
What
for
makes you qualified?
to help men and women come together. And I think we're better together than we are apart. And I think and for the black community, I think it's essential that we come together. I think it's a lot of brokenness. And it's due to the gender identity crisis going on and a lot of other nonsense. But I would like to see us all come together and become how we once were once upon a time.
Mm. Now,
that
so
nigga,
so
got sense.
I gotta go back to something you said initially. So you're a ghost. So that means you're doing this to remain nameless.
Yeah, I don't really need to be named. Because here's the thing, right? Women want to identify me personally in order to use ad hominem attacks, right? They want to. It's only to further discredit. That's all it is. right? If they hear something, oh, there you go. Oh, I knew he was gay. Oh, I knew he was this. Oh, I knew he was that. Oh, I knew he ate black people.
Think
Oh, I
you're
know he
gay?
likes for purposes. Oh, no, I'm not fucking gay. That's what y'all say. That
Yeah,
shit like that.
yeah.
Oh, I knew he was racist. Oh, I knew he was this. Whatever y'all can think of. So y'all look for anything to decipher. Littlest thing. Oh, he ain't his mother. Oh shit. Oh, you don't got a mother. Oh, you don't got a father. Oh, he's an orphan. Or whatever the fuck you can think of. Like you look for
So
reasons
you're
to
on
disqualify.
constant defense then. You're on.
No, not on the fence. I'm trying to help them see the message. They're worried about all the wrong shit, right? Just like they do in their real lives. They worry about all the wrong shit. They didn't worry about the right shit, right? The problem is they worry about the wrong things, and they're not worried about what really matters in order to keep a man, right? In order to be a woman, a lot of times, right? A lot of women. This is the thing. They're always saying, "How can you tell women how to be a woman?" Well, I date women. Men have to understand. Men have to understand women in order to attract y'all, whereas women don't gotta necessarily understand men to attract them. So there's a big divide there, right? So since we ain't got to understand a man or know what a man wants, right? Because Erin's one of the person who I spoke to before, they know what a man wants, right? And at her age, you should know what a man wants. But it's typical nowadays that
Not
women
every
don't
man's the
know
same.
what a man wants.
Look, let me point something
But
out for
there
you, Zeus.
are basic
Watch this.
needs for men. There are basic needs that all men want, right? Okay, I can give you a basic need that all women want. Why? Because I have to know these things in order to attract women. Whereas women don't got to know these things to attract a man. They can attract a man no matter how they act or behave. And because of that level of lacking of because of that choice paradox, they lack accountability a lot of times in becoming a better person, right? Women don't need to self improve. 9 times out of 10, where a man has to self improve in order to be a man, because a man's role is static. Men's role can't be negotiable. There's no conditions on a man's role. Either he's a fucking man or he's not. Whereas a woman, there are conditions for her. She can pretend to be an alpha man. She could be a man today, a woman tomorrow. Pick and choose her roles. Her roles are negotiable.
All right, peep this, though, Zeus. All right, I hate the idea of being broke. Anybody? Any type of feeling? Anyone got an emotion from that? Anything? Anybody? Nothing,
You hate
right?
the feeling of being broke?
I just hate the idea of it. I hate it.
The idea of being broke as in financially or as
Yeah.
a yourself and
Nobody felt
you're
nothing.
within?
You didn't feel it. It didn't do it. It didn't resonate. It was just okay. He hates something. Yo, I hate the shit out of Wells.
Fuck you.
I mean, okay, whatever. I can see
Right?
why.
The person, right? The person. It's really hard to just choose somebody and say, I hate them, right? But when you're standing behind just an idea, you are just an idea. You see? You Zeus, are just standing as an idea. This is why it's so easy for them to hate
Right. But see,
you.
they would hate me
There
regardless.
is no person behind it. It's just the idea that they hate. You do know that, right?
No, I know that. This is the thing, right? But see, they would hate it regardless because even if I said it the nicest way in the world, the verbiage is a problem, right? The verbiage I'm using, certain word triggers them, right? They hear submissive, they think slavery. They hear obedient, they think control. They think a robot. They think the dumbest things because women go to the extreme automatically, right? Because these words are not being used to them normally. Whereas these words were existed once upon a time to where they were normal once upon a time. Feminism has come around and pushed these words around, like shame. They hear shame. Oh my God, he hates women when it's
But
not. They hate these
you
words.
got to add some words though prior to woman, like some, majority,
But we
most.
are going off just what you say. Like we don't
Because what
understand
you're
why you
doing is
feel the way that
you're
you feel
wait,
and
you're
why
triggering
you
all
stand
women
behind these things
accidentally, in
because
my
you
opinion.
One
refuse
person
to
at a
let
time.
us know who you are.
One person at a time. I can't hear you. One person at a time. Which one?
Go
The
ahead,
man
Aaron.
should talk first. Go ahead. Go ahead,
No,
Swazi.
Aaron.
Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
finish your point. I've spoke. Go ahead.
No, I said like it would be easier for us to like maybe relate to you more or maybe like understand where you're coming from, why you think the way that you think, because we'll ask you about who you are and you absolutely refuse to answer any of our questions. What yet you want to ask us, who are we and why are we in this situation? And when I gave my answers, that's not the reason. That's just a lie. Because I guess I'm lying. You know who I am and why I do the things that I do. But like your deliverance sucks. You come as this and this. Statistics say, da 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 da. No, why do you agree with this? Why? What about you and your past or whatever you've been through is making you this way?
This the problem, right? This the problem, right? Because women emote that way. It got to be something in his past, some emotional trauma, some mental. There's nothing like that. There's none of that bullshit. It's just statistics. And I mean, you can use an anecdotal experience as well, but statistics will tell a story. People want to ignore statistics. Statistics can tell you. Statistics can save your fucking life. If you didn't ignore statistics, it would make more sense to you. The problem is you're trying to ignore logical. You're trying to identify with an emotion. Men are logical first. I am telling you a logical imperative, logical differences, our behaviors are different and how we think is different. But you can't go logical. You gotta go emotional. What in your past? There's no past that made me think this way. There's a past that's irrelevant. It's just reading, understanding, and learning different things. Learning from my experiences, learning from other people's experiences, seeing people as a whole, watching, observing. Things you have to do as a hunter, as a man, as a lion in the jungle. You gotta hunt, you gotta learn, you gotta observe, you gotta study women in order to get women, in order to maintain and attract women, in order to build with the women, right? We gotta study you in order to get you to hunt you. So I'm doing these things regardless of the fact. There's no hurt or past trauma. You're trying to identify, you're trying to attach it to a trauma or past.
No, I'm not.
No, but see, not just you. All women are, right? That's why you just said, what in my past has led me to this? There's no past that led me here. I just been here because of me and myself. I wanted to be here. I wanted to learn these things. I wanted to study these things. I wanted to read these statistics. That's why I had them all in my bio for you all to read them. Each woman said, I ain't reading that shit. I ain't reading that shit. Well, cool. But if you want to understand what's going on, the stats will tell you. It'll tell a whole story to where it makes more sense. But you want to ignore statistics. That's on you. But I'm telling you, if you read the statistics, it tells your story. It makes more sense when you read.
You would rather just trust, like a white sheet with black letters and numbers over somebody who's actually been through something or dealt with something. Like,
yes,
it doesn't.
Why? Because you're an individual, right? I can't go for one individual. The world doesn't operate over exceptions. It operates on generalities. So generally speaking, this is what it is. Generally speaking, I read the statistics tell you generally speaking what it is. And then when you extrapolate that into general society, it makes sense. But for women, you don't go by logic. You don't
What
go by
statistics? Whose answers are these? Because I never got asked any. I've never been a poll on any of these things. Like,
it's different studies, right? Like it depends on
from where?
The university. Different university. I have one from. There's different ones from different places. Read my bio, you'll see. There's a bunch of them. I got even the wage gap statistics. I got even wage gap being debunked. It's many different things there. When you read them, you'll understand. Okay, I see what he's saying now. Oh, it does make sense. Oh, it does add up. But it takes time to read. The problem is women don't feel like doing that shit because they don't care. Women don't care to become. Women don't care to self-improve, to become better. It's not necessary. It's not a need until they're older and they realize, oh shit, my dating practices have shown me this doesn't work. What I've been doing doesn't work, right? And there's very few women who hit that milestone. A lot of women ignore it and die single, right? So they ignore it completely, and then here you are. Why? Because you're ignoring common logic and you're going by emotion. You're dating off emotions. Women nowadays, they don't have emotion. That's why so many teen pregnancies. That's why so many women with baby mamas more than they are wives because of emotion. Women are leaving husbands because of emotion. I know a girl who was on my podcast yesterday who left her husband simply because he wasn't home enough. Mind you, paying the bills.
We need to start moving to robots. No emotion.
Exactly. See how it says robots? They identify as robots. This is the problem, right? All I'm saying is read logic to understand. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying nothing about being a robot. But you will take it to that extreme as a female. Did I begin this conversation saying that she's going to say robots? Women think about robots and slave, and they go to the extreme every single time. Because they can't.
So if we're not supposed to have emotion.
Okay. You emote differently. So it's okay. You emote differently. It's not your fault, right? It's just how you process things. You process things from an emotional first, then everything else lasts. Whereas men are logical first, then emotion lasts. They're very different. That's why the guys can understand me easier than the women can. Right? Even though because guys communicate overtly, women communicate covertly. So when I'm speaking the way I'm speaking, even though I'm harsh, men understand it. Right? Whereas women just can't. They won't most of the time. Unless they've done some type of self-improvement to where now it makes sense. Or they've been through nothing like to where now it makes sense, right? Or they're listening. Right? They may be younger where they're listening. A lot of young women are more prone to listen because they haven't been jaded by life. Whereas the older women aren't prone to listen. They're stuck in their ways. They have a bunch of bad habits they don't want to change. Even though the society and life has shown them they gotta fucking change, they don't want to change, right? That's why it's bad that they older and it's better to date younger.
Or that we have found ourselves and we are our self-worth and we're not willing to deal with shit anymore. We're not the young girls who are going to whatever. We don't put up with shit anymore, and that pisses you guys off because we did find ourselves because. Oh no.
No, it doesn't piss anybody off. It's just annoying. That's all it is. Like just when you don't deal with shit,
Oh,
you're just more annoying. Now, no, it's not setting up yourself. It's this is what it is, right? Getting with a younger woman, and this is why it's been proven by polls, right? And statistics, it shows you dealing with older women have certain traits and habits because they've been jaded. The reason why you feel the way you feel is because of you've been dated by a bunch of other dickheads you dated that you shouldn't have dated, right? All because of lack of accountability to where if you were holding yourself accountable, you would bet better. The problem is
Yo,
you're holding,
Zeus.
oh, this guy's not a good guy, or he's a bad guy, or he's a
Zeus.
bad guy for me to date. Yeah, hold on,
Zeus.
one second. So he's a bad guy for me to date, or he's a bad guy for me to deal with. Or he's not able to lead, so I'm not gonna submit to him. When the real issue is you, because you're choosing this asshole. You're choosing the men. So every woman don't realize every bad experience you have with a man is because of your lack of vetting the man properly. You allow men to access to you. I can't
Hey,
get your
Cash
number.
Queen.
I can't lie to you. I can't manipulate you if you don't give me access to you. But guess what? You give me access to you every single time. You give these same guys you complain about access to you. Then you want to blame the man for being a bad leader or all these other things. No, women are the selectors. You're the selectors of the men you date. You're the funnel for the future. So if you're the selectors, how are you still choosing incorrectly?
Zeus, can I
All
say?
right, Zeus.
How
Zeus.
about
Can I
instead of
intervene?
focusing on us,
Zeus,
on our
hold
bad
on.
decisions with these bad men, why don't you talk to your fellow men about being better men and doing better
So,
and not treating women in
Zeus.
certain ways?
Zeus, I gotta intervene, okay? Because you're the statistics guy, right? Number one, let me address the comment you made saying women are the selectors. I disagree. I select anybody I want to deal with. I don't wait for a woman to select me. I do the selecting because I'm a man, and that's just the way it is in my world. Number two, I see myself as the prize. He's spinning right now. You might got to bring him back up, Swaz. I'm going to wait to make my, okay. So number two, I see myself as the prize. I don't see, somebody else as a bigger prize than myself. Number three, for statistics, right? I did almost 13 years in prison. Today is the 5-year anniversary of getting out of prison. So watch this. Almost 13 years, 12 years, 9 months. Statistics say 85% of the people that did the time that I did go back within 2 years. Statistics say another 10 to 12% of those people that actually do stay out have to become dependent and live with family, their mom, their dad, maybe even their kids, sisters, brothers, whatever. So I'm literally of the last 3 to 5% of people that actually got out, stayed out, did not get back into trouble, and became independent from any government assistance or family support. My point to you is this, is that statistics can kiss my ass. Because I didn't look at statistics as an excuse for failure or an excuse to stay bitter and angry and throw stones if I live in a glass house. My point is that let he who is not sin cast the first stone. But my point is this, is that statistics are bullshit. It's up to the individual, which means it's up to you as a man to lead and let a woman follow. Don't come up with statistics after, because statistics are a bunch of bullshit. Statistics right now will tell you that Biden will beat Trump in 24, and everyone knows that that's bullshit. Statistics are bullshit. It's about real world experience, about putting the rubber to the road, and like Aaron said, somebody who's actually been through something and can speak from what it took to succeed or fail. It's the understanding and knowledge of real life. And I'm going to give it to you like this. This is not a political discussion, okay? But people voted for Trump in 2016 because one of the reasons was because he had real world experience, not this political bubble of statistical experience. People in the real world live by real world shit. They don't look at statistics and make it an excuse to fail or to throw stones at people or to blame you and it's your fault and it's your fault. But I'm going to sit here and throw statistics at you until you bow down and surrender to me as your God. Like, bro, I'm a man about mine. I don't need no government handouts. I didn't go back and live with my mama. I had no family to go live with when I got out of prison. I had to start at a halfway house, to a transitional house, to a 1-bedroom room, to a 2-bedroom. Now I'm in a 3-bedroom condo. If I was looking at statistics, I never would have did that. You're looking at statistics as a reason to cast blame and throw stones, bro. And that's why I said the other day, I don't know you as a person, but from an outsider's perspective, outside looking in, you look like a fault finder. Like you just sitting high, like you sit high and look low, and you're looking for every reason to blame somebody else or other things for reasons maybe your relationships have failed. I don't know. That's what it looks like from the outside perspective. You know what I'm saying? So let me give you an example. See, when you and what you do, and this is what it looks like by the eye test. It looks like you bring people in the discussion, and it's called bringing them into the mud, making the waters muddy with all these statistical analysis and shit. And then people get caught up in this argument with you, and nothing ever gets figured out, or nobody ever takes accountability. Nothing ever gets fixed. That's for damn sure. Because you're looking at shit on paper, somebody typed up on a computer to find out what's wrong with society, and that's fucking crazy to me. Instead of saying fuck statistics, I'm gonna be a man and I'm gonna lead the way because I got balls in the Y chromosome, and I'm gonna be a leader. And those that will follow will follow. In other words, i.e., your woman and your children.
All right,
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, hold on.
How does it feel to not be interrupted? I'd like to know.
Oh, it felt wonderful.
Right.
I hear you, Aaron. I hear you. But go ahead, Zeus.
I didn't interrupt you either, though.
I didn't interrupt you. I'm not interrupting you.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. You're looking at it from a female's perspective.
Oh, geez. I'm a man. I did 13 years in a man's penitentiary, Zeus. Don't tell me I'm looking at anybody else's perspective because I don't have women eyes.
One second. I'll let you speak, right? So here's the problem. Look at it from, and you're taking it incorrectly. Looking at it from a female's perspective because you're saying, well, it's the fault blame and those. No, I'm simply identifying differences. I'm using statistics to identify the problem. What you choose to do with that, it's up to you. You can listen to it, you can ignore it, you can do what you want to do with it. But now that you have the knowledge, you're able to now identify what's the issue now. Having statistics tells you a story, generally speaking. The problem is you want to go off of each person individually. You can't do that. You can't do that to solve a problem because every individual is going to be some type of difference to some degree. But there's always generalities that tell a bigger story, that tells what's really going on here. Generalities can tell you that, okay, if you look at statistics, it tells you, okay, most people come from a single-parent household. But if you were to look at one person, oh, no, I have two parents. This is why it's confusing looking at one person. You got to look at statistics in order to identify a bigger problem. What I am telling you is women in general and men are very different. Women in general and men have very different proclivities to certain reactions to certain things, right? Depending on the context. What I'm telling you is women and men have different faults and depending on how they do each other. Today, because of feminism, it has destroyed us, especially in the black community, has severely destroyed us. So now, women are this. What I mean by women being selectors, women select men. You can't tell me you select a woman. It's not possible. Otherwise,
believe me, I do. Believe me, I do.
No, because
I don't wait for a woman. I don't wait for a woman.
Listen,
I put her on my scope and I go get it because I'm a hunter.
I'll let you talk.
I'm just telling you. Look. You can't tell me that I wait on that I don't make my selections. I don't wait. Listen, there's a difference between guys like me and guys like you. I don't wait on nobody.
Still, wait. You have to listen. He let you talk
I
for
hear
like
you,
4
Swaz,
minutes straight, bro. Even Aaron pointed it out. So you
right,
gotta let him finish his points and then tackle the points. Like,
I'm done.
I hear you, Swaz. Go ahead, Zeus.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, you're saying that you choose a woman. No, it's just the problem, right? You're suffering from like and this way, again, I'm not trying to play you. You're suffering from like a female fallacy, right? You don't choose a man. The man, and I'm not trying to disrespect you. What I mean by that is, you're thinking that you choose the woman. No, she chooses you. If she says no, then it's no. I don't care who the fuck you choose. If she tells you no, it's no. Women have to say yes first, because women are the gatekeepers to sex. She's the gatekeeper to you getting her number. She's the gatekeeper to you even dealing with her. No matter how much game you think you got.
Zeus, can I ask you a question? Zeus? Where did you learn that? Who taught you that?
Can I please finish?
No, Zeus, who taught you that? I need to ask a question for your statement. Who taught you that? Who taught you?
Listen for a moment. Women are the gatekeepers of sex. You cannot fuck a woman without her permission. No matter how much
of course not.
You got, no matter how much play you do, that's what I mean, though.
Okay, so watch this. You're looking at things. So Zeus, what I'm saying is this. My BM, Zeus, watch this. My BM, when I met her, I let her know right away what was up. I was manned up. I'm manned up. Let my balls hang to the ground because I need a scrape plate for my shit. And make my choice. And you know what? Because she's a feminine woman, my BM said, I like that shit. I didn't wait on her to select me. I selected her, and she liked the fact that I had enough balls to make my own selection.
Here's the problem. This is the fallacy you're suffering from. So you just explain that story. It tells you that you just qualified to her.
Oh my Jesus.
You literally just admitted on air, on live. I qualified to her. I told her this, and she said I like that shit. AKA, you qualified to her. She has to co-sign it. Why? Because she's the selector. That's what y'all realizing. You're looking at it from a female's emotional standpoint. I am telling you logically, women are the selectors, not men. Women select the men. Men select only from a commitment standpoint. When it comes to initial attraction, me getting her number, for me to even get your number, she got to say yes to it. AKA, she's the selector.
Okay, so can I ask you something? Can I ask you something, Zeus?
Can I please finish?
Yeah.
For me to even have sex with her, she has to say yes. A man cannot enter into a woman, a man cannot deal with a woman until she selects. I don't care if you're the top level Drake, what the fuck you want to be, and Bill Gates, any woman you deal with, you have to first, she has to first allow you to deal with her. This is what I mean by it's incumbent upon a woman to pick the best man.
Deal.
Women have to have a bigger play when it comes to selecting.
So Zeus, I need to ask you this question. Have you ever heard the term, you're too smart for your own damn good?
Can I please finish spoken?
Have you ever heard the term, you're too smart for your own damn good?
So how a healthy discourse works.
Have you ever heard the term? Just answer that. Have you ever heard the term?
So how a healthy discourse works is
He won't.
Because you come from things from such a, I think you assume to be an intellectual. You're so smart about issues, you're in your own head. Alex Rodriguez was a hell of a baseball player, but he never showed up in a clutch moment because he was always in his own damn head. I see you to be somebody that's too smart for your own good. You're so in your head that you've lost the shit that makes shit stick, which is the glue. Glue makes shit stick. You're in your own head. You're way in your own head. And you think you know more than you think you know because you've read so much and you've studied so much and you've looked into things so much from a page's perspective, you forgot to actually read the book of life and see how shit really works. I'm all man, bro. Chromosome, balls, dick swinging, all of that shit. I'm into masculinity. I don't think there's nothing better, nothing. Men build societies. We build societies, we crumble them, and we'll rebuild them all again. But we didn't do it by the shit we read in books all day, statistics and shit. We got down and figured out how it worked and made it work. And that shit takes guts, that takes instincts, that takes something from the inner man to figure it out. And no book can tell you that. I'm going to say this. I gave you this yesterday, Zeus. You actually have a couple of decent nuggets that people can grab onto. And I said this on somebody's live. I think it was Wells live the other day. You actually have some nuggets that people can grab onto. But your application of those nuggets is out there for a lot of people, Zeus. Now, I'm not saying to appease people. You don't have to appease nobody because I don't believe in appeasing nobody. But when you come on public platforms, you come off as somebody coming into a room full of 50 women throwing rocks at all of them. Then you wonder why they turn and snap on you. Because you came in throwing rocks at them. You get more bees with honey than with shit.
So a few things. One is you get more flies with honey than with vinegar. That's one. That's how the saying goes. Two, a healthy discourse works when I am able to talk.
Yeah.
And you listen, and you're able to talk, and I listen. You cut me off numerous times.
Zeus, you're long-winded, bro. You talk forever if they let you.
You spoke for 4 minutes straight and didn't nobody stop you.
And you spoke for at least 10 straight before me.
Get me.
No, I did not. You keep cutting me off every single time. as well before. But the problem
You
is
relate
you
to
can't
me.
reject, right? The problem is
Right.
There's your emoji.
so, and I get it. You're coming from an emotional standpoint, right? And you don't realize you're doing that. This is why you keep cutting me off, like how females do a lot of times, right? Again, not to play you. It's like you're more so in the defense of females, right? It's like a white knight parody you suffer from, but you don't realize you're suffering from, and it's okay, right? It's not it's okay. What I'm telling you is, right? Women and men are not the same. Women and men have different things that that line up. You don't want to listen to statistics, that's cool. You can ignore them. You ain't gotta listen to them, you ain't gotta read them. But when you understand them, you understand what's going on here. You understand what's going on a global. It's like reading politics. If you don't read politics, you only listen to your friend, you won't understand what's really going on. You gotta read what's going on literally in order to understand the whole picture of politics, right? Anything in life, if you don't read what's really going on, you won't understand it. So trying to ignore certain things won't get you there. Your problem, a lot of people's problem is they don't want to read the bigger picture. They want to go off of, well, I mean, all mean, how I'm this. The problem with America, a lot of people in America is they worry about themselves. When the problem is on a global scale. The problems we have is each other and as a whole. There's no one person has one issue, one problem. Everyone suffers from the same problems. If you look at the stats,
Hey,
it
Shelly.
tells you what's going on for each person on a global scale. Like I said, you got to be willing to look at the global scale. If you want to ignore
Can I
that,
ask you a
that's on
question?
you. You ain't got to listen to it. You don't got to agree with it. You can fight it. You can have your point of contention with it. But all I'm saying, you guys, is I got the things in my bio. Check them out. If you want to read them, if not, ignore them. I don't care women. You saying that I'm getting triggered by what people think. I'm always wondering why I don't wonder why anything. I don't give a fuck why they feel the way they feel. Women are gonna feel how you feel no matter. Women are gonna get triggered no matter what. I can't. I'm not outcome dependent. I'm outcome independent. I don't care about how a bitch feels about what I'm saying. The point is, did you hear the message? If you didn't hear it, that's on you. I don't care what. Yeah. Unlike some roast white nights, I'm not ever. It's just like that's like a girl rejecting you in the street. I don't give a fuck what that bitch feel how she feels. I'm gonna shoot my shot. If not, bitch, I'm moving to the next round. Go talk to your
Okay,
friend or some
so
shit.
Did you get
and
hurt?
I'm out.
Did
Zeus, let
some
Aaron
girl
ask the
hurt
question.
you?
She's been waiting
Honestly,
patiently.
is this why
Let Aaron
you
ask her.
chose to think this way instead of emotion? Are you scared to have feeling for somebody because you've been hurt and you don't want to go through that again? Because that would make sense. You just going by a piece of paper is still like, and then you just rambling on about blah, 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 blah.
So
we cannot connect with you.
Didn't I say earlier that women are gonna try to connect to emotion? Who hurts you and all of the dumb shit? And is this what you're doing right now, right?
No, I'm asking you a question. It's a legit question.
Listen, hold on.
What made you start thinking like this? Or
She just
to?
asked
No,
you a
I'm not
simple
going to stop
question,
talking
Zeus.
because you
Just
don't
yes
stop
or
talking
no.
when I
Because
talk.
if she asked me that, I would.
Cutting you off.
Yeah, I've been hurt.
It's okay.
Who hasn't?
1 second, right? I need to check to understand. I'm gonna answer your question. The problem is women keep doing just the chat. She has to somehow, for her to understand what I'm saying, right? Rather than read the statistic, rather than understand just the argument, she has to attach it to an emotion. She has to identify it to an emotion for her to understand what.
Because we are
that happened. No, because you're a female. There's no guy, right? I took a bunch of guys. Wells didn't ask me who hurt you in order for them to understand my argument. It just made fucking sense. See the difference? Swaz didn't ask me, oh my God, who hurt you? Who broke up with you for you to understand? No, it just made fucking sense. Most men who are not white knighting, no offense to Steele, they understand certain things. Steele had to do it because he's trying to appease to the female ego.
Zeus, stop. See, this is
but
where
you
you
also
lose
just said
people,
men
bro.
and women are
This
different.
is where you lose people. This is where you lose people. So I'm not trying to do nothing. Listen, you don't have kids or a woman. It's like listening to Oprah tell me about how to raise my kids. No kids, no experience. Stop, bro. Stop. And then you turn to insults. That's why you lose people. You think people that don't agree with you deserve to be insulted. You missed the bus, bro. That's not how the real world turns. You don't turn to insults when someone disagrees with you. And that's why, to this day, 5 or 6 days into listening to you, I sit back and go, he's got some nuggets but you have to dig through so much fucking mud to get it with you. Because you turn to insults when someone disagrees with you. You're not God, bro. You're not Jesus. You did not die on the cross for nobody. And you seem to be unwilling to die on the cross for anybody. So I'll take humility every day of the week on twice on Sundays over this high and mighty head knowledge that you seem to carry. You think people need to respect what you say when you start to insult them, and you're not going to insult your way to the top.
All right. One.
And then when you get challenged on your points, bro, when you get challenged on something, you turn to this name calling shit. Bro, stop it. Like, you might have some nuggets. Like, I sat back and heard you day one, and you pointed out some things about double standards that are valid to think about. But you wrap that shit up in a box of shit. You put it in a box and cover it with shit, and people don't want to touch shit to get to the nugget.
So here's the thing, right? What's going on, Plug? So here's the thing, right? So the problem is, one, you keep interjecting, right? It's okay. See, I just showed you that respect where I didn't interject on you, let you talk, right?
So you saying that's respectful to let me talk, but insult me when you're talking. That's not respect. I'm sorry, but that's not respect, Zeus. You tell me to respect you and let you talk, but when you start talking, you start insulting. That's not respect. You know what I mean? So you can say whatever you want to say, but that's not respect. Don't talk to me about respect when you have none. When the first thing you go to is an insult, when you start talking. You start attacking me. You start attacking women. You started saying white women, black women, Middle Eastern women, Hispanic women. You attack people. How do you call that respectful?
So
that's not respect. I don't know if you just heard me, Zeus, but I'll say it again. You can't tell me to respect you and let you talk when you start talking and insult me.
I heard you. See, you remember what I said earlier? No disrespect, right? I don't mean, I knew you're going to take it that way, right? Because you're going off your emotions. Right now,
this dude is crazy. He's lost his bloody mind.
I'm
going off my emotions. If somebody doesn't agree with you, they're emotional, huh? Because you're just so without emotion, without any type of feeling at all, right? You sit high and look low. So when someone doesn't agree with you, they fall to a lesser than you, bro. That's insulting. It's insulting to my intelligence.
Can I talk real quick?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I'm simply identifying the behavior you're displaying, right? It's called white. It's a term for it called white knighting. I'm not calling you a name for this. It's a term called white knighting, right? It's like if I'm taking stuff from a store without permission, it's called stealing. It's a term called stealing. That's all I'm saying. So I'm identifying is your term what you're doing. You're white knighting. You're trying to appease to a female's ego. That's why you're doing what you're doing. It's okay, right? But what I'm telling you is, one, you're taking things incorrectly, and you're not even listening. You're not even hearing me. You don't care to learn. You don't care to listen. You just want to go for your emotions and how you feel. And that's fine. Again, I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to like I said, this is for the guys that want to listen. And the message I give. It's for the females who want to learn the game. If females actually listen, they'll become better women. If men actually listen, it'll make more sense to them. They'll understand. They'll understand why the dating market is the way it is. Why they're so frustrated? Why they don't gotta be frustrated? Why they just work on bettering themselves? But the problem is, guys and women are, trying to dilute the message.
Hey man, how you been?
That's what it is. But
Zeus, how old are you?
What is my age now?
Because I'm just curious. I'm 47.
See,
how old are you?
This is the problem, right? You see how
no, it's not a problem. I'm asking you a question, and then this is how you control your narrative. Can I ask you your age? How old are you?
Wait, 1 second. I didn't hear you. See, this is the problem, right?
No, it's not a problem. You can't even talk on real world levels. You continue to want to run back to your refuge. Just talk to me like a man. How old are you?
I'm gonna talk now.
So look, let me ask you this, then, Zeus. Since you're afraid to ask just common questions, answer common questions, and have real world conversation, but you keep running back to the refuge of your statistics. Okay, let me say this. If you seem to think that you figured shit out. You seem to think this, according to your statistics and studies and books. Do you have any degrees? Have you been to college? Do you have a degree in anything?
So
No,
again, I'm going
see,
to talk
okay, you
now.
don't even want to answer that. So you seem to have everything figured out. Let me ask you this. How's it working for you? Have you found a woman that's willing to follow your lead? Not yet. Have you found a woman that's willing to give you kids because she sees you as such a masculine, strong man? Not yet. My point to you is this, is how's that shit working for you? Doesn't seem to be working out for you very well, does it?
Can I speak now?
It's not working out for you. No, Zeus, look, I'm getting irritated, and I'll tell you why. It's not because I don't think I can convince you. I'm not even, at this point, convincing you is off the table. I can't even get you to have a real world conversation about age, about experience, about anything but your statistical analysis.
So I'm going to talk.
Like, you can't even answer a question when I say, how old are you? Bro, let me tell you how old I am. I'm 47. I did almost 13 years in prison. In the last 5 years, I went from a halfway house to a different house, to a 1-bedroom, to a 2-bedroom, to a 3-bedroom. There's nobody that can tell me shit about what it takes to be a man and make it in this world on his own 2 feet. Not a damn statistic in the world. And so I'm trying to get to know you on a real world level. It starts with age, starts with things about you as a person, and you keep running back to this corner of statistical bullshit. And that doesn't tell me about you. That tells me what you've learned and read about. That doesn't tell me what you've experienced and you've applied either. That's what's getting on my nerves. I don't think I can convince you. What's getting on my nerves is that you're unwilling to have a real fucking world conversation with anyone about anything other than your stats. You get why people are put off by you, bro? You get more honey with bees than you do with shit. I'm not drunk. Believe me, I'm not drunk. You'll know when I'm drunk. Swaz has seen when I'm drunk. I'm fed up with this conversation because instead of meeting on common ground and having a real conversation about shit, he runs back to his corner of statistical analysis. And then when somebody doesn't meet him there, he insults people. And that's not the way to get anything accomplished ever in life. Okay. You say you learn by reading. It also depends what you're reading. If I listen to CNN all day, I'm only going to think I know what I know according to CNN and their angle. If I watch Fox News all day, I'm only going to think what Fox News tells me according to their angle. It depends what you read too. Don't just tell me stats, because I can come to you with stats too. Now, when you talk about feminism, I agree with you. I'm telling you, there's nuggets to your conversation. There's nuggets to your conversation, bro. But your application and delivery of that shit is out of the fucking world. And yet, I have still not insulted you. I haven't called you names. I haven't said you're being emotional. None of that. It matters what you read, too. And you're obviously reading something that you're using to weaponize your conversation. You're not looking to meet people in the middle and find out the glue that makes families work, because you're all about these relationship stuff. Let me tell you what relationships are held together by real glue and real experience together, real trust things, real stuff, not statistical analysis.
All right. So,
go ahead.
Again, can I just talk without you cutting me off?
Yeah, go ahead. Without insulting me, please.
I never insulted you, not one time.
All right.
As a matter of fact, I would argue you cutting me off is an insult. But
right. But calling me emotional isn't an insult, right?
That's not an insult. No, I'm identifying you being emotional.
Bro, you think you're so without fault. This is why I'm going to cut you off again. Because you can say whatever you want to say, and it's not an insult because it came out of your head. But when I cut you off to say, bro, you're full of shit, you call that an insult. Bro, I haven't called you a single name or insulted your character or nothing. But you don't know a thing about me. You've called me emotional. You called me a white knight. Something about a blue pill bullshit. I don't even know what the fuck that shit means. Miss me with that bullshit. Talk to me like a man. Don't call me. Again, don't insult me. None of that.
I'm gonna reiterate. I said you're white knighting. I'm using an adjective.
Bro, just
I
talk.
said
Dude,
that.
you
I
don't have
said
to do
before.
none of that shit with me. I'm from the
Again,
trenches.
okay, again, how you talk and how I talk is very different, right? So you cannot dictate how I speak. It's like I'm not dictating how you speak. I didn't tell you what to say, what not to say, right? So that's not how this is gonna work. But here's the problem, right? You lack the skills to hold a healthy conversation, right? You're not able to listen. You're not able to even understand. You just want to keep interjecting with your emotions and your feelings because you're triggered by what I'm saying.
I'm
You may
not
be sensitive like,
triggered, bro. Here you go again.
you call me names.
I'm not triggered.
You can't
Just
let me talk because
talk. Just talk about what you think you know. Don't tell me what you think you know about me. Because you don't know me for nothing, bro. And I don't know you. That's why I'm not doing that to you. Just talk about what you think you know. Don't turn it out and weaponize it against me. That's my point to you. And that's why the ladies are pissed. Because you're weaponizing what you think you know about them and attacking them with your stuff.
No, that's not why. They have a different problem.
They have a
But
different problem. It's
they have a
outrageous.
far different,
Twas, get a woman up
problem.
here, please.
I don't know
There
what
Thank
she
she
is.
is.
There
you.
she is. What up, 86?
Thank you. I just want, hey, get his ass. Just get his ass still because he gets on my goddamn nerves. Go ahead, still. Hey, Swan.
What up, 86? How you doing?
Ah, finish getting his ass. Finish getting his ass.
Not really. He's just talking.
I
Not
can't
really.
drive my truck from laughing at still cutting into your ass. But go ahead.
He's not.
Who
He's
is
not cutting.
that?
He's
Oh,
not cutting
shut
into.
up.
He's not cutting into anything. He's just talking.
Yo, leave 86 alone. She show up anywhere. Just
And
relax.
making. He's
She
just
show up
talking.
anywhere. Just leave her alone.
He's just talking and using and making random interjections. But here's the problem, right? One, you keep saying that saying. You get more flies with honey than you do vinegar. That's how it goes. The saying you're saying is
Y'all
completely
make me
false.
sick. All this bullshit y'all talking every fucking day. Y'all need to let this shit relax. Let this man do what he do and just move on. Y'all don't agree with him? Fuck it. Y'all agree with him? Fuck it. Let's have a good day. Yeah. Can y'all smoke? Can y'all drink something? Look, you lifting weights right now. Good job still. Swazi, where you at? You outside, Swazi?
I'm about to on my way too.
All right.
I'm working on
We having a
myself.
good day. Come on, let's change the subject. How y'all doing? How y'all
Let me
doing
say
in
this,
life?
Tay Tay. You're very right,
How's
Tay. You're
hold on
very right.
still. Hold on still. How's your mental? How's your mental health?
Go to the nurse still. Go to the
Huh?
nurse.
Are y'all
Shut
doing
up,
good?
Swaz. Shut up,
Did you
Swaz.
take a mental health day?
Today is actually today and tomorrow.
All right, that's good.
Because you know why, Tay? I got to say this. Today marks the 5-year anniversary of me getting out of prison.
I heard you. Congratulations.
So shout out to Big Skills.
Yo, Wells is a piece of shit.
I hate Wells, dude.
Oh, goodness. This is going on for too long.
Yo,
And I've
listen,
heard
Tay
enough.
Tay.
I've
I
really
tried to
heard
be
enough.
listen, Tay Tay. I tried to go any other direction, right? I told Zeus, I said, yo, let's just kick it about anything else. Zeus said, yo, I'm gonna go, Swaz. He said, I will live behind this idea. I will die behind it. Because he
Somebody
does
said
realize he's
they
a
didn't
martyr.
hear his point. They said they didn't hear your point, Zeus.
He was a
I
martyr.
know. They kept interjecting from me, so I
All
couldn't
right,
talk.
go ahead. You got 2 minutes. It's 1:00
No,
right now.
we're not gonna put a time limit on how I speak because I didn't do it to nobody else.
Because you keep going on, and then you don't have time for other people to talk.
Where was that energy when they were talking?
Go ahead. You're wasting your time right now. Go ahead.
Let's talk about something else.
Now we
Okay.
got to talk about something else. Why we got to talk about something else?
What are we gonna discuss?
I don't know what is there to discuss. Like, y'all keep talking about the same shit for like what, the past week.
Well, it's not me.
I mean, you in the middle of this, right? So it is you.
Again, it's them. I don't have. I simply asked them what's their contention with my argument. They never have a contention. It's just my personal. It's what they're interested in. They gotta somehow attach my personal to my argument. I don't know why, because the personal is so relevant to my argument. But they gotta emote from the female mindset, which I get why women do it. I don't understand how men do it, right? And it's a select few men who do the same thing that women do. which is mind-boggling because most men don't give a fuck about another man's. Like, who the fuck? I never even asked a man.
All
Like,
right,
who
but
cares? Right?
okay.
I've done business with guys, and I don't ask them about their personal fucking business because it's really fucking irrelevant to the business. Right? This is just how men think. It's not necessary in order to do business with you. Whereas for women, it is because they have to emote in order to do business. They have to everything for them has to stem from emotion. It's always who hurt you first or what happened first. It's all that nonsense. So this is the problem here. This is why they can't.
Okay,
Get
so,
past my argument.
jeez. Zeus.
Hold on, still. You
But
finished, Zeus?
let's change the subject. I didn't
All
start.
right.
I was just,
Hold on,
I didn't start.
Zeus. Are you finished talking?
I didn't start.
What?
I didn't start. I was talking about
But
something
you
else.
opened your mouth and
Let's
words
change the
came out, correct?
let's change the subject.
You opened your mouth and words came out, correct?
Let's change the subject.
All right, we'll change the subject after everybody has given their point and addressed everything. Still, do you have anything to address?
Nah, I'm good. I agree with you 100%, Tay, because for the last, Tay, me and Swaz, I fucks with Swazi. Swaz fucks with me heavy every day the last week. I go to Swazi's live and the things that this guy brings to the table, in other words, the conversation, has been the center of conversation for like a week. And it's kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Because he's ruffled a lot of feathers, and I've listened to him. But when I was trying to come up here, get his attention about why he's got so many people, so many feathers ruffled. Then I've learned there's no changing his mind. So what I tried to do was meet him in the middle on just man shit, people shit. I asked him how old he was. Didn't want to tell me how old he was. Doesn't want to tell me nothing about him. I'm trying to figure out what makes him tick because I know it's not the statistical analysis. That doesn't make people tick. So he was even afraid to engage with me. Maybe not afraid, but unwilling to engage with me on just a knuckles to knuckles level. I'm not talking about fighting. I'm just talking about meeting in the middle. And it makes the conversation real tough to have. So when he says, yeah, let's change the subject, you know what? I agree with you right now, Zeus. It's probably a good idea to just change the subject and let people get to know you separate from the things you've been bringing to the table the last week.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
You're probably right, Tay.
It's not going to happen. So y'all just asking for that is like, it's irrelevant,
Yeah.
So at this point, I don't even know anymore. But Zeus, my only thing with you is if you want to be understood, we have to understand who you are. And I think that's the problem with everybody. We don't know where you're coming from. That you using this. Say it again.
I'm not looking to be understood.
But you have
Yo, he don't stop. Zeus.
I don't know what to do here.
Can we talk to the man behind the ghost, please?
I don't know.
No, this is the problem, right? Again,
it's always the problem.
What matters is the arguments. The person doesn't matter. The person you're worried about. The problem is they're worried about the wrong things, right? What they need to worry about is the arguments, the conversation. That's what matters. Attack the arguments. Attack my points. I am irrelevant. I am like every other guy.
Yeah, but you do realize a lot of people agree with you, though, Zeus. A lot of people agree.
No, correct. And guess how they agree with me? Not worrying about my personals. Why? Because the argument is relevant. My personal is irrelevant. I'm irrelevant. I'm like every other guy. I am no different. I am literally like every other guy. There's nothing different about me than any other guy.
All right, so what makes you like every other guy? Wait, stop right there. What makes you like every other guy? Stop right there.
I have the same wants and needs as any other man. There's nothing different, right? I'm just like to me, most women are the same. There's no difference with most women for the most part. What? Everyone's the same, right? On a surface level, we're all the same. All I'm saying is they're trying to attach my personals to the argument, and it's irrelevant for the argument. The argument is what stands. The argument, if that's your issue, let's identify the issue in the argument. Let's attack the argument. That's it. Me personally is irrelevant.
Okay, so
Zeus, he made a comment on the live not too long ago, just saying that men and women are not the same. So how are they the same now?
No, what I mean is, all women are the same. All men are the same. We're still different from each other, from both genders. What I'm saying is,
No.
me and all the other guys are the same. You and
To
every
what
other woman are the
extent?
same. We all want the same things. I'm talking about from a dating standpoint.
We all want the same things.
I deal in dating. I'm talking from a dating standpoint between men and women, right? It's about dating dynamics for me, intersexual dating dynamics. That's what I deal in. So what I'm talking about is we are all the same from that standpoint. Now, if you
No,
want to say that you're different
that's
as an individual
incorrect.
and all that nonsense, cool.
That's
We are the same.
incorrect. That's
We are the
incorrect.
same. What you want in a guy is what every other girl wants in a guy. No difference.
No,
right?
no, it's not. Please explain that to me.
Okay.
Please.
You want an ambitious man, right?
I do.
You want a leader, correct?
I do.
All right. You want a guy who,
But that doesn't mean that someone else
Let me
wants the
finish speaking.
same thing.
They do. Every woman does. You want a guy
Oh
who's
my
going to
God.
protect you, correct? Because women seek security and protection. So I can ever identify with you. I know this because you told me, because I can identify easily, because I know that most men understand this on a innate level, what women want. That's why you'll see guys with pictures of money to their ear. Why? Because women like money. So they'll pretend they got money. It's common sense for most men. Whereas the difference is women don't know what most men want, even though most men have the same innate wants from a woman. There's no difference. Now, depending on his financial status, it may change as far as him wanting money out your ass. But for the most part, they want the same things out of a woman. We're all the same.
So, Zeus, real quick.
Oh my God.
My thing is about it is this, Zeus. And let me say this. You're right. I was interrupting a lot. For everybody in the comment section, you're right. I wasn't letting them talk. Because I think...
No. Still, let me stop you right there. We're not backtracking. Let's
No.
stay
I
on the
just got to
topic.
address something real quick, Kay. Because he
No,
said I wouldn't let
listen,
him
still,
talk.
come on. This is the reason why we keep getting into silly little arguments, because we keep backtracking and we're
Okay,
getting
that's
off the
fair. That's
topic.
He's
fair.
already
Let's
been
stay
10
on the
toes
topic,
down.
please.
The man has
I'm not
stayed
trying to
10 toes
disrespect you or
outstanding.
nothing, okay, still? But let's
No,
stay
that's
on
fair.
topic.
That's fair.
All
That's
right?
fair. So let me say this. Whatever he's reading and looking into, and I was interrupting him because I felt insulted. He felt I was insulting him. It got into the weeds. But let's bring it back to a place where we can hopefully make some ground. Whatever you're looking into and reading, like I said, how is that working for you?
I'm not doing it for me.
Oh, Jesus.
I personally understand female nature.
Then who are you doing it for if it's not for you?
For guys who are frustrated dealing with women. For guys who
Forget
can't get
about
me.
other
For
guys. Do it for you. I didn't.
Let me finish speaking.
If you don't do it for yourself first, it's going to be pointless.
Wait, you just said that you're done. You're sorry for cutting me off. You're doing it right now.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just
You're asking me
wondering,
a question.
if you're not doing it for you, who are you doing it for?
But I got to answer you. You asked me a question, right? You answer me. What I am telling you is, I'm doing it for the guys like Justice. The guy Justin, who we spoke to the other day. For guys who can't get women. For guys who are struggling to get women. Guys who are getting frustrated because she won't answer his phone call, because she's flaking on her. Because she's not able to allow him to give him sex, or he's not able to escalate on a date, or because whatever, or because women are single and they can't get a husband at 48 years old, 44 years old. For the same women that cry on my podcast because they're single at 44, or all these things, right? I'm trying to help. There are women who I had help. It was 3 women on my podcast yesterday, all admitted, who were all my detractors. Yo, you're right. Yo, that shit just helped me. Literally. And they were all detractors. Why? Because if you listen for a moment, it makes sense. You when you worry about me and all this other dumb shit, you won't get nowhere. You worry about the wrong things, right? The problem is nowadays we all worry about the wrong things in life and not what really matters in life. That is the part of the problem. So this is why I'm not telling you guys any personals are irrelevant. You only want personals in order to emote somehow. This is nonsense. Get out of your emotions. Guess what it is? It's reals before feels. Fuck how you feel.
Here's the thing.
Emotions. Let me finish speaking.
Hold on, still.
Fuck your emotions. Fuck how you feel. What matters is what's logical, what's rational. That's what matters. Now, for women, I understand they may have to go to emotion a little bit in order for them to understand. But for guys, there's no reason why guys being emotional. A guy that is emotional is fucking himself up in the ass 1,000 times, 1 out of 10 times. Like I said,
so Zeus, this is what I mean by your long-winded.
Hold
you
on,
just
let him
go
talk.
and
Let
go
him
and
talk
go.
Still, let him talk. Let him talk.
Jesus, how long does he
Let
need?
him finish what he got to say.
When you talk, I never cut you off.
Bro, because you're
Just
long-winded.
Let him finish. And then you could talk. Go ahead, still. Zeus.
You can talk.
My point to you is this. When I asked you, how is it working for you? Bro, if you don't apply what you learned first, it's pointless. That's my point to you. I say, how is this stuff that you seem to assume you know in your head, how's it working for you? And you said it's not about me. Bro, if I don't, it's like a Christian. If I don't apply what I learned in that Bible, but I speak it to everybody else, you know what I'm called? I'm called a hypocrite.
Mm.
That's why I asked you, how's it working for you? And I'm boiled this conversation down to its most simplest foundation. Jesus said, oh, you hypocrites. Why? Because everything they learned was not for themselves to make them better people, but to control other people. And that's what you're doing. I just asked you, how is it working for you? And you said, it's not about me. If it's not about you, then what is it about?
All right.
It's
You don't gotta
about your
raise your voice.
influence.
You don't have to raise your
won't
voice.
even apply what
He's
you learned
emotional.
for yourself.
All right. Are you finished?
Oh, Jesus. I got to go. Obviously, the people in the comment sections have missed this whole thing. Don't tell me I keep talking. Because this man sits here and rattles off stuff, and then he's
that's the
afraid
problem.
to say
That's
how
the
he's
problem.
afraid to
Hold
answer
on.
and
Hold
say
on.
how
Hold
it's
on.
working for him.
Still, you're focusing on the comments right now. That's not where the conversation is.
Right.
All right. You gotta focus
That
up,
shit
my
is mad
bro.
annoying, yo.
Focus up.
Because, okay, you're right, Tay, and I'm going to say this. If you don't apply what you assume you know, it's pointless. Apply what you know, bro, and see how it works for you. And when you figure out it doesn't work, you might try something else. But my point to you is this. I keep asking. This is why Tay said earlier, we're trying to get to know you a little bit. And you say, it's not about me. Bro,
That don't even matter no more.
if you're not applying about what you assume you know in your own personal life, then you can't speak about whether it works or not. Just like I use the Bible as a reference. Nobody can say the Bible is neither truth nor false till they try to apply it.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. And I'm done. Go ahead. My point is done.
All right.
So still, you really done? Because it's obvious at this point that what you're trying to get from him, he's not giving to you. Pause. Right.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna move on to someone else. Yeah, I paused it. I realized what I was saying as it came out. Pause. Even pause that one. So still, I hear where you're coming from.
Oh man.
But that's not gonna that point ain't gonna get played today. Obviously, he's not interested in getting to know anyone here. If you're not challenging the points, then he ain't gonna have much of a conversation. I got where it's going though. So other people trying to get on. If you got any last words,
have a good one, Swaz. You my dog. Period.
Easy.
All right, still take it easy.
All right.
Oh damn! Oh, it's funny. Everybody's trying to get up now, huh? Interesting.
Oh.
Extremely interesting.
Just
They
put
want
a.
to come.
Thoroughly
They want to
interesting.
come. They want to come for the king. That's all.
Yo, do you think I'm playing? Tay-Tay.
All right. So, Huh?
Wait.
Go ahead.
No, I said.
Swazi.
Let me do something. You hear me?
Yeah,
They
I
want
hear
to
you.
come for the head.
You good?
Hold
You
on.
good? I hear you.
They're trying to come for the head. That's why.
So this is crazy. The fact that everybody, I literally got 10.
And
For nobody that want to deal with him, I
But
can't
listen,
tell.
I'm pretty sure.
I can't
I'm
fucking
pretty
tell,
sure.
yo.
Literally.
But listen, hold on. I'm pretty sure those 10
people.
people are gonna talk about everything that we just said.
Yo, make it
They're gonna go
11 though,
backtrack.
Tay-Tay. Make it
And now it's
11.
gonna prolong.
Swaz,
Now we're gonna
I'm
continue
not
this
doing it.
cycle.
I'm not
It's gonna
doing
go
it.
on and on.
Swaz.
So
This
the
morning,
fact, hold
I got
on.
invited to 17 lives, bro. Like they all hate me, but they invite me to different lives. Like, bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
All right. You said you wanted to change the narrative, so go ahead, Zeus. Let's change the narrative.
It's not
No, you
about
said
no.
that.
I'm not denying that the topic is not good. What I'm saying
No.
is,
I'm not saying that. He said he wanted
no,
to change
I
the
didn't say that I want to
topic.
change anything. I said you want to change it, so
no,
change it.
but no,
No. You said let's change
he
the
No,
didn't want to
topic.
go back
you
and
That's what
forth
you
with
said.
Steele
for
anymore, and
you.
I got it.
No,
I got it
and I agreed, but I said
because Steele was coming from a
let's
different
finish
source.
what we're talking about before we change the topic. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
no, I agree.
That's all I said. But go ahead, Zeus.
You said you want to change something. I didn't say I want to change anything. You did.
I
I was fine with letting them babble.
Yeah, but then
right,
eventually,
and
when
that's what
Zeus
I
said you
just
wanted to change the
said.
topic as well, he was like, "Yo, let's just change the fucking
I'm
topic."
no. I said because that's what you want to
Right,
do.
but I
You want to
wanted them
change.
to finish what they had to say before we
That's what
change the
that's what
topic.
she initially came in on. So I said,
Right.
go ahead, change the topic now. I'm only going on what you like to do. I don't care about the topic.
Now go ahead.
I'm
Go
built for
ahead.
this shit. It doesn't change
Let's see. Let's see
anything for
who's
me.
in here.
Well,
Who going?
well, go ahead.
I'm built for this shit.
Go ahead. It's your platform, right?
Mm,
Go ahead.
the names in this section right here.
Zeus, you mighty quiet over there.
Uh-huh.
Where's the topic, sir?
I don't know. I'm thinking words of wisdom, man. I'm going words
Topic
of
of
wisdom.
discussion.
The
What's it
topic
for
of
today?
oh no. I'm sorry. I was looking through the 11 invites to see who I should bring up.
Hello.
Literally.
Hello, hello.
Oh, let's see. Am I in the camera yet?
You
Yeah.
I
in
am.
here?
But I don't know. I don't know what I'm
Half
doing.
of my head just popped up. It's okay.
I don't know what I'm doing. Hello. How
No,
are you
you
guys?
good.
Yo.
Beautiful,
Hey,
blessed.
Swaz.
How are you?
Oh, girl, just here. Just
Mm.
hanging. Just hanging.
Mm.
Hello, Mr. Z. How are you?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I'm
Oh,
doing
I didn't
all
like
right.
that introduction. You could have done better, Zeus. Come on now. That's Belle you talking to.
Come
That's the
on.
elder right there, Zeus. Come on now.
Right, that's the Belle. Come on.
The
I'm just
oracle of the
here. Just
IG,
here.
man. It's the oracle,
Hmm.
bro.
That's
He
a
I'm
said,
just
nah,
fact.
here. I'm just
I ain't fucking with it. Too personal.
Oh my goodness.
here.
Not too personal.
Too
Come
personal,
on.
son. Too personal.
Come on.
I'm just
We on
hanging.
social media. How personal can you get?
I
I
know
just
this
got
is
too personal.
global. I mean, this is global. You know, so if I could. Hello, global community, America and global community. Zeus, how you doing today, darling?
Oh
I'm
boy.
doing fine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all
It's the
right.
long
Doing all
pauses
right.
for me.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
Zeus. What's good?
I'm all right.
Zeus
I'm
Um,
is
all
not
right.
having it. I think still,
He not.
I don't know what you did in your, I don't
I'm
know if it was the working out with the flip flops. I don't know
no.
what it is, but
I'm texting.
Not the flip
I'm
flops.
I'm texting also.
okay.
Oh, he's
Oh, so
Um,
you
I thought it
you
was
helping
that.
another brother out, Zeus?
maybe something like that.
multitasking like I'm
But
Something like
I
that. Oh,
understand.
okay.
yeah. What's going
I
on?
I
understand.
don't think Zeus in the
Hey,
stealing, y'all. He good. Chilling. Bell
yeah,
here.
I want to be.
yeah.
She here to save the
Why
day.
would why would I be in my
I'm just here to
feelings?
say hello. Just to say hello. And that I understand the game. You know, it's like bait. You know, we as women, we take the bait. And then
Mm.
we, but one thing, it's like you said one thing, and then you said another. It was the antithesis of what you had said relative to men and women. You said that we are different earlier, and then just moments ago you said that we are the same. Which one is it?
No. What I said was men and men are the same. All men are the same. All women are the same when it comes to a dating standpoint, right? Men and women, we're different from each other. Each gender is different. We have opposite mating strategies. We have opposite different. We experience different things, different lives, different every fucking thing. Whereas me and other men, we're the same when it comes to dating. Other women are the same when it comes to dating. I can tell a woman what she wants without even knowing her, because I know they all want the same thing on an innate level. It may come in a different package, but you want the same things out of a guy. Why? Because women want security. Men want sexual value. It's common sense what men want. Men look for replication value. Women seek security value. We're one and the same when it comes to certain things like that, but we're very different when it comes to each other. We're opposite genders.
Yes, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. But that's not what you said earlier. You said that we were.
No, I just said it
First,
again.
you don't recall?
No, but I'm gonna say it again. We are the same when it comes to men. Me,
Clarify.
all men are the same. All men are the same. That's why I started earlier by saying I am no different than any other guy. All men are the same. You don't want the same thing in a woman from a dating standpoint. All women are the same. They want the same thing in men from a dating standpoint. I even told, say, what you wanted in a guy. Why? I know on an innate level what you want in a man because you all want the same shit. I talked to a bunch of women. They all want the same shit in a guy. No matter who the woman is, it's all the same shit.
Every female is different.
No, they're not different. The problem is women want to feel like they're special and different when you're not. From a dating standpoint, we're all the same. We all want the same things. The problem is you think you're different in your head, and women have an overinflated. Women have an sense of self entitlement to where they believe they're specialer than they are a lot of times. Even
That's where
not,
you go wrong.
right?
But continue.
Again, women like to feel like women is more. It's worse than women than it is men. Women feel like they're more special than any other woman in the world, right? Men would probably say it just to get sex out of you, like, oh, I'm different than that last dude you fucked, just to fuck your ass. But for the most part, women will say that you're special.
That's where you go wrong.
My pussy's the best. I'm not like the last bitch, but you're exactly like the last bitch. Your thought process is exactly like the same
That's
woman.
where you go wrong.
It's never no difference. 9 out of 10. What you want in a man, every girl wants the same things you want in a guy. You're not special. On a surface level. You're not special. I can tell you what you want in a guy because you all want the same shit. Security. Security is all rounded in the same way. There is zero difference in it.
When I said that's where you go wrong in your platform and what you're trying to espouse is when you speak condescendingly and insult the majority of women in what you're trying to espouse and what you're trying to get across. Okay? And I'm not being disparaging of you, but what I'm saying here is this: you have not lived long enough to adequately speak upon certain things that you are espousing. You haven't lived it. You cannot. Irrespective of the book knowledge, there's certain things that you have to live through. There's certain things that you have to know. Firstly, that is to speak, respectfully. Respect begets respect. And when you say bitches and hoes and you bitches, that is not productive. That is counterproductive. That's what I wanted to say to you. So if you are genuine in what you're trying to say, you have to say it differently. You have to find a way to do it differently. Control that aspect of your conversation when you're giving out the information that you believe is relevant, that you believe is helpful to relationships.
All right, so again,
you understand what I'm saying?
Again, I hear exactly what you're saying.
But can you feel me a little bit?
No, I hear what you're saying. The problem is the information I'm giving, I'm mainly working towards my information is geared towards men, not really women, right? Women are not able to process uncomfortable truths because women live in a delusional world, right? Their perception of reality is skewed because they have a coddled reality. They're coddled from a lot of consequences in life that men have to suffer from no matter what we go through in life, right? The consequences I suffer if I smack the shit out of you right now, I'm going to jail. That's a guarantee, not an opinion. Whereas if you smack me, you may not go. No, why would I want to smack you? Why would I want to smack you? It's not why.
Oh, thank you.
But whereas if you smack me, you're not going to jail probably. You'll and because of that fact,
I wouldn't smack you physically. No.
Again, I'm just speaking randomly. It's a hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Whereas if you smack me, you don't suffer the same negative ramifications for putting hands on me. And you know this, which is why you'll try it probably more likely than another woman would, right? For instance, I wouldn't tell Swaz suck my dick. No, he would. He'd probably tell me.
Don't never invite a man to your penis.
Okay, oh my God. Just listen a moment. Whereas I know, and vice versa, because why? It can equal violence. Somebody can die from that shit, right? Whereas a woman will say it easily. They done to me in a podcast multiple times. I mean, on live multiple times. Why? Because they don't suffer the same ramifications. They're used to doing shit and getting away with it. That's the difference. Women don't suffer. Women live in a coddled reality. Your perception of reality is skewed. You don't know there are consequences for certain bad decisions in life. Because all the bad decisions you make as a woman, no matter what, typically get forgiven by other men or society or your family or whatever. So because of that, we're not the same. There's no way we can ever relate on any level when it comes to that frequency. That's why I tell men you can't relate to a woman on any level, and trying to do so will fucking hurt you as a man. They're not the same. Women can't. That's why a woman can't raise a man to be a man because she's raised differently. She's coddled by a certain reality to where you're not. You live in a fact-based reality as a man. If you don't become a better man, if you don't self-approve, if you make bad choices in life, society will fuck you for it and shame you for it. Men are not allowed to make mistakes, whereas women are.
Okay. I see. My point was, you said the antithesis of what you had said, and now you clarified it. Okay. And I believe where you go wrong is when you degrade us and call us out of our names. And when you do that, that diminishes the quality of what you're trying to espouse. Bitches,
Let me
hoes,
ask.
et cetera, you know?
Let me ask you. Name one thing I did where I degraded a woman or called out her name. Because I'll get never done that one time.
Just
and they do
before
to me.
you had begun to say what
sorry.
you said.
Wait, hold on, wait. Name one time I degraded a woman or called a woman out her name when they came on this platform and called me out my name numerous times on this platform alone, not to mention others. Go ahead.
You did it consistently prior to what you had just done in your soliloquy before this.
What name did I call somebody?
You kept saying, these bitches, you know, and we can roll back the videotapes. I'm very good at what I do. What I'm saying is, I'm very listening when I
said what? I can't hear you.
Up to, and I said, I'm very good. I will repeat. I'm very good at what I say relative to listening when I opt to listen. Okay. And you said several times disparaging words relative to women in your description of us. That's all. And what I said, and I can repeat it verbatim,
give me two
of what you are trying to espouse on your platform.
Give me two what I said.
It diminishes the quality of whatever you're trying to say when you disrespect us in that manner.
Wait, no. See,
I just said it. You said
no.
Bitches.
Delineate
hoes.
two exactly. Who did I just call a hoe?
I just did. I just said it.
Who did I just call a hoe or a bitch?
You said it.
I didn't call anybody a hoe or a bitch.
In your conversation relative to women, you did say it.
All right. Well, all right.
And all
so
I'm
here we
saying,
go.
You don't believe that?
No, wait. Here we go. One, I didn't just say that. That's number one. But even if I did, I didn't. Wait, hold on. Wait. I did not just say that. One.
You did refer us to that.
Hold on. I did not just say that. And one, that's one. Two, even if I did, I didn't call anyone. You start the argument by saying that I disrespect them by calling them bitches. I mean, calling them names. I didn't call anyone a name. Number one. So even if I did,
you were just saying it in generality.
Yeah, but even if I did reference it, which I did not do. But let's say I did reference it.
Yes, you did.
I still ain't calling anyone a name. Whereas many women have come on this platform calling me names multiple times, and I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times, right? So, and it's the difference, right? See how if they come on this platform and told me I should be raped, all these things. Well, if I said it to a woman, it'd be a problem. If I even spoke about it, it'd be a problem.
You don't want to say that.
So that's the difference between me. Exactly, that's my point, though. That's the difference between men and women. We suffer different consequences for the same actions. This is why I tell men, don't treat her as your fucking equal because she's not your fucking equal. Women want to have the authority of a man, the privilege of a woman, but behave like a child. And that's the problem, right? They have the accountability like a child. And this is why they do what they do, because they don't suffer the same consequences. This is why, as a man, you cannot ever treat her as your fucking equal, despite social constructionism.
Okay. All right. I said what I had to say, and I wish you the best. I really do.
Yes.
I wish you the best. All right. Thank you, Swazland.
No problem. No. Let's done it again.
Okay. Bye-bye, darling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm built for this, man.
Auntie, what's good?
Yeah, sorry, I was getting ready for work. I'm sorry.
Good.
Hey, Auntie.
Hi, Tay.
How you doing, baby?
I'm fine. Hi, Zeus.
How you doing today?
What's going on? I didn't do it, Zeus. So how you feeling?
I am.
You are? You good?
I am.
He can't talk right now. He's speechless.
He just called himself God, y'all. Pay attention.
He did?
Wait, what?
Swazzy's old point.
I missed it.
Zeus, you God?
Swazzy's the Bible. Swazzy's the Bible now.
He been using the Bible.
No, I say he reads the Bible.
That's a
See,
fact. I'm not just a Christian conservative. I actually opened the book.
Yeah, I read it myself. I like how you put that though.
Nah, it's the Denzel Washington laugh. You gotta chill.
But yeah, you know, what's going on though?
What's the topic today? What's happening? What y'all talking about?
Nothing.
We're talking about
God.
nothing actually. We're talking
We
about
finally got to no place of nothing. Thank God.
I'm crying.
Oh.
we're talking about my arguments that people have a point of contention with. At least she came on and tried to
Who's
I mean
she?
I'm not sure
Who's
her
she?
name. The woman that came on just now. I'm not sure her name.
Oh,
The lady that came on just now. At least she came on and tried to for the first time she made an attempt to attack the arguments. It was a poor attempt, but she did make an attempt to attack the arguments. So I'll give her points for that.
I'm crying.
Point.
You know what?
Wow.
Now you giving out points?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Most women come in at some point they pretend it's about the argument, but it's really about me. But at least she came in,
Tell me
right,
about me.
and pretend to attack the arguments.
Hi, Zoo.
I'm crying.
How we doing?
I'm fine. How are you? You good? Good, good.
I do not want to go to work
How may I
today.
help you?
All right, full service center. What we talking about today, Swaz?
It's crazy.
You
Hold
need
up,
some
Auntie. It's on
teaching
y'all.
to
I'm on the call.
masculine.
It's on y'all. Y'all take it wherever y'all need to go. I need 5 minutes.
Okay, so can you elaborate on how Tay Tay is masculine?
Oh shit. Oh man.
Have you ever
Let's
heard
not
talk?
listen.
What makes a woman
Listen
masculine?
to her talk. That's it.
Listen. What am I saying?
Okay, so how can any female be considered masculine? What is it? The tone of our voice? Is it our mannerisms? Like, what is it that makes women masculine?
That's it right there. The words you use, tone of your voice, mannerisms. You using curse words, profanity.
How do you use the curse
You
words?
being combative with a man. You being combative at all is really a problem.
How do you use any curse
You
words?
challenging a man's authority. You trying to physically get into altercations with men. It's a series of behaviors that most women display. Well, most black
So
women
be
in the black
so
community display
being
more than anywhere
combative can
else.
it not
Whereas
can
it's
being
displayed also other
combative
races as well, though, white people as well. Huh?
so I said can being combative become productive or is only negative?
For women, it's
Because
negative
okay. Because I can
because
understand the authority thing, right? But how
so I'm
can
gonna
you
tell.
adhere to something that you don't really understand? If
So
that makes sense.
for women, it's negative because if I see a woman in the street arguing with a guy, I would never date her seriously. Right? You don't understand. There are men around looking at you. You may find that your potential mate may be a guy looking at you, seeing your behavior. If I see you on Instagram arguing with a guy, getting into an argument, disrespecting a man, I already know, one, you are a bad mate for a long-term commitment, right? I already see you have bad behaviors. That's one, and you're very masculine. And depending on how old you are, it's a waste of time getting in a relationship with you because if you're of a certain age, I already know the chances of you changing these behaviors and altering your perception of reality is 0 to none, right? Because people in general tend to have certain bad habits that they're not willing to alter after a certain age, typically after 35. So it's just very low. On top of that, and a lot of women sometimes at 30, but a lot of times also, and it's just because of simply because your behavior is, like I said, it's not conducive to you being a man. If you want to improve your options of getting a man, especially a woman who has kids with other men, a woman who has kids out of wedlock with other men, and a woman who's of an older age, past about maybe 26, 27-ish. Anything past that, and you have certain behaviors, you've disqualified yourself a lot of times from long-term commitment with a lot of men. Where you may not see it, but it's there, right? And a lot of women think because, again, just because you're going to attract a man doesn't mean you can retain the man that you want, a man that you respect, love, and admire, truly, right? A lot of women deal with men just because. It ain't men you really expect, love, and admire. When I see a woman that acts crazy on the internet, right, I already know your man is a weak man. And you're embarrassing your man because you are a direct representation of your man. If you're talking crazy to a man on the internet, I already know the nigga that you're with don't got you in check. Because if he did, he would tell you how to talk to a man in general, right? There's no woman who's on my arm talking to a man crazy.
I would never
But
allow
what
it.
if
Even back before I got like this, when I learned these behaviors, I made it clear to girls I was dating, even before I got with this mindset, that you don't talk to a man that way. One, because it's a dangerous setting. Because if you're talking to a guy crazy now, you've now putting me into a compromised position to where now I either got to defend your honor and risk my life, or because you won't shut the fuck up. This is why women was always told. This is why women are to be seen and not heard. It's the reason why that saying exists. Because women tend to do dumb shit because they don't understand that. Like I said before, their reality is skewed. They don't understand there's negative consequences to their reality. You're doing dumb shit can get somebody hurt, can get yourself killed, or somebody else hurt and killed, right? Because you're being dumb, or you can embarrass me. Women don't see that. That's why it's incumbent upon you as a man to be the leader to make sure she sees this thing. But it's also incumbent upon you as a man to select better women. Women acting crazy, outrageous, get rid of our ass. There's too many women out here. This is why you got to better yourself as a man, because you better yourself as a man, you can demand better women. You can demand a better woman and not to deal with and settle for dumb shit. Because most men,
Yeah, that's
especially in the black
thank you,
community,
love.
settle.
oh, I don't smell it.
9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. So since black men tend to settle,
When a woman faces disrespect from a man, is she supposed to be ladylike and not say anything? I don't
say that again.
understand. Like I said, now when a woman is being disrespected by a man, right? Is she supposed to be ladylike, or because I feel like you're making it seem like women
Yes. I'm
are
gonna tell you,
initially
yes.
combative, like off the rip. Now my thing is, if she's being disrespected by said man, so you should just curdle,
So
whatever.
here's the problem. Here's the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, these are new things. These are new social constructionisms that have now existed, where women are able to defend, argue with a man, challenge a man's authority. Why? Because they're being raised to be independent and they think it's okay. Because the problem is really men. Men are the fucking problem, right? This is why I don't really care about women doing their dumb shit. Because women are replaceable and they do dumb shit all the time, right? The problem is the men. Because men allow this behavior. Men facilitate the dumb shit that women do. When I say women be disrespectful and get argumentative and challenging and combative, I already know some dickhead before me allowed that shit. That's what's going on. And some dickhead before him allowed it, and so forth. Women nowadays, they're only doing what other men have allowed them to do. Right? When you see girls get on this platform and talk disrespectful, it's because they men allow it. Other men they're around allow it. They think it's cute. They think it's funny. Men will allow certain things for sexual access. Men will allow you to get pregnant. They allow you to cheat on them. They allow you to do all this dumb shit. They allow you to have other men's children. Women think it's okay to have other men's children and don't see themselves as losing value. Why? Because men tolerate that shit. Men tolerate you being somebody else's baby mother. Men tolerate all these things to where now they don't see the consequences for making these decisions. This is why women will make time and time again make poor decisions in the men they choose and the men they procreate with, because there's no ramifications for their problems. Men are the fucking problem. Modern day men, the modern day women is created because the modern day man lacks self-worth. Men do not value themselves the way women value themselves. That's the problem. So a lot of men are more keen to settle. Why? Because they want sex. So they'll settle for sex rather than fucking something improving. They'll settle for their ugly ass girlfriend calling them out their name rather than becoming a better fucking man, so he ain't got to even deal with that ugly bitch. That's the problem. Make sense?
I hear you. I mean, I get it. I just feel like, women being masculine is a defense thing. It's not because we want to be that way. So I can agree to the modern day man, modern day woman perspective because.
No, you want to be that way. That's wrong.
No,
you do want to be that way.
What
See, that's the problem. No, I said men facilitate it. Men, the reason why it continues. That's what I'm saying. It's women who you still have a choice. You have just like I have a choice right now to go rob this store right across the street. Don't mean I got to do it. You still have a choice as a human being, right? The problem is women are choosing to be masculine because they want to be, because it's okay to be nowadays. It's okay, just like the women are choosing to be hoes. You ain't got to be a hoe, but it's okay to be a hoe nowadays. There's no more shame. We are sexually liberated. Again, as a woman, you got to choose to be a feminine.
Not all women are sexually liberated, but go ahead.
All women are sexually liberated. What you choose to do with that's up to you. You're sexually liberated. You can do what the fuck you want to do nowadays, and there's no society shame, right? Now, does social constructs adhere to a reality? No. So you will be shamed by the man you meet, 100%. But society makes you think it's okay in a delusional world. That's why I say women live in a delusional concept of reality. Because you're going off social constructs. It says it's okay. Just like they say 50-50 is okay. But we know women already want that shit. Let's be real here, right? So all these social constructs lie to people. It gives you a false sense of what's really going on here, right? Women, even though women nowadays are more modern than ever before, they want a traditional man all across the board.
You feel like that?
No, it's a fact. Women want a traditional man. Women want a man who can protect and provide. Women want a man who can protect and provide for them. That's a traditional thing. Women want a man who pay on a first date. That is a traditional thing. These are all traditions. What I'm saying is, women want a traditional man, but they don't come traditional anymore. Women nowadays aren't virgins anymore. That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to come to your husband, to your man as a virgin. You're not even coming as virgins anymore. Not only are you not coming as virgins, you're coming with other men's fucking children, and you're coming disrespectful with bad behaviors that are not conducive to being a wife. So all these roadblocks are in place for women nowadays. This is why marriage rates for women are in the toilet. This is why most marriages are ending divorce. Over half of the marriages end in divorce. This is why a lot of times it don't work out. This is why a lot of guys aren't committing. Why? Because look at what's going on. Women aren't wide worthy anymore. Most women nowadays in society, because feminism has came now. Feminism has changed the game for you. They made you acceptable to work, make your own money to where you don't need a man, and it's made you to where now you can be a hoe and no one can judge you supposedly. But it doesn't adhere to reality. What works on paper doesn't work in practice. That's the problem.
Is not traditional. You hear a lot of men screaming 50-50. So that's not traditional at all.
That's my point. That's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they say people scream 50-50, we know it don't work in practice. Just like I say, even though women are whole and do what they want to do, we know it don't work in practice. Just like women think it's okay to be somebody's baby mama, we know it don't work in practice because men don't really want that. The men who settle for you, the men you typically don't want. That's why women end up dealing with a bunch of guys who don't measure up. Because you don't want to make a bunch of poor choices the way you can't dictate your value now has lost, has diminished, whether you realize it or not. As a woman, a woman's value is diminishing every day because women age like milk, whereas men, if they do the work, they age like wine. That's the difference. The men have to do the work first for them to age like wine. Because men aren't born with value, whereas women are born with value. Women have to preserve the value.
Did you support Kevin Samuels? Did you listen to him?
I listen to many people.
I was just asking, did you listen to him?
I listen to many people, yes.
Oh, okay. No, I respect a lot of his views. That's why I asked you.
I listen to many people.
That's actually a lot of many people. Okay. Well, that woman probably happier being around no one. So what is the solution for this though?
I mean, well, right now, women have the leverage. Women are not gonna give up that leverage, so there's not gonna be a change. As a matter of fact, it's gonna get worse as time goes on. There's gonna be a divide where there's the haves and the have-nots. So it's not. The problem is women now have the leverage to where they are not gonna regress back to how they were. Women feel liberated being strong. They call it strong nowadays, even though the unhappiest demographic in America is a 42-year-old woman that's making 100K per year with no family. They still feel strong having that same career, right? Having that 100K a year. But the more money a woman makes, the more strong she feels, the more alpha she thinks she is, the more less attractive she is to the opposite gender she wants to be with. So, the problem is they don't realize it until later on in life. This is why it's not going to be a change. It's just going to get worse. The dating market,
so
we live in a deregulated dating market.
So
That's
you feel like a man wants to feel needed entirely. Is that what you're saying? Because I feel like once a woman at 42 is making 100K, right? She doesn't necessarily need a man, right? So is that what you're saying? Men are not feeling needed?
What I'm saying is we live in a deregulated dating market where women are in the buyer's seat. They can do whatever they want because it's to the highest bidder. They get all the offers from the high value men. Because they're getting all these offers and all these chances, even though they're conflating sexual attraction with relationship attraction, they're not gonna regress. They're not gonna change right now. And the problem is, men want younger women. So now all these women are raising the same women to be just like them, independent, boss bitches, alpha women. all of the dumb shit that's keeping them where they're at. It's like a cycle that's repeating itself. For it to change, we would need to bring back shame. We need to bring back shaming promiscuity, shaming bastard children, all these things. We would need to bring back also gender roles. Gender roles now have been damn near eradicated, even though a man is expected to still adhere to his gender role, while women's gender roles are negotiable and conditional. You changed it. The game has changed where women are in the buyer seat. Women nowadays feel okay saying, I ain't got to be submissive to find the right guy. So basically, what that means is I'll be who I want to be until I find a guy that I decide is worthy of my submission. But I'll still give him sex. I'll still give him a child. I'll give him all that, but I won't submit to him. It's not going to work. It just doesn't work. That's the problem. But like I said,
So you
women are
don't
in the
think we
buyer
should
seat.
practice? You don't think that we should learn and practice new things? You feel like we should go back to old traditions in order to make things work now? Because I'm really trying to find.
No, I got you. Well, the stats show us new things don't fucking work, right? New things is fucking 50-50. We all know women don't want a fucking 50-50 nigga though, right? We know new things is men being more feminine. We all know women don't want a feminine nigga though, right? These new things don't work. And how you know? The stats. This is why I say reading stats tells you it doesn't work on a global scale. If I look at you directly, I won't know if it works or not by just looking at your one life. Because you're one of you're statistically irrelevant. You're an exception to the rule, maybe. Whereas if I look at the global scale, well, we know that half of marriages end in divorce. Over half of marriages end in divorce. Over 80% of them are initiated by women. 90% is college educated. We know that 90% of all alimony cases are paid to women, not men. We know that 90% of all child custody cases are won by women. We know that 62% of women are black women are single. We know that that beats out every other demographic, male or female. We know that 1 in 7 black children are born out of wedlock. So what does this tell us from first glance? It tells us that the new shit don't work. Because women now they complain that most men are economically unattractive. Women now are out earning men more now than ever before. So as women are moving up, she's gonna start dating up. The problem is she start qualifying for the men up the top because the men up top don't mind dating down. That's the difference. Because for her to earn up, a lot of times she gotta start growing in age. She's getting older. She's accumulating probably more children, more bad habits, to where no one wants to date her old ass now. So you don't earn all this money, but mind you, because women still want a traditional man. So no matter how much money she makes, she still wants a man who's gonna provide for her. Well, guess what? Men don't care about how much money you make. We don't seek security. We don't mind dating a bum bitch at McDonald's. That's the difference. Women are working towards the wrong things. They don't work towards having a husband no more. They work towards being a boss, independent, having a career, owning a business, all this dumb shit. When you should be working towards getting a man who does that so that he can provide for you because you want to be provided for anyway. That's the problem.
So, women that are 42 and making 100K, should they date down? Should they date a man that's not as successful or financially secure? Because I'm really trying to figure this out.
So, say it again. Women who are 42, say it again.
You said a woman that's 42, right? That's making like 100K and she don't have a family, right? So
no, I said that's the most unhappy demographic in America, statistically proven.
Statistically, should she date down? Should she date a man that's not making as much as she is?
Well, here's the thing.
Not financially secure. That I'm just asking because you said
so here's the thing.
Men will date down, right?
Yes. Remember the problem though. We know that doesn't work though, right? Shoulda, coulda, woulda don't make sense. It don't work. We know no matter how much a woman makes, she's always gonna. We know that women all across the board want a man who makes 26 to 58% more than they do, right? So we know this now that it doesn't work. And women who date men who's making less than them eventually starts losing respect for him and become resentful towards him. Why? Because he's inadequate. Women want a competent man. Women want a leader. A big predicate on being a leader within the confines of a relationship is a breadwinner. Well, if you're not the breadwinner, you can't be the leader of a relationship. This is why women who make money tend to have certain bad behaviors towards those same men because they're not able to date down. They'll eventually become unattractive because it's not just because it's plausible. It doesn't make it possible. Just because it's okay for her to make money doesn't make it optimal. It doesn't work in practice. So her making all this money, when a woman makes all that money, all that she has done is ostracize herself from the dating market that she wants to be in. Because now you make all this money now, it's going to be harder for you to find a man who makes the same kind of money you do, especially as a black woman, because guess what? Black women want to date exclusively in their race. Whereas a black man who makes a lot of money doesn't mind. As a matter of fact, he prefers to date outside his race. That's the difference. So you're closing yourself over as a woman, especially as a black woman. You're putting yourself in a box that you can't quite get out of. So now you gotta find the best guy you can. And then guess what? Why would this guy choose to date you? Because you probably got older than that, you earn all this money. And on top of that, you probably have a certain behaviors you don't want to deal with. And on top of that, you probably have kids. And why would he marry your ass? Or the biggest problem yet is a lot of women don't want to share that same successful man. Because more than likely, out of 9 out of 10, you have to share that guy. Why? Because as he's earning more money, he's more attractive. He's supplying demand. He qualifies to other women now. He now has options he probably didn't have before to where he has now. So now you probably got to share that guy that you don't want to necessarily do. So now you got to make a decision. Do I want to date down or up? The problem is, dating down doesn't work. So it's like you're stuck in a paradox, a catch-22.
That awkward pause is different. That shit silent as a bitch.
Yeah, I shut shit down. That's what I do, man.
That bitch is silent as fuck, dude. I said, damn, I was waiting for my time in, and then damn, like red
Who's
carpet
silent?
for the
I'm
host.
sorry. I'm not
Welcome
right
to
that
the
fast.
live, y'all. Everybody was
I do
still
this, man.
tapped in.
I do this, man. I do this. You feel me? I do this.
This show was produced by Tay Tay and Nurse. I wasn't here.
To speak without arguing back
Tay Tay the Nurse
Listen,
has
man.
done it again.
Listen, y'all.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all.
Sorry, y'all.
If y'all want, y'all can support the podcast. Send a cash at the $sign Zeus X Unplugged. I appreciate it.
then no. If you're gonna be kicking people off to their opinion, then no.
Why do I kick somebody for their opinion? I invite. I
Oh,
invited. Wait.
uh-oh.
I invited
Somebody
Zion
just
on.
challenged him.
Wait, what? Oh.
I invited Zion on, and she just fucking me crazy. I don't kick nobody for their opinion. I said, did I kick her off? And she can't stand me.
Tay, you kicked Tay off.
She never came
He
on.
kicked. He
Nah, you
kicked me
never
off.
kicked Tay off.
No,
I don't kick
Nah,
any. I'm not
he don't. He
emotional.
don't like my mouth.
I'm not emotional.
He don't like
I don't
my
kick
mouth
any
at
woman off.
all.
nah, Tay's
He don't
cool.
like my mouth at all.
I
All
see you in
I
there,
kick you off if
Ryder.
you're disrespectful. If you're
I
disrespectful, then
see
you gotta
you.
go. But other than that, I don't really bother you.
JP, you want that smoke? I see you in there.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
Somebody looking to
I can do
challenge.
this.
They want
A lot of people
challenge,
can't
bro.
come on this. A lot of people can't come on this platform and debate me, especially with their face to the camera, right? But I can do this easily. Why? Because I know I'm talking about it's rooted in facts. I'm not going off my opinions. This is why I say I don't matter, because if I'm going off how I feel and what I went through in life, that's skewed. You can no longer trust what I'm saying because I'm going off what happened in my dumbass life. My life is irrelevant. We need to go on facts and what makes sense and logic. That's why I don't want to. That's why when you keep asking me, "Oh, who hurt you and why this happened to you and what girl did this dumb shit?" That shit doesn't
Stop
matter,
crying.
because that now dilutes the argument to where now you're gonna attach an emotion to it. If it's like an emotional man. Can you trust an emotional man to lead your ass? No, he's going off emotion. It doesn't work that way. Whereas if a man is stoic and you're not going off emotion, I can trust his leadership to be, at least for the most part, more delineated in logic and fact.
But see, I feel like when I made the comment about women being owned, about the time that you're speaking on, you said that I was going to the extreme. See, that's the only
Wait,
part
women
that
be
I
what?
don't agree
Wait,
with.
women be what?
The times that you're speaking on when women were shamed for being promiscuous with women, that time that you're speaking on was when wives were owned by the husband. I feel like when I made that comment, you said that I was going to the extreme when that's the time that you're speaking on, by the way.
I can't hear you. What's going on in the background? I can't hardly hear you. What's in the background? Say it again.
You can hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. What's going on in the
I
background?
said the time that you were speaking, that you are always referring to, is a time where women were owned by their husbands. And so when I said that, you said that I was going to the extreme. How?
Well,
When that's the time that you're always referring to.
well, I wouldn't say owned, right? It's more so they
But they
were.
were.
No, because you see, you're trying to get. It's not owned. It's more so they were in servitude to their husbands. It's part of being a wife. This is the problem, right? Women want to be wives without being actual fucking wives. Being a wife is being in servitude to your husband. It is a submissive role. Women don't realize that today because social constructs have diluted your perception of being a wife. Nowadays, women don't see the difference of being a wife. Being a wife is a dutiful wife. It's being a helpmate. It's being an assistant. Wait, hold on.
Rape, though. It's
It's
not
being. Who mentioned rape? See, here we this
But
was
that's
the
the
extreme
things
shit.
that were happening.
But no, but you know, rape happens now. So what does that matter, right?
I'm talking about in marriages. Back then, the time that you're speaking on, that is what was taking place. A woman could not deny her husband sex. A woman could not do that. You realize that, right?
Listen.
That's
Wait,
not
listen.
extreme. That's reality.
Listen quick though. Here's the problem, right? Okay. We know that 92%. If you go back before feminism, before the second wave of feminism, if you go back to 1960, right? Before then, women she had a lot going on in the background. If you go back to
I'm gonna get
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I want to get JP up here, but don't go too far, please. You're the only one that can control the Zeus.
She didn't control me, but I didn't pay her no mind. But listen,
she simmered you down, Zeus. She simmered you down. Even the comments said it. I was reading the comments. They were like, "Damn, that's the only one to get him to be chill."
I was simmered down before she came on.
Okay.
Literally, I was chill before she came on. If you watch the video back, you see what I'm talking about. Here's the thing, though, right? The problem is women
JP,
being
wait,
a wife.
I'm giving disclaimers. Disclaimer.
What's that?
The views and opinions expressed by Zeus are entirely his own. Don't blame the host. I'm not Sinclair. This is Swazland. Shit move different over here. So please protect yourself at all times. Thank you.
Gotcha.
All right. So yeah, like I was saying, being a wife is being in servitude to your husband, being in service. It's a job in itself. The problem is nowadays women don't want to be wives. Like you're talking about rape. Rape happens now. Rape happens no matter where you go, right? That's always. There are always downsides to everything in life. But what I am saying is, we know that back in 1960, before the second wave of feminism, before sexual liberation of women, before the advent of birth control and all of other bullshit, women were marriages were at 92%. So that tells you it worked before. Whatever was going on before worked. Whereas
if
now,
it worked, we wouldn't be trying to look for a new concept every day. So clearly the old didn't work.
No, it did work. The problem is feminism came and it changed things. But the problem is now, we know now it doesn't work because now marriage is at 40%. Marriage is at 40% now, where before it was at 92%. So we know before it definitely worked, especially in the black community before. Black community was very high in the black community amongst other communities, whereas now it's the lowest ever than ever before. Black women are single. 6 out of 10
but
black
you
women are
can't
single.
say that without giving context on why those relationships end. Why are those relationships ending?
Motives are less
That's
important than
the
outcome.
question.
Motives are less important than outcome. What we do know is it doesn't work now. We do know is since feminism has came, this is a fact. It has changed the game. Marriage has declined precipitously since feminism has came. A fact, not my opinion. You can do the research.
If they had the difference is the law where you can actually leave your husband and go get your own job. They wanted to leave back then. A lot of them did leave back then, didn't divorce on paper. They were still married. He was an estranged husband or she was an estranged wife, but they were not living together. So it's not on paper that they were divorced. That's what you missing, my brother. That's what you're missing.
No, I'm not missing that. So this
you are.
Here's the problem.
That's a fact. People were living estranged. How many people here right now? I'm estranged from my wife for 20 years. They're still married on paper, but they're estranged. They're still not together. They had nothing to do for the feminist movement. Something you got to get into the facts of everything.
He doesn't
You're
want
talking
to
about it on surface. You're not talking about it in the way you should be. You're talking surface at people.
She's
you can't
incorrect.
Surface and call it a fact.
She's
you
incorrect.
can't do that.
Absolutely.
She's incorrect because she's going off of this. The problem. What she's going off of is exceptions to the rule. That's incorrect.
It's not exception to the rule. That's a fact.
No, that's not a fact. That's why
okay.
you want
to pull it up?
Show me any fact of that ever happening. There's no facts on that because that's exceptions to the rule, right? And regardless of women,
I'll give you a clear indication. John F. Kennedy was married to Jackie, right?
You're missing the point.
Right?
These are exceptions to the rule.
Did he not have Marilyn too? Jackie could have left, right?
Men
she was on a divorce rate, right? She chose to stay. That wasn't a happy marriage. She chose to stay because she felt like she had no rights outside of him, or she wasn't gonna have money outside of him. Whereas today, those women know I don't have to stay in this him cheating, him lying, him hitting on me. I don't have to anymore. That's the difference. That's the difference. If men do right in their marriage, if men are acting like a servant to their wives as well, because that's what a marriage is, because I am married. So I will tell you from a marriage standpoint, it's not just me serving my husband. My husband serves me too.
It's on both ends, baby. That's the problem. It was too many of these men trying to be in control of women instead of treating them like equal partners in this partnership. A marriage is a partnership.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Are you married? No, I bet you aren't. You don't even have a relationship.
Here's the thing.
I can tell. I am married. You can't tell a married woman how it actually is and how a married woman should act in a marriage. You're talking to one. You want to ask questions? I can help you. What you think it is going to be is not what it's supposed to be.
No, he's not.
And you said
lying.
that men just want looks and all. You're alive. A man wants an empire. He wants an empire. He wants his generation after him to be well off and better. So he's going to add a woman that complements that. Period. That's why you will see these celebrity men, they be with women for 10 years with no marriage. Because you know why? He realized she can't bring anything to the empire as a whole. They care about generational wealth. That's why you see a lot of these white people stay in their marriages. It's about the generational wealth. When I die, what does my son have? What does my daughter have? When they die, what do my grandchildren gonna have? That's what they think about. That's what me and my husband think about, because we are in a partnership to build an empire together. Right. And I had more money than my husband when I met him. I didn't think less of him at all. Okay. He'll tell you in a heartbeat I had more money than him. But you know what? I knew that he had the potential of empire. So has he added to my value? Hell yeah, I make more money with my husband than I did alone. And he makes more now he's with me. It's a partnership, bro. Okay. Legacy is the important part of that. Men care about legacy, and tell me they don't.
Am I gonna cut that? I want to cut you off.
I'll let you go.
All right. Now, for us to have a healthy debate, right? A healthy discourse, it got to be you talk first, I listen. Mm-hmm. I talk, you listen without interjecting, okay?
All right, go ahead, your turn.
All right. So this is it, right? The problem is everything you said is a fallacy. Why? Because first of all, you're already starting off from the wrong precedent. You're attributing everything to yourself. I mean, your whole argument was go back to you, right? And the world is bigger than you. Female solipsism is why you can't understand my argument. The problem is, first of all, marriage is not a partnership at all. It's the man. There can't be, for any relationship to work, whether even in business, there has to be one head, one final decision maker. It can't be two. It don't work that way. Even in a business, even in a plane, there's a pilot and a co-pilot. There's one decision maker. You are an assistant to your husband. You're a dutiful servitude, wife, in servitude to your husband. This is across all religious texts, the Quran, the Bible, etc. All religious texts say the same thing. Why? Because women are supposed to be servitude to their husbands. On top of that, now, back in the days, women were married to their husband at an alarming rate, whereas now they're not. It ain't because of what you said about someone they couldn't leave. Whether they could leave or not is irrelevant regardless, because either way, it was motives are less important than outcome. They were married. Women understood building a legacy was important. I'm not leaving my husband. Also, it wasn't easy to find a man who's going to provide and protect and provide for you. Whereas now, women don't care about that because women make their own money now. Before women made their own money, they appreciated being married to a husband. They were actual wives before. That's the difference. Whereas now they're not. 9 times out of 10, most women are not marriage material. This is why most men won't commit. This is why most men don't see the need to commit, because marriage benefits the woman. And the women understood that back then, where now they don't care about marriage. Women themselves want to be married and don't respect the ideology of being married. They want a husband without being a wife nowadays. They want to be his equal. When being my equal doesn't fucking work. You're not my equal. You're my woman. You're staying in a woman's place. The problem is women have now deviated from that path to where now they want to be in a man's place. Well, we know that shit doesn't work because the stats show us it doesn't work. Women themselves complain about men being more feminine. Why? Because you're in your masculinity, you're attracting feminine fucking men. Do some marriages where you say
lies? My husband is the most masculine, strong man you will ever meet in your life.
Stop.
Like, what are you talking about? A strong man knows what he adds to a marriage.
We just said we
don't call my husband weak. You gotta be careful.
We just said we call each other off. I didn't speak about your fucking husband. Nobody cares about your fucking husband. I'm speaking in general. What I'm saying is, in general, don't even mention your husband or you. You keep putting everything back in yourself. I don't know why. You are irrelevant.
You said when you're a masculine woman, you have a weak man, right? I'm a masculine woman. If you in your way of speaking, I'm a masculine woman.
Wait, one, we discussed not cutting each other off, and you agree to that, and here you are cutting me off. That's one. 2, again, I'm speaking in general. This is why women get triggered. Because what I'm saying happens to tie into their own personal lives, so they get triggered by what I'm saying. I need to check and hear this part. This is why they get triggered. It's because what I'm saying ties into their own personal fucking lives to where it bothers them what I'm saying. I'm not speaking about you. I don't know what the fuck you got going on in your marriage or your life, nor do I give a fuck. What I'm speaking about in general, and a general
and you're generally wrong.
Okay, I don't care about your life. But I'm speaking in general.
No, you're generally not my life. Generally, you're wrong.
No, I can
you have yet to speak that men care about legacy. I've not heard you say that yet.
You keep cutting me off, number one.
And that was not just me. I ain't talking about my person. I said all men.
Keep cutting me off, number one.
You ain't answer that question.
Can I talk? I'll let you talk.
And I know you done it to other women before. I hear you, but if you're gonna speak, you're not speaking generally. You got to remember that if you're gonna speak, you didn't answer anything when it came. So I said, when all men think of a legacy first.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk number one. And two, I'm speaking generally. Literally, you're speaking about yourself the whole time. So what I'm saying is, in general, right? Men and women want different things. Women keep asking me, "Oh, you're not married. You don't have a wife." I'm not a woman. A man's success is not measured on a woman on a wife. A woman's success.
It is.
No, it's not. This is the problem.
You're wrong.
I already know.
You're wrong. You use the Bible. Do you want to know what the Bible says about a man who finds a wife?
Not until I'm done speaking, no. Because it's my turn to talk. So no,
okay.
Right now.
I don't know who you deal with or how you deal with them, but you won't deal with me on here on this platform like that. So that's not going to work here. But you use the Bible as a reference point, and you keep saying how women's supposed to be the men. But according to God, actually, when a man finds a wife, he finds favor with the Lord. Period. She's a prize to him. She's a treasure with the Lord. So
can I talk now, please? Because you spoke, and I didn't get a chance to speak yet.
There's more to a woman than just anything that you're saying, according to God himself. The same reference please? You used earlier today.
Can I speak, please? Can I speak, please? Thank you. And this is why what you're saying is fallacy, right? This is the problem. This is where women look like accountability. She's saying that nonsense, right? But what she forgot to mention is God also said you should be a fucking virgin going to your husband. Every religious
and a man's supposed to be a virgin as well. So let's do it.
No.
Let's do it. No, let's do it. Let's do it. They're both supposed to be virgins because when you have sex outside of marriage, you're a fornicator. They're both supposed to be virgins. So God don't say that?
Can I please speak?
Come on now. Stop it. If you're going to say it, you're going to have to say it right.
Can I get my fair turn? Didn't nobody rush you?
All right. Don't speak lies.
And I have the same respect in return. Whenever I'm speaking, you can continue when I'm done. It's just called respect. I give you that respect. What I'm saying is, right? And this is why you get triggered because you think it to yourself. What I'm saying is, in every religious text across the board, they shun female promiscuity. This is why women wear a white dress, not the man. Men are expected to have experience. They want to have a man with experience. A woman with experience is repulsive. The more body you have, the less value you have to a man. It's not the same way around. We're not the same. The problem is your precedent of where you have your life based upon, the foundation is fucked up in a way. Why? And I don't just mean you, I mean women in general. Women in general. Why? Okay. Because women in general think they're equal to a man. The moment you have that concept is where your whole precedent is fucked up. This is why
neither one of us equal at all. There's certain areas where men are stronger and women are weaker. There's certain areas where women are stronger and men are weaker. We balance each other out. That's why it's called a partnership for a reason. When you're weak, I'm strong in that area. Where I'm weak, you're strong in that area. That's how that's supposed to work. That's Bible.
Right? Again, what I'm saying is men and women are not the same. Right? We don't have the same, nothing is the same. We're not equal in any way, nor should a man treat you as his fucking equal. The problem is nowadays men do treat their women as their equal. And that's where the problem is. Because nowadays men are saying, well, I pay bills, bitch, you pay bills too. We should be paid together because we equal nowadays. So now the problem is women want to hear equal, but they don't really want equal. If I told you equal sounds good on paper, but if equal was the reality, you pay for half that fucking date.
We actually agree that it's not equal. I just said it was imbalanced. I disagree with you on that one.
Let me finish speaking. Again, I'm talking. Whereas if we were equal, you would pay half of that date.
Negative.
The problem is that's called being a partner. Half and half.
Negative.
That's a partner.
Negative.
Again, the problem is women don't really want a partner. They want to say that shit when it benefits them. And when the bills come around, partnership go out the fucking window. Every single time across the board. Right? And the moment she thinks of Swazland, play that partnership, she loses resentment towards you. Right? I'm speaking in general, not you. Please stop interjecting about with the negative and all that other nonsense. What I'm saying is, in general, women.
I can do what I want to do over here. You off the camera. We don't know what your body language is doing. I can do exactly what I want to do. One thing you will not do is control my reaction. I won't say nothing, but I'll still make the face if I need to. So you can't tell me what not to do. So keep talking and put your face back in the camera. Why are you out the camera, my bro?
I said interjecting. I didn't say
everybody else is in it, but everybody else is in the camera but you. You want to judge me based on my body language. I ain't said one word. You called out my body language. So get in the camera too, bruh.
This is why listening is fundamental. I never mentioned your body language one time. I said interjecting. Who mentioned your body language? Where did you even hear body in my conversation? See, you're not even listening. You just keep interjecting.
Because I ain't say a damn word, and you still made mention of it. You said with your face. Did you not just say with your face?
You mean somebody that, first of all, you said a bunch of words, and I didn't say face. I said interjections.
It will be too.
I don't know what your face is doing right now. You're not even listening. You keep cutting me off. But this is why you can't even understand the argument, because you're listening to be triggered. You're listening to respond rather than listen to the actual argument and hear what I'm saying. You can't even embrace what I'm saying because your whole thing is to respond immediately. That's the issue right there, which is not just your fault. A lot of women suffer from that problem.
Don't sum me up. Thank you. Go ahead.
A lot of women suffer from that problem. But what I'm saying is, in general, women and men, the problem is once a woman sets up a foundation on the premise of us being partners and equal, you've already fucked up as a woman. Because now you're gonna treat me as if I'm equal, and I'm not your fucking equal. And then the problem is it doesn't work. Now, do men submit to that dumb shit? Sure. But 9 times out of 10, it ain't a man of value. Almost 9 times out of 10. I know this for a fact. I don't even gotta know, right? A man tolerates a woman's certain behavior, I already know he's a weak, feeble man. Because a man is in check, has his woman in check. She's never gonna embarrass him online or look like a certain way or do a certain thing in the street or put hands on a man in the street or whatever she's doing. I know this for a fucking fact. Because his woman's in line, because he's in line. A lot of men are incompetent, and their women are what. If you want to show me, you want to see a weak man or a man that has deficiencies, look at his fucking woman. A woman is the direct reflection of a man. A woman with certain problems tells you that man what's going on with that man, without even having a conversation with that nigga. You can just tell the type of man she's dealing with ahead of time, because only a certain kind of man will tolerate those behaviors. Nowadays, like I said, nowadays things have changed. What changed it was feminism itself has destroyed every community, but specifically it demolished the black community. You can go.
You know everything that you're saying is regurgitation, right? We've heard it time and time again with no actual basis. You said when a man is in line, his woman will be in line. How does a man become in line? How does he know how to be a man? But knowing where his foundation lies, which is in God, the one that you keep trying to use, the Bible, as an example. And I keep hearing people talking about it's not a partnership. You said if it's a true equal partnership, let's say you call it equal partnership. That's you put a condition on it when it's an equal partnership. You said in a business, they're going to go half and half. There's many of businesses with CEOs and CFOs where they're partners. We'll take Apple, for example. Steve Jobs did not create Apple. He is not the creating force or mind behind Apple. He put the money up, though. All of the money, but his partner was the actual creator. Why we actually have these Apple phones and all this stuff today is because of his original partner who started the first computer. That man put no money up. Steve Jobs was all of the money. They still were equal partners. So there's not always go half and half on money, go half and half on cooking, go half and half on cleaning. No, it's what do you contribute to the business to make it successful? Makes you a partner. So understand that. Since you want to talk logic, I went logic with Apple. That wasn't emotional. Just so you understand. Very logical. Steve Jobs, the money. The other dude was the innovator. He was the mind. But that is what we know Apple to be today. They didn't go half and half, but yet they still were partners. So when you're talking about a partnership, when it comes to marriage, they contribute according the best way possible. So yeah, I might not go half and half with my husband. Maybe I'll go 70% of the bill sometime. Maybe he'll do 30. That just happens what that was that 1 week. Might be 2 weeks where he may contribute more, I may contribute less. That's the partnership aspect behind it. And you keep going back to this time of the feminist movement, but I keep explaining to you again. It's just called laws, sweetheart. It's called laws. You got to think about it now. If the Indian women today had a law where they can actually talk back to their men and not be penalized or beat and put in jail or whatever the case may be, they would do it too. I have clients every day who are Indian, white, and such. Those women talk right back to their husbands. They tell them what they're going to do and what they're not going to do as well, because they're protected by a certain law that allows them the benefit to actually do it. They've always done it. They always felt the need to do it, but they were afraid. It was in fear. And you shouldn't operate in any kind of relationship, whether it's business or whether it's personal, in fear. You can't. So if you got your woman fearing you, not all right, you want to interject or you want to go now? Because I'll stop. I'll let you go if you want to respond to what I said.
Okay.
Okay. You can't operate at a place of fear. Also, Bible. So if you're going into a marriage telling Shorty, you're going to bow down to me, I'm the man. I mean, she's operating out of fear. You're not going to get that full capability of that woman out of fear. Well, when she can operate from a safe place, you'll get everything you need. That's the problem with the marriages today. That's why they're ending. Nobody wants to operate at a place of fear. We were never designed that way. Before you get with your wife, before she gets with you, she's in subjection to somebody, and that somebody should be God. And when it is, she realizes she's not supposed to operate out of fear. So that way she knows when she meets a man, he's supposed to operate from a certain place too, that she can also get on the same page with him. We need to stop saying the Bible, especially if you're not well-versed or well-read on it, that is saying, wives, be subject to your husband. But it also says, husbands, be subject to your wives. As you treat yourself, also treat your wife. It says both have to be subject to each other. You can't take one part. There's many, many parts of the Bible that go together. You'll read some in the Proverbs that's also in the New Testament, that's over in the Old Testament. You got to read it in entirety. You can't just take the part you like out of it and expand on just that part when there's so many other parts that go right with it. Come on. We got to stop doing that. So, yeah, no emotional here. That was logic. Your turn.
All right. So one, you were wrong about this, the Steve Jobs shit completely, but that's really irrelevant. I'm not going to expand on that, right?
I'll pull up the facts. It's online.
It's not. You're wrong.
Okay, it's online. And it's movies out.
But
well, go ahead.
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, right, the problem is, and what's more important is, the problem is women and men. The Bible. The problem is the Bible is. I'm using it because I'm speaking about gender roles. Gender roles work and existed for a reason. Gender roles maintain order. Now we don't have gender roles, so there's no more order. I'm using Bible because Bible also, Bible, the Quran, whatever. I don't gotta even read the Bible. The Quran, any other religious text, the Torah, all speak about the fucking gender roles. Gender roles exist for a reason. The women knew her place in the house. The women knew her place completely. Whereas now, women don't know their place nowadays. Women will battle and combat a man in a heartbeat. Why? Because there's no more place in it. Women nowadays feel like they are equal or are a man themselves. They are partners with a man. It doesn't work. A relationship where women think she's your partner can never work because she thinks she has the final decision just like you. And it can't work. You cannot see me as your equal partner if I'm your fucking leader.
Can I say something, bro? I'll let y'all rock. I'll let y'all rock. I'm playing with my father's word. And that's when you told Swaz, right? So then we're gonna take it there. Because this is where we're going now, JP.
Well, he opened the floor for it. I didn't go there. I don't know what he
Ephesians
said.
5:22-24. Wives.
Hold on, I gotta pull up my word. You can't just be bringing up word and I'm pulling up my word.
5:22-24. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. I'm gonna repeat myself. Wives, submit yourselves unto your husband as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife. I'm going to repeat myself. For the husband is the
Where's
head
the rest
of
of the
wife,
scripture, bro?
even as Christ is the head of the church. They gave you a relatable scripture just to let you know, just in case you didn't know how to honor your husband. He said the way you honor.
Where's the rest of it?
I'm giving you a
okay, got you.
And I'm gonna continue it. Because what we're doing is wait. We diluting the word, and so we're gonna.
No, you cannot say on one part. That's why
we're gonna give it its entirety, right? This is the word.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
So it says Christ is the head of the church, right? The same way. You want to honor your husband the same way. And he is the savior of the body. They even emphasize, just in case you didn't know what Christ was, he is the savior of the body. So you honor him, you respect him, you cherish him, right? Then it says, therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their husbands in everything. Not some things, not one thing, not that thing, not the other thing. Everything.
Facts.
Everything.
Where's the rest? Where's the rest?
I gave it to you.
No,
Let's keep
see,
it there.
this is what I be talking about. Taking one and expanding
I
and
just
leaving it
gave
there.
it to you.
So, no, I got you. Where's the
Swaz.
one when it
The
says
problem
what
is she
husband
don't
be
want to accept being
subjected
a
to your
submissive
wife?
woman.
No.
She's an equal to a man.
See,
She's a man's
that's the
equal.
part. I just explained it, and Swaz, you did the same exact thing I just explained. You cannot take one instance in the Bible and not connect it with another. Where is the scripture?
No.
No.
Each story.
Where is
Wait.
the?
Each story in
Go
the
ahead.
Bible. Each manifest in the Bible is a different account. They do not all intersect.
All right,
They
y'all
are
give me a
telling the
second,
same
because
story,
we ain't
right,
about to
from
do that.
different perspectives. Different
She
perspectives.
wants to be
You
equal
can't.
to a
I
man.
can't
That's the
connect.
problem.
It
I
doesn't
didn't
work
say
that way.
that. Why do you keep putting words in my mouth, Shorty? Everybody heard me.
Her
Ain't nobody.
president. Her
No, that's
president.
not what
Wait,
I
let me
said.
finish.
I said we're not
Let me
equal in
finish.
certain things. I agreed.
Hold on, wait, hold
Clearly,
on.
I said
What
that
I'm saying is,
earlier.
what I'm saying is, her president is, we're partners and we equal. The problem is, we're
No,
not
I didn't
partners.
say that. Look,
Wait,
no. What we're not
no,
gonna do
wait,
is
I'm gonna
hear
see what
what
you're
I
saying.
said.
Hold
I
on,
never said we were
wait, I'm gonna see
equal.
what you're
I think
saying.
everybody on here
I'm
heard me
speaking in
say
general.
we are not equal.
Listen for a minute. What I'm saying is, the problem is, the president of we're all equal. The problem is with her,
But we're
she mentioned
not.
earlier, we finished. Earlier, she mentioned earlier, me and my husband are partners. The problem is, that
We are.
partnership shit, that's why, that partnership shit is a fallacy for all men to listen to. Why? Because she's not your fucking partner. She's not your fucking equal. Women
Wait.
ought to be your wife. Your
Yo, bro,
dutiful
she not gonna
servant to your
listen
wife.
to you. Listen, bro, I'm gonna give it to her where she want it from. I'm gonna give you your part now, JP, because I ain't no stuck. I don't ride the middle. You heard? Listen, husbands, love your wives, just as
No.
Christ. Wait, you getting it? This is number
Let me.
25. It's the
Where my
next
other
verse.
phone
It's
at?
the next verse. Husbands, love
Men
your
ought to be the
wives,
head.
just as Christ loved the church and gave
Here we go.
himself up
All
for
right,
her,
got my
to
computer.
make her holy, cleansing her by
I got y'all.
washing with water
I
through the
got
word.
y'all.
Listen to what he's telling us to do as husbands. Husbands, love your
I'm listening.
wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by washing with water through the word. Through the word. Not just some random shit. Through the word. Like, if I'm supposed to instruct you, it's supposed to be through the word. Like, I ain't just supposed to get random thoughts from random
Hold on.
folks. It's supposed to be through this. You understand? So this is why a lot of
Uh-huh.
people are so apprehensive about taking people's instruction, because it's not based in any foundation. Y'all all guessing.
Oh, I ain't guessing.
I'm not talking to you. Don't
Oh,
put the
okay.
shoe on if it's not fitting. I'm just saying in general, right? So now we go into this. Then it says with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church,
Likewise. Okay.
without stain
Peter.
or wrinkle or any blemish, but holy
First
and
Peter.
blameless. Look, this is what it's asking of men. As a radiant church, without stain or wrinkle or any blemish, but holy and blameless. This is what she's saying. She's saying men are supposed to reach a certain level before they even go and try and take on a wife. They should be coming to her without stain, wrinkle, or any blemishes, holy and blameless. You understand? A lot of men not doing it. Let's be honest. They come and stained in the mud. As a matter of fact, y'all like the new shit. Y'all like dudes dirty and filthy and shit. Yes? Okay. So,
No.
after all, no one ever hated their own body, but they feed and care for their body just as Christ does the church. For we are members of his body. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh.
Become one.
This is a profound mystery, but I'm talking about Christ and the church. However, each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself. And the wife
Right.
must respect
Thank you.
and
Thank
the
you. That's the
wife
one.
must respect her husband.
Exactly.
Facts.
Simple.
But it
The
also,
problem
what does
is,
it say? Well, go ahead.
Simple. A lot of you are not wanting to be led because it's not from the word. Simple. Simple.
well,
Every time a
that's also
man,
it.
But
But
the
every
husband
listen, wait,
says,
listen.
it
Every
does
time,
say the
but
husband
every
also
time a
submit
man
himself
has
to
a
the wife,
magic,
right?
every time a man has a magical idea, right, and tries to run it past you, if it's not rooted in foundation, naturally you're gonna
Right.
challenge it. That's what women do. You challenge
But it's
but
not
ideas. It's
rooted in
not
foundation.
there's
wait,
nothing
Correct.
wrong
listen,
with that. There's nothing wrong with
wait,
challenging.
Swaz,
But
that's
now,
not the
if he
problem.
can't bring it back to the word, if he can't reroute you back to the word, say, this is why I emphasize it this way. Huh? It's not just because
Well,
there's some shit I'm feeling emotional about. I'm gonna even let y'all get that, right? I'm feeling emotional about this. I want my wife to do this. Nah, that's not how it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be rooted in the word. That way, when you're
Right.
not around, she can then go study it for herself and see what message she gets from it, and then she can use the word and
Mm-hmm.
say, "Listen, I seen this, huh? How do you feel
Mm-hmm.
about that?"
and
And if you were
wait,
challenging each other with the word, I guarantee you there'd be less argument, there'd be less frustration, there would be more
And
marriage.
that's the point. And that's the
Simple.
point.
but
Now,
see,
it's on you, bro.
Swaz,
Go.
Swaz. The thing is, right?
Thank you,
Let's
Swaz,
now
for
let's
bringing
take
it
it
up.
away from now. We can say the word, right? But let's. Some people are not about
about Jesus Christ. Some people are Muslim. Some people are this. Some people are that. Hedonism. The problem is every religious text says the same thing, right? The one thing they have in common is the wife is to serve her fucking husband.
Negative.
Period.
That's
She's
not what it says. If that's what you got
stop,
from it, then you need to read again.
Stop. No, there's other parts
That's
of the
not what Swaz just read.
Stop. I just said, you're not listening. Let me finish speaking. I'm talking about in general. In general. Every religious text relates to the woman serving the wife. If you read the whole Bible, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see it in there. She's the way you serve to her husband, a dutiful wife, and servitude to her husband. It's a fact.
Okay.
So
wait, you know Jesus served, right?
Hold on.
Jesus was a server. That's how he led, by serving.
Hold on.
You do know that, right?
Man, Jesus still washed regular people's feet. Like,
and that was his best version of leadership, was serving. If you want to be a leader, you have to know how to serve.
Hold on, wait. When you're cutting me off, two.
The man's supposed to be the leader, right?
He has to serve. Stop. I'm talking about in the context of a relationship. You're not listening.
Yeah, in a relationship.
I'm thinking in a relationship. That's all I'm thinking about right now anyway. It's a relationship. In a relationship, the woman is to be served her husband. That is it. That's the only way it works. The moment
who is being led by the Lord?
Listen for a minute. The moment she is not serving her husband, whether you believe in God, Allah, whether you believe in a bunch of other fucking gods, whether you believe in whatever you believe in, Scientology, the moment a wife thinks she's not serving you, the moment a wife does what the fuck she want to do, she is fucking useless to you. A woman is not useless to you if she's not serving you. It doesn't work.
And if a man does not know how to serve, he is useless as a leader.
No, wait,
catch that. Catch that. If a man does not know how to serve, he is useless as a leader. That's why Jesus led by example, by serving.
Okay.
He said, in this position, I'm a server, but it means he was showing leadership.
Here's the difference, though, right? No, listen carefully. You're speaking about, I'm talking about in general, right? I'm talking about even if somebody wasn't religious, even if it wasn't about God, even if you were believing in Allah, even if you were a Scientologist, even if you were an atheist, if a woman is not serving you, it does not work. No matter what you believe in or don't believe in. The woman is not serving you, it can't work. Why? Because women have to see you as a superior, as a leader to her. If she doesn't see you as that,
and how does she do that,
Stop, wait. For women
wait. Yo, hold that thought. I think somebody's reporting a lie. Everybody follow the squares in case I gotta restart this shit.
They doing what?
I see everybody spinning, but I hear everybody perfectly. So
I follow everybody. I just follow Auntie because I wasn't following her before, but I got it.
So everybody follow everybody. Make sure y'all follow everybody because I gotta restart it again.
Okay.
Okay, but what is the woman does not serve responsibility in order to get a woman?
It's to protect and provide for you. That is his job.
No, in the Bible, we're talking about.
Listen. The Bible, a man's job is to protect and provide for you. This is why, right? No, he was talking about the Bible. I'm speaking in general.
But what is he providing?
Not everybody believes in the Bible, so I can't speak.
Okay, leave the Bible out. Let's leave the Bible out. Let's keep it general. What is he providing, Zeus?
Now, I can use the Bible as a context just for in case you're a Christian or not, but all religious texts have the same thing in common. Even outside, is the woman should serve the man. That's the only way it works. The moment a man's serving you and submitting to you, it doesn't fucking work.
Nobody said that.
I think we have a disconnect.
I didn't say anyone said that. You're not listening.
So you gotta stay on the topic.
Do you? Okay, what's providing? Okay, listen. Let me get to understanding. What do you believe providing is?
Providing security in all contexts.
Okay, and what context? You say in all contexts? Can you elaborate?
Creating excess resources for you, providing you.
So it's money. You talking about money? That's his own. That's how he provides his own money.
Even before, so I'm gonna give you an example. Before money, back a millennia ago, back in the hunter-gathering days, we provided food, excess calories for you and your children while we go on a hunt. That's providing in itself. It don't gotta be money. Money.
So you believe?
Wait, hold on. I'm answering your question. Money's only now because of modern day times, but we have fiat currency. Before fiat currency, we provided other things to you.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's a man's job is to provide. If you're fucking a guy and he's only giving you sex and nothing else, he's not providing any security, any type of whatever else, you're gonna have an issue with it over time. Eventually. Why? Because women seek security value. Women are hardwired towards security because of a millennial programming. You crave it. You need it. A man who's not providing more than sex to you is worthless to you. Just like a woman who's not providing for a woman for a man it's different. A woman who's not providing sex is useless to him unless it's in a wife context to which she provides other things to him. But it's typically in a wifey's role. That's the difference.
So,
We're not
okay,
the
so
same in any
correct
way.
me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what you're stating is, and we'll talk about not in the context of money. A man provides basically the money, the food, or whatever it is. If it was old times, they would go out there and hunt. So you were saying the woman's only position was to cook it? The men
No,
didn't cook it?
no. What I'm telling you is, men provide. A man's job is to protect and provide, to make sure that you and your children are provision for. That's a man's
Okay.
job, right?
And what's the
Now,
woman's?
a woman's job was to serve her husband, was to be in servitude to her husband. That's her
How
job.
did she do that?
Whether
Okay, how
she's
did she do that? Give me
Every
examples,
man,
like you did with
so
the
every man
men.
has different things where you can add value to his life. So adding value to his life, if we're going to use modern day context, but it could be sex. It could be giving him peace, submitting to him, complying to his authority, so that way he's able to facilitate his will and lead your ass. It's different things, right? But the main thing is for a woman to be domesticated, providing a household and a peaceful home to which she can come home to. Men do not, and not being quarrelsome. Every religious text, even outside, mention a woman who's quarrelsome can't work. So a woman who's
Okay.
combative doesn't work. This is why women
Okay,
who
so
are,
a man should also provide sex. He should also provide peace. He should also provide a safe place, the same way the woman is. So aren't they both doing the same thing? We just got a different title on it?
What I'm saying is women who live in his place need to make sure it's peaceful. That's the difference, right? Women need to make sure she's
Okay.
not bringing combativeness. She's not challenging his authority every fucking 5 seconds. She's
But he
not
has to
challenging
provide
his...
the same peace, right?
No. For men, he has to protect and provide for you. He has to make sure that you live in peaceful times. To make sure
Okay, I'm gonna give you. I'll give you an. Okay, let me just ask you in a manner of the circumstance. So if a woman, her husband went to work all day, right, and she's
Okay.
made sure all the kids are quiet, everything like that, and peaceful environment. It's just quiet. It's nice candles burning around, nice aura. You don't hear no noise. He comes in, man. Fuck this shit. I hate my job. Da, 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 da. He done disturbed the whole damn peace she done set. So shouldn't he have also came in with the same peace, so that way it stays peaceful?
Wait, say that one more time. Say that one more time. Your phone cut out. Say that one more time.
I said if a woman provided the space of peace for a man when he came in from work, he had a long day at work, whatever. Kids down, it's quiet, nice aura, just a good energy. It's peaceful as hell. Like it's quiet. And he comes in on the rah-rah. Yo, I had a hard day. Da, 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 da. Isn't he disturbing the peace she just set? Shouldn't he be providing peace when he steps in so it stays a peaceful environment?
Again, all right. First of all, emotional men is a fucking problem, right? So to me, no man should be fucking emotional in general. No should be complaining about his problems to a woman. That's to be to his boys. That's how men should be, right? An emotional man, just to me, is just it's just egregious, right? A man should be stoic at all times, right?
That's the thing,
Now,
yeah.
yeah. That's what I said to me, right? This is me. Now, so and there's many things where we can look at, right? But it's also anecdotal to where we can see where emotional men don't work. But again, this is just me. Now, what I would say is, for me, it would be more pursued, right? Because this is more anecdotal against some women like certain things. But what I would say is, any scenario where you have an emotional man, it's not ideal. Men are to be men. Men are to be stoic. Men are to be, you know what I mean, someone you can rely on. If he's emotional, he's crumbling under pressure about some shit at work. He's just emotional. He needs to go to his guys. You need to trust him. Whatever he's telling you, his leadership is always in logic, not in emotion. So you know what I mean. So I would think that's bad in any sense, in my opinion. Again, but this is my opinion.
I mean, I can agree to that.
Yeah. That's your opinion. I believe that a man, unless I'm not saying be overly emotional. Let's be clear, because a man should be emotional. Period. He should have some form of emotion to something. I don't want like if it's a woman, she don't want a man just She wants him to be passionate. That's emotion. You have to show some form of emotion. So you got to have it in line. Just like women don't need to be overly emotional, she has to have it in line. It's how you use your emotion. Are you using it in its strengths? Are you using it in its weakness? Is the problem. So yeah, men should definitely have emotion. And the reason why we know this is because if we want to go science-based, we are both built with estrogen and testosterone. Estrogen is a more feminine emotion part of a man chemicals makeup, and testosterone is the more masculine version of the makeup, but it exists in both of us. You have to use it in its strengths and its weaknesses. And what we see 9 times out of 10 is men operating in their place we're using it in its weakness, not its strengths. And so women fight against that. Because you have to know when to be soft with me. You have to know how to talk to me. You can't rah at me. You got to be like, yo, baby, what's good? Like, how you feeling? That's coming from a place of emotion. That's not coming from a place of logic. That's coming from a place of emotion. I know I got to talk a little soft with my sister so she can hear me. You know, I know I got to talk a little soft to my wife so she can talk to me. I know I got to talk a little soft to my daughter so she can relate. So he is using emotion. So he is using emotion. He's using it in a strength, not a weakness.
No, see, I think you're conflating it too, right? You're conflating emotion with the way he talks. Men are naturally aggressive. Men are naturally aggressive, right? They're dominant. So him
And
speaking
that's
in a
an
certain way,
emotion. You do know that.
What did you say, Zeus? Men are what?
men are natural aggressors and dominant. They're naturally for that. It's part of being masculine, right? So it's imperative for a woman to speak gentle. It's imperative for a woman to speak softly to a man, not the other way around. That's the difference.
No,
It's
this is why we
imperative
have
for you
to
to- because-
discord.
No, let me speak. I'm telling you right now. Why it's imperative? Because you want to be a feminine woman at all times. That's the difference. Whereas a man is not expected to be feminine. Being gentle is elective for a man. It's not necessary. Because a man can get his point across whether he's gentle or not. The difference between a woman is it's mandatory for you to be gentle if you want to be a feminine woman. Most women nowadays don't want to be feminine, so they don't give a fuck how they come off. It's cool. But when a man doesn't give a fuck, it's different than when a woman doesn't give a fuck. A woman doesn't give a fuck, it's a fucking problem.
So I
A
have
man that doesn't give a fuck is simply sometimes seen as attractive.
It's not
Why? 'Cause he won't
mandatory
bend.
for
I'm
us
gonna
to
tell you
be
why.
gentle.
Because he won't bend to somebody else's will. He's a man that moves on his own accord. Whereas a woman that moves on her own accord speaks is fucking a problem. She's probably promiscuous. She likes discipline as a woman. She has bad behaviors. All these things speak when she lacks the discipline.
You
Whereas a
breaking
man
up,
doesn't
bro.
need it. Hold on, can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. When a woman that lacks discipline speaks that she's promiscuous, she has certain behaviors, all these things that make her unattractive.
Anger
Because
is an emotion.
a man who moves on his own accord is seen as more attractive because he gets to move on his own accord.
It's not a requirement for a woman to be gentle, though. I'm sorry.
No.
There's a place and a time when she's going to get aggressive. If
No.
somebody tries to steal your baby, you're not going to, please give it back to me. Please give it back to me. You're going to buck up. That's what she has to bring out that masculine energy. It's a time and a place.
Wait, hold on. You're speaking in a weird fucking... This is what I mean by women going to the extreme, right? Like, come on. We talk about in general in the conflict of relationship. We're not talking about...
Okay, let me not talk about women. Let me ask women.
I'm not done yet, though. What I'm saying is, in general, women are expected to be gentle. It's part of being a feminine woman. You're saying
no, it's not.
No, it is.
It's not.
The problem is now
it's
been made to where... No, that's the problem. To where now it's been made not to be. It's always been that way. Women have never bucked up.
No, it hasn't.
Let me just finish real quick. Women have never bucked up ever. The problem is...
Jonah Arc.
Let me just finish real quick. Women have never bucked up ever till nowadays. Where now women feel liberated to where they can buck up on a man. To where they feel equal to a man. To where they feel like they're able to even beat
We would still be
shit.
slaves if Harriet Tubman was acting feminine or weak, as you say. We still be slaves, all of us.
How did that make her less feminine?
She acted in her masculinity, that's a part of her, because she has testosterone, that's a part of her, to make sure that we are no longer slaves. And she was like, please, Mr. White Man, don't kill us. Don't enslave us. We be slaves today. She acted in her masculine sense. That's a part of her natural dynamic.
No, the problem is this is what I mean by going to extremes, right? You're using an extreme situation.
That's not an extreme. That's just a fact.
No, we should defend herself and all rights and all that stuff. You're using the extremity to further validate your argument. That extremity is like, one is an exception to the rule. Two, there was a certain situation in which that wasn't even necessary, right? I'm speaking in the confines of a relationship. Y'all keep leaving that concept.
Don't say y'all.
In a relationship, she likes to couple people up. I know.
Well, you mentioned about a kid being snatched and all that weird shit. So you keep leaving the argument in order to make your argument. I'm speaking within the relationship.
I'm not leaving the argument. You're saying women's supposed to be this way.
You should be feminine, but you do what the fuck you want to do. Right? No one cares because
we react to what we're getting. See, that's what you're missing. We're reacting to what we're getting. If a man does, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
You got to remember, this is it's in everyone. It doesn't matter if it's just men. If there's two men arguing, right, and they're going back and forth, no one's gonna back down, right? That's just a natural reaction. That's not so much I'm a man, you a man, because if that's the case, y'all both operate. It's not gonna get nowhere. It's gonna be tussling all night. Eventually, both of y'all calm the hell down, and I want to say, act in your emotional sense, not logical emotional sense. Look, this is getting nowhere. You won, or we gonna take it. We both agree. Both of us lost. Whatever it is, y'all gonna get to that point where you're saying with a woman, if I was in the same combating, like me, let's say me and Auntie was arguing, and she swings on me, I'm supposed to act in a feminine. Oh my God, you know what? She swung. Let me not hit her back. No, I'm gonna act from that place of what I'm receiving. So when you're in a relationship, if a man is rah-rahing at a woman, her natural reaction is to put a defense up. I'm gonna rah-rah back. It's in both of us. You have you went past that, and I want to ask you, Zeus, do you believe that we
I'm
both
gonna
have
comment what you said
estrogen and
first.
testosterone?
Wait, let
Do
me
you
comment what
believe?
you said. Wait, hold on, let me comment what you just said first, right?
Go ahead.
Right? One, you just said, if a woman's trying to get crazy with her, she gotta get crazy back. The problem is, being a feminine woman, you shouldn't be put in that position in the fucking first place. If you were moving, again, this is what happened when women are not. This is
Look,
what happened with accountability.
women must
Right?
season their words with grace. Simple.
Exactly. Women are supposed to move in a certain way to where if you were a feminine woman, you wouldn't be. There's a lot of women who don't have fights all their lives. Why? Because they're moving a certain way. You're putting yourself in a position where, as a woman, you are able to have to fight. Men have to fight because we're competitors. So if there's a time where you may have to fight a guy, we're naturally competitive. There's also power struggles, all kind of shit. Women don't gotta fight for shit. The problem is y'all are choosing that.
We don't.
Y'all are choosing. Women, no, you don't really have to fight. No, you're choosing that. Now, you mentioned about if you're raped and all that weird shit. No, I don't mean shit like that.
I ain't talking about. I ain't say
I'm
that.
talking naturally. Naturally, no. If you're a feminine woman moving in your femininity, the chance of you having to fight is very slim to none. There are women who never fight, very much never ever even seen a fight day in their life. What
No,
I'm
that's a
telling
fact.
you
I
is,
spoke to women that have never had a fight before. That's a whole fact.
My
yeah, like
grandma never had a
many
fight.
women, again, typically is a certain kind of women, though, right? Let's be real here. But right? But what I'm telling you is, if you're not coming off aggressive, if you're not coming off, if you're speaking with grace, lack of aggression,
Really?
lack of hostility, lack of, and you haven't been through certain adversities, you're less prone to violence as a woman. You're less prone to being in a fight. Whereas if you've been through all that bullshit, you may be probably getting in a fight because you talk
So
kind of crazy.
what about girls that are getting bullied by boys?
Okay,
Is
here
she
we go.
not? I'm asking you because she's acting soft. She's not asking for competition. She gets beat up by a boy or getting a fight with a boy. Immediately you want to be like she was acting outside of her femininity when it happened.
Listen. Again, I don't know what the scenario was that happened before that, but I would say emotional women is a problem. Emotional women put hands on women. So let's go back to what I said earlier. Now I don't know the context of where that would happen at, but in general, men should not be putting hands on women, right? And emotional women, man is a problem. See how that works also? So it all goes together.
I think you miss the point when you're adding out emotion when you're not using it as a strength but a weakness. Then yes, you get that. It's not that emotion is the problem. Emotion is not the problem. It's what you do with that emotion that's the problem.
Yeah,
And
that's the
emotion
problem.
is
That's the problem.
right. So, but everybody to say men
Everyone
aren't
has
emotional
emotions.
was a lie.
Listen,
So can we at least get to that point
yeah,
that
we
men are
all
not
agree
emotional
that we
because
all
they
have
do
emotions,
have emotions.
but we don't want
No,
men
they're very
acting in their
emotional.
emotions. We don't want men acting in their emotions. You don't want that. It's dangerous.
God doesn't want anybody acting in
It's
their emotions.
dangerous.
Period.
No. Listen, I'm not disrespecting
Women
the
can be in
woman,
their
but
emotions, men can't.
the type of power that a man can exude in his emotions and not
Exactly.
contain can
Exactly. We agreeing.
listen, it could destroy.
Right.
Listen, a man could come out the freaking grocery store, have a bad day, and turn around and go in his car and think some of the craziest, wildest thoughts emotionally and go and act on them shits. And
And that's
everybody
him
will be
acting
savage,
in
right?
a weakness, not a strength.
Right,
But
agreed.
also, it's also a powerful thing when he acts in his emotion the right way, when he knows how to talk to a woman or respect her a certain way by using his emotion. Because how else do you tap into us? If you know that we're emotional creatures, how else will you tap into us? You can't talk to
But
us
he
logically.
doesn't want
You
to
got to
tap
get
in.
to a place of emotion.
He doesn't
Just like
want
with
to.
women, we
Wait.
can't just talk to you from a place of emotion. We also got to talk to you
He's not
logically.
trying to
That is
tap
part
in,
of
Mom.
you.
Listen, JP. He's not trying to tap in. He's not trying to tap in.
Tap into that.
He's not trying to tap in. He
You
wants
talking about Zeus?
He wants to provoke thought. He wants you to think about it. He wants you to challenge him. He wants his ideas to be challenged. He's not looking for you to completely understand. He just wants you to hear him. Get me?
Got you. All right, cool. That's
Okay.
why I was listening the whole time. See?
Okay. So he's not trying to receive right now.
Yeah, he's
Right.
not looking for. I've been telling everybody this for the last several days. He's not
Because
looking
I'm
for
about to say he
supporters.
jumped over 2 points.
Yeah, he ain't
He
looking
tried
for
to
no
jump over
supporters.
Apple. I went logical with the brother. He tried to jump over Apple, and
Nah,
I'm like,
he's
look.
looking for followers.
Swaz read
Okay.
from the Bible.
Thank you. Because I'm
When
sitting here
Swaz
like,
read from the Bible and it still didn't.
right? Because he started
like,
with,
oh, okay.
because he was ready to stop there when Swaz went with his end, but I'm like, Swaz, there's more. Keep going.
No, we good. I just want to.
I get okay.
JP,
So that's
you
where
did
he's at.
well.
He's not
You
gonna.
did
He's
well.
not a place of receiving.
Listen, you did
Right.
well. At least
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's
you
not
didn't
at
lose
a
a
place
cool.
of solution.
Nah, you're not
Absolutely
there.
not.
He's still built. Listen, he has, in my humble opinion, I don't think he's found his purpose yet. Right?
Not yet,
As
because
Right.
a
when you
man,
find it,
and so once you find that, right, then the arguments are less and few between, because if it's not laying on your purpose, then what we talking about, right? That's why I can
Basically.
easily just walk away from things, because I
okay,
know it's not serving my purpose. So like, all right, like how much time I'm gonna give some of this shit? Like
right.
it's not helping me,
It's
right?
not
And
conducive to what I got going on.
yeah, while
Okay.
he just figured out there's a wave he could put his surfboard in, and y'all glued,
I mean, it's just like what Kevin Samuels did. He's trying to be Kevin Samuels Jr. We see
y'all
it.
No,
glued.
I like Kevin Samuels though.
I mean, no. I got to be clear when I say that, because I know everybody be like, "Oh,
No,
I just
I
don't like.
like
I don't
Kevin.
like how he delivered. I don't like how he says certain things to certain demographics." But I think he was on point. I say the same stuff he
Hey,
says.
one second, JP. Hey,
So
listen, this joint,
I agree
this
in a
page
way.
is blocked, and somebody, whoever you got moderating Swaz, they got me. They
Danny,
got
I
me.
love you.
I
What are you
can't add
talking
up.
about? Who got paid you no mind? Wait, a second. What happened? I just read the
Who you got
comment.
moderating this joint?
Oh, the moderators will never be exposed. Come on, man. I'm on this
Okay,
shit.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
How
the
you gonna ask
moderators
He's
are
saying
somebody?
they're keeping him
blocking
out
me.
the
They are
live.
blocking
The
me from coming up on
moderator
my other
is
pages.
moderating. Were you in the comment section needing to be moderated, sir?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that when I try and add Cam up from my other
Uh,
pages,
uh.
it's blocked. But this one is not. So
No,
if this one cams down
uh,
because it's blocked,
mm.
I can't
Oh,
get
you
back up
think
on my
JP
other
got you
page because
blocked?
whoever moderating has me blocked as well.
No, well, I don't believe you got blocked, bro. I think it's something else.
Okay.
I believe it's something else. I'm just gonna go with what I think I know.
All right. Well, Polly, what you got to add to this? Because I saw you in the comment
Well,
section.
yeah. Now, first and foremostly, JP, you do such a way better job than your average girl at taking these, I would call them emotional shots, and being
Yeah.
able to think through them and present an argument on the other side. You know what I'm saying? You do
Man,
such a great job at that, so I want to commend you at that.
I'm still learning, y'all, because sometimes I will take it less on a person if they go too damn far. But yeah, I got you.
Yeah, facts. Because I mean, I see how women react, especially to the guy Zeus. You know what I'm saying? They don't. This type of reaction where he's presented with other facts to go
Mhm.
against his argument, and it actually turns into a conversation. I
Mhm.
could appreciate that shit over and over and over again, especially from any woman, especially our black women.
Mhm.
But all in all,
Venom, was that
he
necessary?
might talk a little fast. Oh, you say what?
I'm talking to Venom.
Oh, yeah.
I
All
usually
in
feel-
all, your mans might talk a little fast, but your boy's on point. I'm talking about he's on point. He's saying most of the things that I already think and I already say, but he's able to say them a little drier than me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And look, you can see in the comments, everybody say that I'm dick riding. It's called dick riding when you
Don't
support
answer the
another
comments. You know
man
how many
being a
times they
man.
attack me in them damn comments? I don't give the damn. Focus
Yeah,
on the
y'all need to
topic at
stop
hand.
attacking
Forget
people.
what
Just
they talking about.
stop. You know what I mean? And when a man sees another man and commends him for a good job, it's not called dick riding. It's called commendment, okay? The same thing you do when you look at another girl. Yeah, girl, do
You did your
your
thing,
thing.
right?
Leave that nigga.
Yo, Polly's yeah,
And right,
girl
it's
was
just support.
crazy.
It's just support. It ain't gotta be nothing
Yeah,
else.
girl.
But I'm
Exactly. So
trying to
what you
figure out.
pussy?
Hold on, Polly. So you agree with Zeus? Everything he had going on.
Oh no,
Man,
Polly
I
agrees
believe with that
wholeheartedly.
man 100%.
He agrees wholeheartedly.
100%.
We
I'm
gonna
gonna
get to
tell
the
you
best
like this.
puss one day.
He is right. That's the reason why I don't want to be dating for real out here. I just want some pussy and get out my face. It's because it ain't no women out here. It's a couple of y'all, but y'all in the cut and y'all feminine, so y'all not coming at us. We gotta go weed through the
Cause
hay to find the needle.
y'all supposed to find us. We ain't supposed to be just out there. Hey, marry
Yeah,
me.
but it's
Like
so
that's
few
not our
of y'all that
position.
all of us ain't gonna get one. We're gonna have to deal with the other side of the situation.
I believe there's somebody for everybody, bro. It's
Mm.
just in the matter of time it presents itself to you. But you
Yeah,
got to
I'm
be
telling you
ready
like
for
this.
it.
It's
That's
not
the
enough
thing.
wives that every man get one. It's
But
just not.
you got to be ready for that thing. And Polly, where you at right now, you ain't ready. You ain't even ready to receive it. If she showed up in your lap today, you wouldn't be ready.
You goddamn right. Hey, you listen, you right about that. I'm not gonna cap. You do gotta be ready for some shit like that. But even if I was ready,
the probability. It's a numbers thing, and numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers, they never lie. And it's a probability thing. The probability that I'm gonna go out here and meet a woman who's not sexually promiscuous is slim to none. And that's the first quality for a wife. Like, we can go down the list and make it even slimmer. You know what I'm saying? And he's damn right. All these women, they want to be us. These
But there's
bitches out here
qualities.
fucking like me.
But you got to remember, these women also, the ones who you are saying that's the few, the probability based on numbers, they also looking for a certain thing out of men. And it's very a slim chance they're going to find that. Everybody got to do work on both ends. So
Okay, let's say this. But that's been age old. Since the beginnings of everything, it's always been a small percentage of men who are better than the rest of the men. And those are the men that all of the women want to be pregnant by.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so since the beginning, and in every society, you have a small group of hyper successful men. And then you have the rest of the men. And those small group of hyper successful men, those are the men that the women, like, you know, rate the other men by. They actually start ranking them based off of the higher, what they call value guys. So niggas, I'll give you an example. Women place guys higher in value. The more money you make, the more security you can provide, how many women you've been with. Like, you even said it yourself, and you, when it comes to you, a man is more valuable the less women he's fucked around with. You know what I'm saying? Women have these standards.
Okay, go ahead. I'll correct that later.
Yeah, I know. Well, most women, they value a nigga who can get pussy all the time. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask the women, they be like, nah, I don't want no man whore. I want a nigga who's modest with giving his dick away. You know what I'm saying? And depending on that, that's a value system right there.
Okay.
And all of us have value systems.
Okay.
It just so happens that the men's value system is not as, you know, extraneous as the woman's value system. This is why women are way more picky. We just said this earlier. You said what?
With good reason. And men should be just as picky. That's the problem. Yeah, like we just heard you clearly said, I just want to fuck bitches. That was your time.
Right.
Facts.
So therefore, you're not asking for much. You ain't asking but nothing but pussy in return. So with that, when she
because I'm not finding nothing out here.
Wait, if she comes with a headache, she comes with the drama, she comes with the bullshit, you getting all that too. Because you have limited yourself to just sex. That's you limiting yourself. So you need to have more things that you see as valuable and check those off when you want to stick your penis in a woman. It should be, she can't get this penis unless she this.
No. My penis is not worth the vagina. Listen, let me explain. When I get pussy for free, that's just like somebody handing me $100 bill for a $10 bill, and I'm gonna take it every time. Now, what she not gonna get is my protection, provision, and my name. That's what she not gonna get. But she could get the dick because that ain't worth shit. She not gonna get the sperm because that's what's worth something.
That is the type of woman that you're getting.
No. I've gotten other women. Listen, let me tell you something. Me trying to be honest and trying to do the right thing and pay for everything and be the guy that all y'all want the same nigga. So I know how he look. That's why I can pretend to be him so well and trick them out of their pussy. What? But yeah, this is facts. We know the type of nigga who y'all want. And so we pretend to be that nigga until you give us ass. It's an age-old game. You haven't gotten it yet?
Of course, when I was young and stupid.
Oh, well, not you, JP. I thought there was another woman saying that. I know you got it. But what I'm saying is, I guess I'm saying a lot of things to sum it all up.
Get him out of here. What is he talking about?
Why don't you attack something that I'm saying rather than saying
get him out of here? I'm not attacking you, sir. I'm not attacking you at all.
He's saying the
not
same
at all.
Thing.
No, I said attack something that I'm saying.
But it's just the way you word things is just, you know.
That's not a good enough argument, baby. I don't care how you feel about how I word things.
Danny Smalls, I really don't give a fuck about your topic. I just want to come up here to say something real fast. Yo, Swaz, what's up with your man's Vendum or whatever the fuck his name is? Why he on my body like that?
I think he got a love Jones.
Yo, I feel like the one time he cammed up with me, he's in love. Like, cool out, bro. If you're not trying to sing your Eddie, because you talking real disrespectful in the comments, don't talk to me.
Yo, this is a masculine shit. Are you from New York?
Instagram up.
You from
Stop
New
playing
York?
with me, Vendum, or whatever your name want to be. Don't play with me.
What?
I'm not the one you play with.
Look, that's a man though.
Yo,
That's a
who?
guy,
Wait, who?
baby.
But wait, was he coming
Excuse
at her?
me, sir. I'm not talking to you.
He
I'm
It
got
talking
to
to
doesn't
talk.
even
him.
matter if he was coming
Somebody
at
talk
her. Be a
about it. They
lady.
want them to be
Be a
talking.
I am a
lady.
lady. I was the lady the whole
No,
time he
that's
was
not a
coming for me.
lady. You look
She
like
got
Papa
disrespect.
Smurf. That's
Listen,
not a lady.
listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
If she got
You see
to
when
say
somebody disrespect me, all bets is off. That lady shit is out the window.
My
Period.
nigga, say that shit to a lion. If a lion was in your room
Listen, I'm
disrespecting you,
saying
you'll
to y'all
shut the fuck up
niggas,
because it
don't
could kill you.
disrespect me.
no,
Hey,
It's
listen,
up.
let me tell you
I'm gonna
something.
get somebody for you. What are you
Just
talking about?
because you get
Disrespect me,
called a
get that
white
egg.
man doesn't make you powerful.
oh
Stop
God.
talking
What?
shit to niggas like they can't handle you, bruh.
They
Yo,
can't.
my homegirl
You
needs
can't.
to
Bruh,
like
a nigga
Because I'm
will
not
handle you
stepping by
with one
myself.
hand.
I'm not stepping by myself. Remember that.
Okay, then
I'm stepping by
that's what you
myself.
need to say
I
then.
got an
You
army with
feel me?
me. I got
Stop
an
talking
army with
like you
me.
stepping by yourself then. Talk like you got an army with you.
Nigga, I just told nigga, yo, stop talking to me. Y'all niggas is weird.
No,
Like,
you
for
weird.
real.
You up
You
here
don't,
looking like Papa
y'all
Smurf and
talking
you coming
sad
off
who
like a
get love
man.
at home
Get
and who
that shit out
don't.
of here. Camera ass down, Swazi.
Nigga,
All this
you think
motherfucking
so? You know who I am?
masculine ass
Do
energy.
you know who I am?
Bro,
It's
I don't
big
care. You
flaws, bitch.
masculine as
I'm
disrespect.
never
fuck.
going to get
God,
cam
Close
down.
your
You
mouth.
can't tell
You
Swan that
masculine
energy
as
she got
down.
fuck, son.
Can I
disrespected.
get cam down? Are you
Disrespect
dumb?
Stop
that.
it. Just
Are you
stop
dumb?
it.
That's
I'm
No,
my
not taking
no,
manager,
this
no,
shit,
bitch.
that's not
bro.
cool.
What you
From none of
talking
y'all
about?
women, bro.
That's my
Stop that
manager. Go
shit, bro.
get
Be a
checked out.
lady,
You got
bro.
She
HIV
got
or something. You
insulted.
itching,
Hey, get
nigga.
your nuts
You
out
fuck
your hand.
anything.
Be
You
a
itching.
lady.
You're mad.
That is a
Be
You're
negative
a
mad. What have
lady
you
and
been
put your
talking
dick
I
to?
love
away,
What?
y'all
baby.
both.
It's
I
not
love
working
y'all
for you.
both. I love y'all both, but that is not where we going today. I'm not trying to
right.
take. I'm not trying to go there. Y'all. Like it's too many people in the live. I'm not embarrassing nobody. We're
Right. We
not
could
doing
talk
that.
about something that's productive, but it's like I don't
We're
know.
not doing that.
Ask Swaz,
Dan, you
help
want to come
me.
up here and chill? Cause I don't want to. I don't want you to come in here and just kick at him and then